आवार तू मेरे ख्वाब में कहती है तू मेरी है तू मेरी है हर राज तू हर सांस में मेरी है एक बार तो मेरी जान बस कह दी है हर हाल में जज्बात में मेरी है तू मेरी है हाँ मेरी है साडे इश्क दे लारे लाए हुण वादे बस एक वारी दस दे तू मेरी है हसीने कोले आ गए पिछे साडे सारे जिन्नियां यादां तेरी है When I really think about it if I'm being honest I'm probably not the one for you baby Now we back where we started caught up in the moment running from the pain again baby दिल बेकरार है बेमिसाल है क्यों बस ये सवाल हर रात जगाए यूं सौ बार तू मेरी जानी ये कहती है तू मेरी है तू मेरी है हर राज तू हर सांस में मेरी है एक बार तो मेरी जान बस कह दी है हर हाल में जज्बात में मेरी है तू मेरी है हाँ मेरी है तू मेरी है हाँ मेरी है
Hello everyone, welcome back to another live stream, gang. 1 second, gang. 1 second. Okay, रुको. Hello gang, what's up? Welcome back to another live stream. What's up? क्या हाल है भाइयों? Hello Shrishti, hello Blaze, hello Flex Empire, hello Nalin, hello Drone Demon, hello Levi, hello everyone. Welcome back to another live stream. क्या हाल है gang? What up? What's up? Hello Mayank, hello Baz. Up. Alright, do or die day. हाँ रुको हम लोग स्टोरी डाल देते हैं पहले फटाक से हम लोग स्टोरी डाल देते हैं फटाक से एंड हेलो हेलो मोहम्मद हेलो गैंग हेलो एवरीवन दादा आने वाले थे फिर आए नहीं कुछ वो ओवरले या कुछ सेटअप कर रहे हैं वो लोग तो थोड़ी देर में आ जाएंगे मोस्टली थोड़ी देर में आ जाएंगे आज मोबा खेलते हुए देखूंगा बोर हो गया आज मोबा खेलते हुए देखूंगा बोर हो गया 2 दिन अरे क्या बात है डन है यार बोलें स्टोरी में बोलें बुलाएं बंदों को या फिर कल जैसा वो डाल दें स्क्रीनशॉट डाल दें और यही डाल देते हैं वालेकुम सलाम मैथी अच्छा भाई और बताएं चैट क्या लगता है आज टॉप 3 आना है हमें टॉप 3 आना है आज गैंग आज हमें टॉप 3 आना है टॉप 3 राइट फाइनल डे फाइनल डे ऑफ पबजी अरे व्हाट फाइनल अबे तेरी ये क्या हो रहा है व्हाट इज दिस रुको गाइस आज फाइनल डे है पबजी पीसी का पीईसी स्प्रिंग्स प्लेऑफ ये ज़्यादा बोल इतना ज़्यादा बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है देखो मेरे को कितना रीटेक लगता है तुम लोग देख रहे हो कितनी मेहनत करनी पड़ती है ये सब चीज़ों में गाइस डे 3 पबजी पीसी के टूर्नामेंट का आ जाओ जल्दी से लिंक पे टैप करो और वॉच पार्टी ज्वाइन करो वाह यार वेट अरे हाँ ये लोगो कैसे आ गया हेलना हमारा वो लोगो कहाँ चला गया हमारा लोगो कहाँ है? एक सेकेंड। आएगा। लियो लियो जुगाड़। मेरे से गलती से हो गया था। गाइस डे 3 पबजी पीसी वॉच पार्टी आ जाओ जल्दी से। आज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट दिन है हमारे लिए, तो जल्दी से लिंक पे टैप करो और ज्वाइन करो स्ट्रीम। डाल देते भाई, क्या है, क्या चला जाएगा हमारा क्यू चैट। क्रेजी क्रेजी हो गया यार ये तो। क्रेजी नहीं हो गया चैट ये तो। भाई एसी नहीं चल रहा क्या आज? ओए तेरी। so much struggle यार चैट। हाय बोलो हाय। व्हाट इज दिस? व्हाट इज दिस गैंग? ऑलराइट स्टोरी इज नोटिस आर डन। एसी तेज हो जा भाई, थोड़ी सी गर्मी लग रही है। एड्स बंद कर दो। बहुत सारी एड्स आई क्या? कुछ आया क्या एड्स में? एड्स में कुछ आया क्या? मामला है क्या? मेदी भाई के साथ में वॉच पार्टी करो। मेदी भाई भी स्ट्रीम कर रहे हैं। और बताए गैंग, और बताए आज टॉप 3 आना है भाई। ओनली वे वी कैन गो टू फाइनल्स इज बाय कमिंग टॉप 3 चैट। बाय only way we can come, we can have some hopes for EWC is by coming top 3 today. So we'll have to see. कल आपने बोला था मेरा आज नीट का पेपर अच्छा जाएगा, लेकिन ख़राब गया। ओ यार ये चीज़ मेरे पे ना डालो यार, मैं तो बस आप लोग के लिए अच्छी विश ही कर सकता हूँ, और मैं तो क्या ही कर सकता हूँ भाई। और तो मैं क्या ही कर सकता हूँ राइट। और तो मैं क्या ही कर सकता हूँ। तो यार कल वाला चैलेंज क्या था हमारे? 2 के क्लिप्स देखिए अभी तक। क्लिप्स देखते कोई कोई वीडियोस देखते, कोई S8UL की वीडियो देखेंगे हम लोग। मेरा फिजिक्स का प्रैक्टिकल बढ़िया गया शेर। ये हुई ना बात गैंग, ये हुई ना बात। क्या 5 के चैलेंज। एक सेकेंड। अब 8 मई को DSA का प्रैक्टिकल है। वो लोग भाई तुम लोग का तो पूरा मामला चल रहा है भाई अभी। चलो गैंग बढ़िया, आप बताओ फ्यूचर में कभी मिलेंगे सर। डन सीना शेयर। ऑलराइट गाइज वी आर आई थिंक अबाउट टू स्टार्ट इन लाइक फ्यू मिनट्स। तो फर्स्ट मैच के बाद फिर हम लोग बैठ के बातें करते हैं कि क्या करना है क्या नहीं। यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू वेडिंग? नो आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू द वेडिंग। काफ़ी कम लोग इनवाइट करें, बिकॉज ऑलरेडी आई थिंक इट्स लाइक अ डेस्टिनेशन वेडिंग एज वेल। और जो बहुत टाइम से सेट भाई के साथ हैं और वो लोग को उन लोगों ने उन्होंने इनवाइट करा है। दैट इज़ लाइक हम तो मतलब इतना मैं सेट भाई को जानता हूँ। आई नो आई एम लाइक वी आर ऑल लाइक अ क्रिएटर एंड क्लोज वंस, बट इट्स नॉट दैट क्लोज एज वेल। मतलब बट वी स्टिल विश, लाइक ऐसा विशेज़ है हमारी उनके लिए। तो आई एम वेरी हैप्पी कि ही इज़ गेटिंग मैरिड। आर यू इन अहमदाबाद ऑन 22 में? कुछ कह नहीं सकते भाई, कुछ कह नहीं सकते। मैं कभी भी बूट कैम्प जाने वाला हूँ। टू 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 टू। और बताएं चैट, और बताएं गैंग, व्हाट अप? रुको, एक सेकेंड। हाँ, ओके, आ जाओ। रोड ट्रिप टू बूट कैम्प, लेट्स सी, देखते हैं। अभी अभी कुछ कुछ फाइनल नहीं है गैंग, कुछ फाइनल नहीं है गैंग। अब मेरा ओवरले इज जस्ट ऑल ओवर द प्लेस गैंग, ऑल ओवर द प्लेस। ओके, आई थिंक इतना ठीक है। ट्रैक मैनिया का क्या हुआ? मेरे को ट्रैक मैनिया का आइडिया नहीं है, तो मैं आपको कुछ बता नहीं पाऊंगा ज़्यादा। आप सात्विक को जानते हो लेगेसी वाला? हाँ जानता हूँ। ऐसा क्या है जो नाराज़ नहीं हो सकता? जानता हो क्या? जानते हो क्या है? मैच स्टार्ट हुई नहीं, अभी तक स्टार्ट नहीं हुआ मैच हैज़ नॉट बीन स्टार्टेड येट, बट इट्स गोना बी सून स्टार्टिंग। तब तक के लिए लाइक दबा दो, सब्सक्राइब दबा दो इफ़ यू आर न्यू टू द चैनल। और आज बस टॉप 3 आना है, कुछ भी करके, कुछ भी करके। ऑल्सो आई वॉज वॉचिंग अमेरिकाज का गेम सुबह में। ऑल्सो अमेरिकाज में आई थिंक कल कौन सी टीम्स क्वालिफाई हुई? रुको मैं तुम लोग को दिखाता हूँ। कल 3 टीम क्वालिफाई हुई हैं। इवन फॉर गॉडल इट्स गोना बी अ डू और डाई भाई आज। बट दे हैव अ लॉट ऑफ पॉइंट्स, सो कुछ कह नहीं सकते बिकॉज वो सेकेंड आए थे। क्या लगता है आज क्वालिफाई हो जाएंगे? लेट्स सी, लेट्स होप फॉर द बेस्ट। लेट्स सी। PEC स्प्रिंग फाइनल्स, मैं तुम लोग को स्क्रीन दिखा देता हूँ। हाँ, गॉडलाई वाले 2 पॉइंट से रह गए। वो 5th आना था, 6th आए वो लोग। ऐसा हो गया उनके साथ भी, बहुत हार्ड लक हो गया भाई। ओके, there we go, and there you go, boom. I'm coming to Ahmedabad on 21st में GD CSK मैच होना, मेड यू इफ पॉसिबल। देखते हैं ब्रो, बताना कभी कुछ सीन बनेगा तो। आज हमें टॉप 3 आना है गैंग, टॉप 3 आना है। टॉप 3 इज रियली इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर अस टुडे, वरना वी वोंट गो फाइनल्स। आज रेड लाइन खेलेगी, रेड लाइन। आज रेड लाइन की टीम खेल रही है, रेड लाइन टीम। डे 2 में कल न्यू जेन, फैल्कन्स, लिक्विड, रेंट फ्री, चुपिंस्की। ये कौन से गेम है? चुपिंस्की। एंड देन 6th आ गए गॉड लाइक, और फिनिडी भी है इधर। भाई ये तो बहुत मामला से वो हो गया भाई, टफ हो गया हमारे लिए भाई। मैं आज क्या देखूँ? 10:30 PM को मियामी F1 GP है, फिर वॉच पार्टी, फिर 11:20 को मियाँ खली। क्या भाई, जो तुम्हें देखना है, जो तुम्हें देखना है ब्रो, वो देखना ब्रो। वो क्या क्या तो मतलब कभी कभी तो चैट ऐसी क्रेजी सी आती है ना। रेड लाइन नाम की टीम है, रेड लाइन नाम की टीम है भाई। पता है मेरे को आई थिंक नेक पे स्ट्रेन होता है, स्प्रेन होता है, क्या होता है, कुछ तो होता है ना भाई, वो हो रखा है। मतलब लाइक ऐसा ऐसे। तो मैं आज थोड़ा सा रिलैक्स्ड बैठूंगा लगता है। आज थोड़ा हम लोग रिलैक्स्ड बैठेंगे, रिलैक्स्ड। What are they saying?
In terms of those cup teams that are going to be coming in today here to try and challenge, is going to be playing out across 5 games. Who have you got your attention on here,
What
Mark? Who
are they
you going to be looking
saying?
at to be able to try and strike it big alongside what we assume should be Nemesis. And
आप इस बार बोटियम जाने वाले हो फिर या फिर विंडो में जाऊंगा यार जाऊंगा
You tag those two,
जाऊंगा
and then you're arguing for 1 point.
जाऊंगा
I've
जाऊंगा
got a kind of sway towards Voptrox, not just the performance that they've done last week. They kind of threw it to the wall and they're like, let's go have it. I think they're a team again that has been on the outside edge.
आप तो नहीं देखने वाले ना फेस कैम ऑफ करे यार
You can't drop the
आगे
ball
लो लो यार
ever because they were able. Everlong was able to qualify last.
अभी ट्रैक में की भी मैच चालू है हाँ क्या आदिल असलम एक गाना सुना दो जरा रे अहमद भाई क्या हाल है
Some of these prior
कैसे हैं अहमद भाई what up gang what up gang
real outsides. They go next esports.
भाई तुम लोगों ने कल क्या करा है भाई ये सब बिल्कुल
unless you are following the EMEA region pretty strong, but they could potentially be one that might cause a few teams a bit of upset.
Yeah, I think what's interesting about those central drop spots, Martin, is that without Everlong in the lobby, it was S8UL, I think, that was taking some of those spots, right? So we'll see what is going to happen there. Do you have any kind of estimations as to where that might go?
I don't really see how moving from their usual spots west of Picard. I actually didn't check what the
ये देखो भाई
contest was, so I'm not sure about that actually. Not sure about where they're going.
बॉडी नॉट फाउंड
Keep that as an exciting thing that's going to be happening in the first games.
बॉडी नॉट ये वाला आता ना ये वाला आता what the fuck भाई ऐसी बॉडी बना दो मेरी
So I'm not sure who's
Gang.
going to take. I don't think Everlong gets it in today here.
ओए ऐसा डोला हो जाए भाई
Right.
So they've moved south.
ऐसा डोला हो जाए मैच बता
Miramar, they've gone a little bit out towards that sort of east side, and they are contesting with
Yeah.
TMI, which is
ये
No.
ये कब
give up pilots, but neither will TMI.
ये रियल है ये रियल है
For me, because it
ये रियल है
actually
कल मैं ऐसे करके कैम का तार खींच लिया था ऐसे करके ऐसे ये नहीं ये वाला हाथ है
Maybe.
ये वाला हाथ है ऐसे करके तार खींच लिया था
For
ऐसे
some potential G-Coin if you go on a scavenger hunt, over on social
व्हाट अप
media.
लैडर साहब साल गुड भाई क्या ले राइल भाई व्हाट अप गैंग
Now, of course,
भाई
yes, we could talk
फोकस
about
ऑन द
Nemesis
गोल
and
ग्राइंड
SUL
इन
ad nauseam,
साइलेंस
considering
फोकस
that they
ये देख रहे हो
should
क्रेजी है ना भाई ये
to actually go through today,
ये crazy है ना
considering the caliber. But another team
Me when I
that's
see something,
is interesting, considering
कुछ
how
ऐसा कर
previous
सकते हैं भाई
playoffs
क्या
is Vis,
क्या रे
who went
क्या
through
रे
day one and now finds themselves here in day 3, and it's, I don't feel like
गैंग गैंग
playing bad PUBG or anything like that. Things just really have not
क्या
been
गंदा
going
इग्नोर करते हो रचो नहीं भाई वेनु ऐसा कुछ नहीं है भाई ये ऐसा कुछ लगाऊंगा जब वैलो खेलूंगा ना तो ये ऐसा कुछ लगाऊंगा वो कैम वो उस पे मेरे मिनी मैप पे कि मार खाएगा स्ट्रीम स्नाइप करेगा मार खाएगा
Was it a fluke that they managed to make it through
जनरल में स्टिकर देखो अरे हाँ वो है नहीं मेरे पास
they're going to have to prove themselves today and
वो है नहीं मेरे पास
again to come in and get those PGC points. So for me I don't see this
वो स्टिकर है नहीं मेरे पास
I don't see TMO through compared to what we saw yesterday. At 9 points yesterday, TMO, right? And they obviously got one of the spots day 3 in the last playoffs.
मिनी मैप के लिए मस्त है हाँ मार खाएगा स्ट्रीम स्नाइप करेगा मार खाएगा क्रेजी नहीं हो जाएगा भाई वो
You had the interview with Scav as well and talked a little bit about some of the kind of prospects for what's happening in the coming ones, and I also think he said something along the lines of the same that he didn't really see this and TMO through Starry Sky. He didn't see through again in the next playoffs, right? So interesting.
यार थोड़ी देर में शुरू होने वाली है मैच भाई मेरी तो बॉडी उतर गई ऐसा लग रहा है थोड़ी सी
I think they're going to have a difficult
3 दिन में बॉडी उतर गई मेरी ऐसा लग रहा है लेकिन स्ट्रीम देख के पोजीशन पता चल ही जाएगी बट स्टिल मेरी पोजीशन पता चल जाएगी ठीक है बट टीम की पोजीशन नहीं पता चलेगी ना
more info. They have better
कोई चैट में को कुछ खाने का लाने दो
preparation in terms of the maps and kind of are better and faster at adapting, and that's where you fall down a lot. You can say that it's a BO5 and everything, but over the course of few games, over the course of few days, that's improvement that should be happening, and that's why I'm saying, like, I don't see a world where S8UL doesn't come in today and absolutely dominate.
फिर बात उठाई कास्टर ने फिर बात उठाई कास्टर ने
otherwise we are screwed.
Look, let me add a little bit to that. And this is going to sound harsh, but I actually really like this, and I think they're a good team. But I think on day number 1 last week, obviously we took the top.
Earphone Blonde BL03 Blonde.
We're coming into day number 3. If they didn't perform yesterday,
Blonde BL03.
And we got Team Nemesis, and we got S8UL. We do have to obviously put a question mark around those two teams. I know that they are the big houses.
This is the one.
But they haven't performed.
You see, this is the one.
Again, as I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
it felt like there was pressure. He's putting pressure on himself.
Value for money.
You've not taken off fights.
मैं कभी full
It's
volume
not
ये
like
सुन भी नहीं
you've got to
सकता,
find a
मेरे
way
कान फट
to
सकते
play
हैं.
this new patch, and
But
they are not comfortable in any way.
Very
shape, or
good.
form.
Crazy.
I think that actually, as much as yes, we think that these two teams are teams that should be able to advance.
Hi Rashad, I'm new to your channel. Can I have a shout out please?
Vero!
Vero!
Even in a lobby that
Shout out to you! Anki recommended. Yes, Anki did recommend this to me and then I bought it and now
will be to the point
nice.
where they may not advance at all. And that's the dangerous, scary thing with meta shift and the fact that there is significant pressure on them because
Yo,
these
gang.
are two organizations as well that
Yo,
want their
gang.
teams to have a purchase.
First match 100% back hoga, let's try.
PUBG could be as well, Martin. So I think there's going to be a lot riding on their shoulders here to try and get some more PGC points on the line to qualify into this final.
IEMs are good.
You know, sure, that's the manager's job, you know, the pressure coming for the organization to filter that through and not really pass it on, right? But with the social media presence from the fans,
से नहीं खुल
right,
सकता
it's
कभी
positive
कुछ.
right now, but it could be rough if they don't find themselves in another final here for sure. And I agree.
Sorry for
World
making so
Cup
much noise. Sorry, maaf karna.
The biggest goal for organization.
Rasha, was the realistic possibility of getting us in PUBG?
So much
It is
millions
100% possible. Who said now there's no possibility? It is possible.
We're changing and defining. So
अभी के लिए आज का दिन is 50-50.
dominate. That's my.
I feel like अगर आज हम लोगों ने कर लिया तो finals में we'll do good.
Doozy always comes in the later stages. It's always the like kind of PC fall or the fall tournaments. He comes in, dominates, wins the direct slots, and this is the last chance to dance here for spring. So and for esports World Cup, it's been there a few times. You want to go there again, of course.
Yeah, quite a few teams, obviously in our previous final, but not there so far. Boars is another one who had an explosive, I think, first playoffs mark, but so far not quite materialized in the same way that they would hope for. I feel like they're very good on Erangel, but beyond that, it's not really shown that Wolfie had its presence just yet.
No, look, they struggled on those. Can we call them wild cards? I don't think we can because Miramar is like a wild card map now, but they do struggle on the map changes, should we say. I'm going to put it down to, and I hate like singing the same song here. I think
यहाँ वालों को Italian beard नहीं आती
been
वैसे.
able to deal with this update. The 41.1 for them, it is they're not playing the pickaxes all the time. They're not playing the positions.
Bye.
To rotate, but they're quite an aggressive team. They want to take fights. They want to go head to head, like as I said before with Team Nemesis. I don't think Boars have been quite prepared to deal with actually some of these other teams are using the new tools in their chest to their advantage.
This shit is gas.
Hi
Shah, welcome to the stream.
Good kills because they can go.
Is that ever for PUBG competitor? I think it is good, but it's like wide 3.5 mm.
Yeah, I was watching PWS
Yeah, it's good.
earlier. People
कास्टर की बियर्ड देख रहे हो कैसी उसको ऊपर भी कंघी करके सेट करनी पड़ती है और नीचे भी लाइक नीचे स्ट्रेट एंड अप दिस भाई कितनी स्ट्रेट है भाई क्रेजी है ना क्रेजी बियर्ड आई फील लाइक मुझे पता है एक चीज बहुत बुरी लगती है मैं कभी भी वो अमिताभ बच्चन स्टाइल वाली बियर्ड नहीं रख पाऊंगा बस मेरे यहाँ पे आते ही नहीं एम्प्टी स्पॉट्स यहाँ आते तो हाय
I said it in the start when we had it on Friday. I was like, this is gonna be min-max to such an extreme degree we're gonna be bored with it. And I agree. I don't think we're there yet, but yesterday there are some cool moments. Like also with the more.
क्या हो गया आज 3 मिनट लेट कैसे हो गए हम लोग?
That even creates bigger and deeper holes.
आज 3 मिनट लेट कैसे हो गए हम लोग गेम चालू होने में? नहीं तो रोज तो टाइम से शुरू होती थी. Gang?
Like 60 centimeters or something.
What is this gang?
But still, if you do it at the right spot, especially like when teams are scouting, kind of driving, and you're doing it on top of the hill, and you don't have a car there or anything, the way you can just kind of
कितनी बातें करते हैं क्या ना?
like straight cover when people are driving. I
लगे
think
बड़े?
you're gonna see some absolutely insane gatekeeps and setups where people are digging 2 or 3 holes. And they're setting up a
ट्रेन में तेल नहीं है
you have
टर्बुलेंस हो रही है
there's going to be a guy peeking out of 2 or 3 holes and they're just going to absolutely demolish teams. So as much as it's kind of more targeted warfare against some of the teams here in playoffs, maybe not as much, more so in the finals where you're maybe directly targeting 1 or 2 teams that you're trying to either catch or to make sure that they don't get more points, obviously.
I think with that, like, I'm with you. I don't think we've seen enough of it just yet. I think from day number 1, we saw Ascend on that last game of Wrangle. They're on sort of top list.
और चैट और गैंग क्या है आज तो बिल्कुल डू और डाई सा मामला है भाई heavy do or die मामला है heavy.
I'm really intrigued.
Are we gonna
some of the other maps, especially when they got the high density of bushes.
All right, gentlemen.
All right, the match is gonna start, gang.
Only 3 teams will survive by the
Let's
end of
go,
it. I'm giving it
gang.
to Good old Eminem, Martin and Mark.
Thank you very much, James. Yes, it is a match number 1, and it is our
Chalo,
final
chat.
video of PEC Playoffs 2.
Day 1, day 3, do or die day, D-day बोल दो.
Fair in this one as we go right through the heart, the soul of the map.
टॉप 3 आना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, तभी हम लोग फाइनल खेल पाएंगे, वरना हम लोग फाइनल्स में नहीं होंगे नेक्स्ट वीक. So, let's hope for the best.
Big names in this lobby here for day 3. 3 teams that we've set.
Please remove ads.
Today here.
It's already on very minimal यार, मैंने कुछ डाला नहीं है ऐसा एक्सट्रीम. बहुत ज्यादा आ रहा है तो चैट मुझे कंप्लेन कर देना, ठीक है? और अगर 2-4 लोग बोलेंगे कि हाँ बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो रही है तो हटा दूंगा और कम कर दूंगा. तब तक के लिए सब्सक्राइब दबाते रहो, सब्सक्राइब दबा दे तो गैंग. कल 94.2 करा के तुम लोगों ने इतना बड़ा गिफ्ट दिया है मुझे. ऐसा मैं तो कभी सोचा नहीं था इतनी जल्दी ऐसा हो सकता है, बट you guys made it possible.
And hey, if you ask the Nemesis, they couldn't get much more of a better home turf circle, right? For those that don't know, Nemesis will go always drop and go to their prior drop spot, which is Severny. Doesn't matter where the
कोई नहीं gang,
they always get in the
कोई नहीं gang, कोई नहीं, कोई बात नहीं है.
The only team I'd argue to say have the pick of the litter here. They can choose where they want to go, where they want to try.
We need female bond की बेटी also.
Pitch up with this kind of 2-2 split here. I wouldn't be too surprised for them not to fully extend now towards
कोई बात नहीं gang.
Get looted, but for Society and Melman, I think it might be more about locking down these central.
TMO को पकड़ के पेल दो.
Yeah, for sure. I completely agree. And with how we are and how they kind of
Bro, पूरा 70 खा लिया भाई.
Do they get too greedy, or do they go for a 2-2 split? Right, because there's.
Keep doing Watchparty. It helps in new viewers exploring your channel. Being by is an inspiration.
Sure, you don't really have.
And I really like to watch matches. Honestly, Valo का भी matches I really like to watch.
There's 2 winning areas.
Like, और क्योंकि this all gives me like,
is kind of far west of Severny, the
मतलब
God compound.
I like play. मेरे को खेलना बहुत पसंद है ऐसा कॉम्पी, तो मुझे देखना भी बहुत पसंद है.
And then there's the garage building west of Twins where Melaman is right now. So they have that lockdown already. And if we go north, I don't really see anyone being up there.
Nemesis के भी matches खराब गए.
हाँ, the God compound west of Severny.
Nemesis भी तो कल खराब गई थी, Nemesis को भी हो गया. बट आज देखो हमारे पास कौन सी नई टीम्स आती है. नई टीम्स आने में है हमारे पास Everlong, GN, TBRU, Redline, RL. ओ इन्होंने RL ही रखा है bro.
Everyone is starting.
Bro, RL was
और everyone is just based on decisions throughout. And now with the
and VPX.
TMO, the 3-4 teams that have like the highest prior to this circle is
Bro,
TMO,
RL.
Nemesis, it's Ghetto Gang, and it's Baldini. Everyone else.
Top 3 में I think RL also would be there, bro. Gang. Because RL is loud.
Those 4 teams is already.
Even this is the first time I subscribe to you, so I would appreciate more duo or group games except RP. मैं तो खेलता हूँ यार. I usually play other games as well. थोड़ा rare होता है कभी-कभी ज़्यादा RP खा लेता हूँ.
But Ghetto Gang is already locking down.
I like to play other games as well.
So high prior positions in a terrain that has such
Copyright
a
didn't
sparse amount of hard cover is really good for, and especially that's also why some of the teams like Nemesis and some of the other teams throughout the
Bro,
year
one day मैं एक
have
RL की
because
merch बनाऊंगा.
You have that high prio on some of the first northern compounds because there's not that many of them. So let's say we're
Merch in the sense like not like a team or something, but
we talked a
just
little bit about Marquis Starish, guys. That
just like
also
clothes.
made it to the final last
Clothing.
time. Did somewhat.
You and Wing together for VP Watchparty or VCD match. जायज भाई को बोलता होगा सर देखते हैं.
Obviously, they went through on day 2
As a new subscriber, I don't want to see RP. Please become Valo main player. Gang. Finally, the 92K, 93K वाली loop से बाहर आगे एकदम 62K वाली याद आ गई. Bro, 92K was the most. I think अभी recent का most pain 92,000 subscriber वाला जो था ना मार्क. मतलब उससे आगे जाना बहुत दर्द हो गया था भाई. बोलो बना के भेजो. आप करते हो या कुछ ऐसा है तो बताओ ना मेरे को. Like I really want to make something for a red line. Chat पढ़ो वो. I think पढ़ ली ना मैंने chat. नहीं हाँ पढ़ ली मैंने. Story mode वापस शुरू कर दो. हाँ कर सकते हैं. हमारा Uncharted बाकी है.
So it might pay off, it might not. At the moment, everyone's on the migration.
Ghetto Gang here, as we talked about before, on the plane crash Everlong. Hoping for a
That's
sudden
I'm
shift
beard,
in the
bro.
two-
Suits
on
you.
the two southern compounds with the 3 stack coming in here too. Obviously, Everlong.
All right, I don't wanna earn anything from this watch party. मतलब like
Last
UPI
time.
donations and super chats are appreciated, but मेरे को ads मैं बंद कर रहा हूँ.
Decent on the rank. Again, the majority of the points did come from
Ads मैं बंद ही कर देता हूँ.
Yeah, with an arm on Diffex and full
ठीक है.
3 here, let's just say Nemesis have qualified, Mark. What do you think?
W शेरों ads बंद कर देते हैं ताकि तुम लोग का experience खराब ना हो. ठीक है?
Go put my team Nemesis jersey on, mate. All right, we'll see how.
Like if you really want to support the stream, you can super chat or maybe UPI
Imagine this
donation.
though, Mark.
Go on.
Imagine, and if all 15 teams just agree that they just
GTA 5 story mode खेल दो भाई.
then they're out, you know,
GTA
they're not
6 story mode
playing
खेलेंगे.
today. So
Habibi.
like, okay,
Habibi!
they win the first game with 20 kills. And like, okay, guys, you qualified. We
Map
played the
दिखाओ.
rest of the
Yeah,
games
what
as
are we
15
doing,
teams.
gang?
So you're not messing with the rest of the lobby.
What are we doing, gang? We are still looting.
I have something to say about that, mate.
We are still looting and we are in cards.
Well, like,
Absolutely.
हमारे आसपास कोई नहीं है. हम लोग ये वाला रोड पकड़ेंगे. करके अंदर चले जाएंगे.
And it's not like him. He's not
All chill.
aggressive.
I think what I would suggest would be करके यहाँ ऊपर चले जाओ.
He's
And यहाँ ऊपर से फिर नीचे climb down करो.
Obviously, I don't know, I'm gonna use it lightly.
Like take this
But
spot
he's not
maybe
happy with the performance they've had.
and let them fight let everyone fight
Number one,
and
it's
then
kind
फिर
of
नीचे
applying
आओ.
pressure. It's not worked out how they want to.
क्या बोलते हो chat? Good plan?
All right.
Do you think it's a good plan? या फिर ये वाला compound ले लो ये वाला.
Get something from Everlong here.
ये वाला compound. देखो सननन करके तो जा रहे हैं हम लोग. हम यहाँ सननन करके ऊपर चले जाएं.
Those guys, they go down.
और फिर धीरे 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 अंदर चले. क्योंकि अभी अंदर जाके तो मौत है. मौत.
Talking about where they were going to land and who was going to hot drop who.
Sounds like a plan chat. Sounds like a plan. Let's see. Oh, एवरलॉन्ग की फाइट हो चुकी है. एवरलॉन्ग का एक बंदा नॉक डाउन हो चुका है. सामने कौन फाइट हो रहा है? हाउल की फाइट हो रही है.
One in here and get some points onto
बॉर्ड्स और वीआईएस ने एक पॉइंट निकाल लिया है ऑलरेडी. क्या बात है?
To make something happen. Structure works.
और यहाँ पे रोड कैंप हो रहा. ओए
Set up here. Nalo finds one. Quintix goes down to B.
गाड़ी से उतार दिया यहाँ पे TBRU को. वर्क कंस्ट्रक्शन वर्कर्स क्रेजी हो गए भाई ये तो. एक बंदा छोड़ के ही चले गए. बोले भाड़ में जाओ तुम. There's no way we can help you man. हम अब पूरा गेम 3 मैन ही खेलेंगे.
Now picks up. Here's the Baltic. Doesn't quite get the connection. The spray comes through. He does find the connection with that as he did find himself on top of the roof. But construction workers, they're eager to get points. They're already in there.
एवरलॉन्ग का अभी भी एक बंदा नॉक डला हुआ है. उठा नहीं है अभी तक. और हुआ मेरे देखो हाउल एंड एवरलॉन्ग की फाइट हो रही है इधर.
Now again, back to the fight here with Everlong. Can they?
हमारा TMO इज बैक बेबी. TMO का एक बंदा डाउन बैड हो चुका है. लॉबी जमा हो चुका है. लॉबी जमा. ओह He got caught off guard. Flores.
One player now, balls in the distance, also kind of lurking in, trying to get in. Oh my God! Sane finds another one in the mat.
I feel like he fell up the step. He took a
PUBG PC में ये जो जूम इन है ना ये नहीं बट एक थर्ड पार्टी वाला जो स्कोप इन होता है ना पूरा स्कोप इन नहीं बट हाफ स्कोप इन वाला उसमें बहुत फायदा है क्लोज रेंज में वैसे ही मार देने का. और एवरलॉन्ग के 2 बंदे डाउन पड़े हैं बट दे हैव लाइक 1 KP विद देम. हाउल के एक ही बंदा बचा है. 2 खत्म कर चुके हैं. Crazy nade. Crazy. अच्छा flash है. Oh! Why would you target the down guy? Oh!
Coming in, it's S8UL that actually gets all the kills here, Mark. A full wipe here.
Oh, that is a blunder by Everlong. That guy was shooting a down guy.
They could push in and completely wipe this compound.
Oh no!
that flash did not go in.
1v3 हो गए gang. 1v3 या 1v2 हो गए gang.
With the smell.
Almost 1v4 कर गया वो एक लड़का.
Try and capitalize. They've already been able.
1v3 तो हो ही गए भाई.
In the kill feed. Go next esports though.
Go next.
Team Nemesis. They did go for
This shit is gas. Guys 1 के लाइक दबा दो और सब्सक्राइब दबा दो. आज का टारगेट 95 के मतलब ये तो बहुत लॉन्ग शॉट है पर जितना भी हो सब्सक्राइब कर दो. Let's see. Let's hope. Let's wish कि कुछ चमत्कार हो जाए और 95 के भी हो जाए साथ में. ठीक है सब्सक्राइब दबा दो एक बार. रेड लाइन लेट्स गो. लेट्स गो रेड लाइन.
Coming in and actually going to be
टॉप 3 प्रेडिक्शन
quite close to
एक
the
रेड लाइन
structure,
होगी.
so they might be able to get a drive by.
Alright, let's see our rotation, guys.
But next zone pop Mark and let's see where we're going to be ending up.
Oh! Oh!
Oh,
A doozy Adil.
Obviously towards the north.
ये इसको पेलो इसको पेलो इसको पेलो इसको बोले he's reviving इसको पेलो
For Team Nemesis,
पेलो
they're gonna have to hope and pray that
पेलो he's reviving 1 KP.
that high ground in
1
this
KP.
we're not going to be able to have so many teams.
TMO, let's go. TMO versus S8UL. Let's go.
That's the
Let's go.
problem, though. I kind of want to see Nemesis to already take the compounds out of the
Let's
map.
go. TMO पेल दी पूरा ये कंट्रोल हमारे पास हो जाएगा पूरा.
From where they are already with a 2-2 split potentially. Let's see where they go there. I think they've seen it already. We talked about a little bit.
RL Dino down. Hell no. Hello red line. Hello red line. No, you guys cannot go down. No, no. Hell no.
Nayla tries to get one more. Oh my god, it's smoking and one tire is popped. They can actually do another.
Guys, can we fight with TMO please?
Oh, what is that? It's a
We have
flying
4
out of the
KP.
distance.
Can we kill this? Kill this AOS guy. Kill this guy. हम लोग को पूरा zone control मिल जाएगा bro. Let's do it. Gang, let's do it Aduzi. Aduzi! Kill this guy!
Storing zone though, so as they do approaching on that south side.
Molo got down.
Have been in
Gang.
back-to-back. S8UL Molodot does go down.
Molo got down, gang.
He's got the Panzer, does go for the shot over the other side.
Come on, we can wipe TMO. These guys are noobs. Come on. Best 2 got down.
Sure. Micah finds pistol lock as well. This is a big fight between TMO. Phil first finds Ares. Now it's Micah and Justice trying to make something happen here. Molotov is flushed. Best luck is flushed.
Engaged.
Unfortunate here for S8UL Mark.
Yeah, and Aduzi's giving
Revive
up.
यहीं है.
He's coming back. Yeah, he's coming back. He's done a huge lap though. He's now coming back in on the other side. Oh, it's 'cause he's in the glider. That's why. Aduzi, it's death from above, and it's Aduzi that gets the connection. Miko will fall down, and
Alright, 1v1, 1v1. Nice! Nice!
Huge, massive there.
Nice!
Get another one. And now it's
STS guys close. Do we have a revive tower nearby?
Just gonna take another round, Mark.
There's no one here. There's no one here. There's no one here. We have a revive tower close by.
Quickly. Oh, nail
We need to wipe this quick.
Structure was just chasing for kills straight up here for the drive-bys. Yoink.
What have they had for breakfast? Jeez,
Oh, bhai, red line. Red line. Hello. Are you guys a player or what? What are you doing?
That was it.
Aduzi with a flyby.
Miran is down.
Come on, come on. We guys can get the chip and get the res.
Get back on towards.
Get the chip, get the res. Get the chip, get the res, Aduzi. Get the res.
From him, S8UL dispatching.
कोई नहीं है,
the team
कोई
and
नहीं
he
है,
finds
कोई नहीं
himself,
है.
though,
Phil first, don't go down,
flashing
please.
guards
Fuck.
all by
Phil
himself.
first, don't go
Fucking
down,
hell, he's
please.
got a car
Phil
where he left
first.
it.
I think this, Mark, is another story of if you can get the maximum amount of reps in, you
We
play
can
it
actually
3 days on
revive.
purpose, and then
You
Can actually revive.
Don't give us that. Jeez.
Nah, I wouldn't.
Aduzi, go for the revive.
But the top 3 is.
There's no
that's
one
gonna be
nearby.
hard, but
Just go for the
let's see where we
revive.
end up going here with this southeast shift here. It still has some water on play, which makes it a little bit easier for teams to predict where this next circle goes. If we get a southern
Jinx
shift, where it
area.
still
I
has a
don't
lot
know,
of
bhai,
water
but I
in,
just want them
that's
to
effectively
win.
gonna already tell where fourth circle goes. April goes down to red zone. That's so unfortunate. Now everyone's kind of looking to see if they can get that flush.
Nemesis के पास AWM है. They have the center zone as well. They have 44 people alive.
It looks like he's now creating graves. Team Nemesis have to get moving as they did take the roll of the dice to go towards that north, and the zone does go south.
Alright, we are reviving. Let's go, gang. But हमारे पास कुछ loot नहीं होगा.
I've seen a few of these. These can be horrific zone endings.
Let's go, gang. We are 4 people now. But अभी थोड़ा time बाद drop होंगे और उसके बाद हमें loot मिलेगी नहीं मिलेगी. We never know. But at least we are 4 people now.
Let's be real here, though, Mark. This next circle goes northwest and Star Skies.
So why इतना slow इसलिए हुआ? Cause they thought कि there's one more player TMO alive.
Losing more players.
Okay, Molo's dropping. पीछे से बल्दिनी आ रही है. And you guys know कल बल्दिनी ने हमारी game खराब करी थी भाई.
got a really good rest timing off this one here.
तो revive हो भी गया.
S8UL might be able to get all.
But 2v4 हो जाएगा. 2v4 हो जाएगा यार. बल्दिनी is coming.
Blist flush. That's unfortunate. Now go next, and Boss is going to have some fights here with this. Macintosh goes in for
Tough होगा थोड़ा.
flush onto fine. That's so unlucky.
Tough होगा. Chat थोड़ा tough होगा. अभी उन लोग गिरे ही होंगे. उनके पास इतना सामान नहीं होगा.
This is subject to this zone now, right?
और ऊपर से zone के बाहर हैं हम लोग.
These teams now fighting for what's left of the terrain that's defaulted before you get creative and make your own.
Alright, we know Baldini is coming.
Team, strong team.
TMO guy is going for the res, I think. Baldini split up. I think they are gonna storm there. I think these guys are gonna storm. Aduzi is in the plane.
It's being committed to this one here. Macintosh finds Eucalyptus. Nailub found an explosion.
Aduzi plane में है भाई.
That's unfortunate, but gets
इतना negative क्यों? नेगेटिव नहीं हूँ भाई मैं. I'm just hoping कि भाई सब कुछ सही हो.
Points just by the kills alone, it looks like. No tag team.
नेमेसिस भी क्वालिफाई नहीं हुई अभी तक.
Game plan 101. It was just kills.
अपने ही ग्रेड लूट लेंगे. नहीं, वो जोन के बाहर थे.
Maybe leave it a little bit to the last day. They're like, actually, guys.
वो कैसे लूटेंगे अपना ग्रेड? जोन के बाहर थी ना फाइट.
Go make it happen, and I've got to give them benefit of the doubt. They're looking strong already.
Yeah, looking good.
फाइट जोन के बाहर नहीं
Also be
थी.
able to chase some of the teams that they know
Hello,
come
Dhruv.
in slow and maybe play a little
Guys,
bit
like
more
दबा दो,
scared.
सब्सक्राइब कर दो.
So punishing that's good here. Ghetto Gang now trying to clean this up with the X-Howl still having Odom Navasi inside. Do they know his exact location? They're just looting. He's just gonna get found.
नहीं, इनसाइड था.
And now with
तो
X-Howl,
फिर W है भाई. Thanks chat.
we're gonna
Thanks chat.
get,
Thank
some
you.
points out. The mat went out for
Thank
a
you.
rest, I believe, on the plane crashes here.
लूट
But
लिया
now
खुद के
balls
क्रेडिट. दाना जी,
with
शेयर.
with a
Let's
Mortar
go.
mark. Where are we going? Where are we
Thanks,
heading?
chat.
Looks like the
About
shots
400.
towards
He's going to the garage, isn't he?
चलो आ जाओ अब.
gas station potentially.
Good. We got 3 KPs.
Yeah.
We have 4 people
Oh,
alive.
it's open. Okay.
that's not bad.
Wow, that's actually really good. So that's 1 or 2 ticks further. So the rest actually did come off.
आज अगर
Now
क्वालिफाई
this
नहीं
is
होता
the
जीजी.
live
हाँ,
rotation.
आज
The
हमें
next
टॉप
phase as we talk
आज हमें
about
टॉप
is
3
gonna
आना ही
find
आना है.
the water
भाई
side
सब्सक्राइब दबा दो एक
on
बार.
the side here.
चेक कर लो अगर
Straight
सब्सक्राइब नहीं
out,
करा तो
basically
सब्सक्राइब
keeping
दबा दो.
everyone in that's already looking down some of these hardcover compounds. The team
Subscribe
that
दबा
still
दो.
is at Rorschach West side is going to have to make moves here. S8UL actually has tons of space on the northern side.
Subscribe
they
दबा
might be
दो.
able to fill
Alright,
that
we are in the
gap on
zone.
Nini and keep
Good.
out teams like Nemesis, but I think Nemesis plays this rich line from the west side.
Doozy
Mark.
is still
TMO.
flying, I
SAU
guess.
are going back to a full 4-man, so they were just in it for farming some points.
टॉप 3 आए तो EW नहीं
Lucky
फाइनल्स.
enough
फिर
there,
अगले
they are
वीकेंड
back
फाइनल्स
full
होगी.
bodies. Construction workers.
Right,
now
we have like a
migrate
good
towards that
zone.
north, be looking to try and
Let's
do the
hope.
same as I suppose everyone else is. Gonna
थोड़ा
go for that
अपवर्ड
loop,
शिफ्ट आ जाए
you
नेक्स्ट
know,
वाला ताकि लोग
towards
हमारी
that,
तरफ
gonna
आए
practice that to
एंड
see what else sort of
should be good.
beats himself on the south, but I worry that construction workers have got his number and they're going
We
to
have nice area,
close him
yes,
out,
we
and
do
now they
have
get
a
the
nice
opportunity,
area now.
and more cars are coming their way, so hunger for
Habibi,
BB found a headshot.
Hey, why are you flying?
Straight down. Pickaxe is out. and
Divfix
already
के पास
on
ऑम है भाई.
Divfix finds Sancho.
I think you should do more watch
Damage
party as your
Nemesis
sub
and
count is
both teams setting
in.
up for some control
Hey,
here. Sosa
मैंने
finds
ये
that
watch
I'm
party
5
सब
and
count
now
के लिए
Nemesis
नहीं
is
करी थी. मतलब like
starting their
ये तो तुम लोग का
usual
प्यार है.
spree.
तुम लोग का प्यार है. मैं I like doing watch parties. मतलब I like watching our team play. तो इसके लिए करी थी. But it's all love. And obviously तुम लोग इतना सारा प्यार दे रहे हो तो सब्सक्राइब दबाओ एक बार. 100 के तो भाई को भी जाना ही है. करने हैं 100 के. तो सब्सक्राइब कर दो. मेरे लिए तो मिलियन है भाई ये. मेरे लिए तो मिलियन है मिलियन.
On I'm5 and Sancho, so they give him the opening to sort of climb the mountain towards the west. Love that Melbourne hasn't fully committed as well, so still keeping an eye on that gas station, still keeping an eye on Starry
भाई ये
Skies.
पोर्टेबल शील्ड भी क्रेजी चीज है ना.
They're just gonna contain this northwest side here. Howl's been found here.
Guys, like
Melbourne's
दबाओ.
gonna
1
hit
के
the
like
first
भी नहीं
two,
हुआ
get
है
some
यार.
more points.
Watching
Kills coming in for Nemesis, you get
likes
3, that's
doesn't
good.
count, bro. What is this?
And if they don't get absolutely hard shift away from them here, they might have a pretty
Oh,
decent.
यहाँ crazy fight हो रही है.
Duffy and McIntosh finds some shots on to go next, and they're out.
No
at
tag
15
team and
plays here.
highlighted.
No tag team on 6 kills. This is not the
Go
usual
next
no
fail
tag
दी भाई
team.
इन लोगों ने
Don't
पूरी.
start fragging out this early.
खत्म खलास.
Normally wait for game 3 onwards. Looking strong, looking strong. Definitely worth a shout.
Revive भी हो जाएगा
Definitely
बंदा इनका.
that
Nice.
Exhale player
Good.
on the move
Good
with
stuff.
an AWM as well.
आगे इनके
So
लिए
GG's,
boards gatekeep कर रही है.
on the shot. Gonna go.
Aduzi got 1 knock on
Gonna go round the other
GTG.
way.
Oh!
Hello, Sampire does find the Baldini reinforced position. Obviously, I think the chat will be thinking, why didn't they continue those mortars? They did take some shots earlier and they actually received a knock. So they had to kind of put
Guys, like दबाओ, subscribe दबाओ एक बार, like कर दो, subscribe दबाओ. Okay, we got one more KP, I guess. हाँ, हमें एक और KP मिला है. Knock finish डाल दिया GTG का एक बंदा. GTG के और कितना एक ही बंदा बचा है.
Unfortunately, is going to fall down, and yet again, it's construction workers in the kill feed.
Yeah, Habibi also found a low center.
हमारा बंदा low है.
Gets the
हमारा बंदा लो है.
confirmation onto
एक बंदा
Milk.
बहुत लो है.
Swap truck getting some points here, that's important. Now Redline's been spotted in the air. And Mark, that's rough now.
भाई TMO के चारों बंदे जिंदा हो गए.
Tracers coming out and shooting.
तुमने ये देखा?
Justice found Flores. That's X-Hal out in 14th place.
And
They
that
can also
Justice
win
guy
down,
is
but
still killing people.
This is not a
But
bad
एक down भी हो
look
गया.
for TMO.
But वो
They
अभी
might have
land हो
control
रहा
of
है.
this eastern side.
Okay,
It
zone
goes
हमारी
southwest
तरफ नहीं
here,
खींचा है.
so
But
we've
I
got the
think हम
ridges
chill हैं.
around
हमारी
the
तरफ एक ही
Starry
team है
Sky,
और
their
वो भी
gas
down
station
है.
compound.
We
All
can
the
pressure
compounds
them.
in the
Nice.
southwest still in.
Look at Boars' mix, all right?
हम लोग प्रेशर करके ले सकते हैं.
Centralized solo holding pretty much their prio spot at the moment.
अभी ये थोड़ा हमारे लिए टफ है, बट आई थिंक हम लोग चिल हैं क्योंकि यहाँ पे थोड़ी लेस टीम्स हैं.
They're on a big 2-2 split. S8UL on that north side. Team Nemesis on the north side.
क्या करेंगे? What would the plan भाई? अभी क्या plan होगा? I have no idea, but let's see.
Open train. We go into the banks, and those banks are going to be playing up.
Red line eliminated.
So.
एक और केपी मिल गए. 5 केपी हो गए हमारे. इस तरफ तो बहुत गंदी फाइट होने वाली है यहाँ पे तो. और ये वाली फाइट बहुत लंबी चलेगी, पता है? मोलो गॉट डाउन. बल्दिनीनी के बंदे ने मोलो को मार दिया. आई थिंक गाड़ी फ्लिप हो गई. गाड़ी फ्लिप हो गई भाई. फिल फेस भी डाउन हो जाएगा मोस्टली. आई होप फॉर द बेस्ट. अडूसी बैकअप दे रहा है. अरे गाड़ी फ्लिप हो गई क्या हमारी?
Yeah, I like that position. They could have gone the other way around. They could have gone a bit more aggressive with the exposed side, but then you got the pickaxes, right? You can dig your own trenches. So as long as they hold this side.
How many games are we qualified for EWC till now? अभी के लिए Fortnite का slot confirm है हमारा. And mostly chess कह सकते हो.
I suppose respect some of the other teams.
बाकी का मेरे को idea नहीं है.
We've got TMO etc. because they can potentially hold.
अरे यार हमारी गाड़ी फ्लिप हो गई यार.
Mixon's been found. Rob trucks out in 12th place.
एक ही बंदा है, इसको मारना पड़ेगा भाई.
But unfortunate for them, the way that they kind of got in, they got absolutely shot down early on.
खड्डा खोद के बैठा है भाई वो. खड्डा खोद के बैठा है पूरा.
More utilities being committed here. That's a great nade. Dunn's gonna do some damage. Oh, actually perfect for Tabble to have a little bit of a dip to be in.
Oh, boom!
Oh, that's gonna be great though. Phil first, 125 damage.
कोई है भी नहीं इसके पास. चलो. Now we need good position.
Decide to kind of sweep in and get this done, then
good.
It'll be good for S8UL to kind of continue their fight towards this. Also get a gang out in 11th place.
हम लोग कितने जिंदा है अभी? हम लोग 3 जिंदा हैं. MSS आ रही है ऊपर गैस. गैस. MSS ऊपर आ रही है.
And love to see that we've got no tag in here as well.
गाइस लाइक कर दो, सब्सक्राइब कर दो. नेमेसिस बहुत चिल पे है अभी और उनके पास जोन कंट्रोल है. अडूसी गॉट डाउन. बल्दिनीनी का बंदा. ये बल्दिनीनी वाले क्या कर रहे हैं भाई? अडूसी नॉक फिनिश डाल दिया. बट बल्दिनीनी गॉट डाउन. नाइस, वी गॉट वन मोर. नाइस, वी गॉट 2 मोर.
They have maybe an opportunity, but there's only 2 bodies remaining. It's best lock and feel first.
2v3.
It's gonna really depend on what circle we get here on Omark.
No,
something. If it goes away from them, it's gonna be rough.
Bhai, 1 HP
gas
बचा bro.
Station is still in, so that means that they can have this fight with TMO and then attack the gas station where Stars Guys is holding on to.
ये बहुत risky है हमारे लिए.
This is not a bad game, but this could potentially go further. They could be.
हमें पूरा पीछे चले जाना चाहिए. Chat. We should possibly go this way and then go somewhere here. But उधर फिर 4 टीम नेमेसिस की आ जाएंगी.
What can we squeeze out of this game is going to be key. Star Sky does find.
You can actually kill TMO भाई. 2v3 है ये. Doable है. TMO भी जोन में नहीं है. गाइस सब्सक्राइब दबा दो एक बार. बेस्ट गॉड वन मोर. TMO गया डाउन और किल मिल गया है.
Good molly.
Does go down. The molly has got the
really
connection. Despite driving away, despite the evacuation, it's not going to be there. And for Visto, they're on the defensive line, but gets an opening.
Yeah, I got both picks like a nail up here now.
गाइस सब्सक्राइब दबा दो एक बार. 94.3 की तरफ बढ़ सकते हैं हम लोग. पॉसिबल है. वो सब काउंट देख रहे हो, वो पॉसिबल है. बेस्ट गॉट वन मोर डाउन. एरिस. TMO का एरिस गॉट डाउन. TMO के बंदे कितने हैं? एक ही किल बचा है, उसको भी मार तो सकते हैं हम लोग. ओके वो जोन से मर गया. अरे यार किल ही दे देता. कोई नहीं. Now we'll have to play Posey point. Nemesis looking strong with 4 players alive, not with 4 players alive.
For the construction workers might be going a bit.
Now we'll have to rat out.
Definitely a story that's been.
I think Nemesis भी इस तरफ जोन पुश करके एक बंदा Nemesis का डाउन हो गया. Not 4v4 वाले फाइट कर रहे हैं. That is huge. That is huge भाई. 4v4 वाले फाइट कर रहे हैं चार. और दोनों के बैक एंड फोर्थ हो रहा है.
Rafa gets it on to Hickses here. Good game for no tag team. 8 kills. What a start for them. We should see them way more calculated in terms of where they're positioning, but not taking these big fights here. So they decided to turn on. I like that. Duffy also finds a Bippy.
हमारे सामने STS है. STS के 3 बंदे हैं. 2v3 हो सकता है STS. They have like a compound. गैस स्टेशन कंपाउंड है. और हम नियर बाय हैं, बट हम जोन एज खेल रहे हैं अभी. नेमेसिस के चारों बंदे वापस उठ गए. नॉट के 3 रह गए. 2 रह गए, नॉट के 1 डाउन है,
First
और दिस इज
down.
टफ फॉर नॉट नाउ.
Guys, again, now pushing out of their compound, not just one.
Nemesis is only. Oh, Filfus got down by SPS.
Team Nemesis storing.
Oh, best got down. We got out. We got out. We got out.
That's huge. S8UL is out in 7th place here, but still decent game for them where they have a really hard
कोई नहीं, चलो कोई नहीं, कोई नहीं. We got points and that is also with KP. तो भाई W. W. 11 points is good. 10 points आए हमारे. This is good. It's okay.
I don't really see them getting much more
It's okay.
out of this
Good game. Good game.
Meanwhile,
At least
Silence
KP आया है तो that would keep
The
people
Stars guys
motivated
is
कि भाई नहीं अब हम
looking
लोग
to
मार
get some
सकते हैं.
more points from this game.
अब नेक्स्ट गेम तो चैट तुम लोग एक बार सब्सक्राइब दबा दो, हो जाए एक बार लाइक और सब्सक्राइब हो जाए प्लीज. 95 के अगर हो गए ना आज तो मतलब क्रेजी नहीं हो जाएगा कुछ. गुड गेम बॉयज, गुड गेम. केपीस के साथ आया ना तो भाई बढ़िया है. केपीस के साथ आया बढ़िया है भाई. मैं हैप्पी हूँ. ये अगर प्लेसमेंट पॉइंट के साथ 10 पॉइंट होते तो मैं थोड़ा सा बोलता कि नहीं यार, बट केपीस के साथ आया भाई. आई थिंक दिस इज गोना बी गुड. लेट्स होप फॉर द बेस्ट. Nintendo मजा. हाँ, at least give them a fight भाई.
Instead of blue zone to deny some space potentially, that's actually not smart. It's gonna push them.
Nemesis का chicken लग रहा है.
either towards him
Until and
or
unless they
on the
throw
other side.
something.
So X-Rays actually takes lots of damage here. Has to run through.
Huge.
Has to push them away
Subscribe.
from this here, so that's smart.
Subscribe if you are new. Subscribe दबा दो एक बार. 94.3 हो सकते हैं. क्या हो सकता है? लाइक ऐसा हो सकता है 27 people in chat जिन्होंने सब्सक्राइब ना दबाया हो.
Can he maybe jump out and strike?
KP point is much better than good, है ना? वही.
That Starry Sky looking.
Starry Sky वाले भी भाई वो बहुत टाइम से उन्होंने कंपाउंड होल्ड करके रखा था भाई. अभी बस नेमेसिस मारे भाई. अभी अब आई थिंक अगर ये भी सरवाइव कर गए भाई. PBRU नेमेसिस ने 10 KP कर दिए. प्लेसमेंट पॉइंट लेके जा रही है. इनके लिए 20 पॉइंट का गेम है नेमेसिस का ये वाला.
Was the kill that could have gone to Pete Brute but didn't. Nemesis 4 guys alive controlling the circle perfectly.
अब KP पॉइंट के साथ प्लेसमेंट पॉइंट ऐड होगा ना, वो तो नेमेसिस के लिए. हमारा तो 10 लॉक हो गया है. हमारा 10 लॉक हो गया है. इसमें ऐसा होता है कि प्लेसमेंट पॉइंट बाद में नहीं ऐड होते. इसमें तुम्हें जो दिख रहा है वो फाइनल मतलब फाइनल आउट होता है. मतलब फाइनल पॉइंट्स ऐड होके आते हैं. PBRU आ रही है. हाँ, PBRU अभी हमें थोड़ा नीचे पुश डाउन कर देगी वैसे, क्योंकि 3 बंदे हैं. उनको प्लेसमेंट मिल जाएगी तो वो आ जाएंगे अभी ऊपर. अभी अगर इंस्टेंट वाइप हो जाते तो फिर हम लोग रहेंगे. लाइव पॉइंट्स. हाँ, लाइव पॉइंट्स. EWC के लिए ये सीन है कि अभी यहाँ पे हमें टॉप 3 आना बहुत ज़रूरी है. उसके बाद नेक्स्ट वीक फाइनल्स होगा, उसमें हमें अच्छी पोजी पे आना बहुत ज़रूरी है.
Yeah, Mummy couldn't play or.
नेमेसिस जितना देखो, इफ वी से दैट, बट हमें नेमेसिस को टेक्निकली नहीं सपोर्ट करना होता है. नेमेसिस को हमें नहीं सपोर्ट करना है ना. हम चाहते हैं कि नेमेसिस वाले ना ही फाइनल्स में जाएं. बट ठीक है, आई थिंक एक बार को वो भी चलेगा कि नेमेसिस भी फाइनल में आ जाए और हम भी आ जाएं. वो भी चलेगा एक बार को.
15-16 mark, what do you think?
I'm saying there's 6 more bodies left.
But Nemesis is behind us.
Right.
या आगे शायद थोड़ा सा. They could steal our EWC का पोजी.
I think you're going to get a handful. So partly where PUBG.
There's one.
Oh God, there's one. They're going to be able to get the res there.
PBRU क्या है? टीम का नाम क्या है? ये full form क्या है इसका?
I think Boars might get a couple of them as well, so they miss out a few kills. Starry Sky will go up.
Cut off prediction से आज I think 40 पे जाएगा. 40 35 40 आराम से लिख के लो.
Maybe we'll see. Those smokes are pretty good from them. It might be just a pure gift for Nemesis with these two teams now forced to fight each other. Luik finds one. Now Nemesis is about to come in and commit a little bit of utility maybe to get some of this cleaned up. Marshall, Luik. Blue Zone's now abound. This is the time to commit a little bit of, just get those more points squeezed out. That's a good one here. Marshall does find a bat here.
This is good. This is also good.
To maximize here on the angle.
This exchange is always going to happen, right? I think for Nemesis, they want the points where they can, but it's not going to be the case. They go around the boards.
PBRU eliminated. Nice.
Good play from them. UIU, well, they're going to fall. It's going to be 4th place for them. And for Team Nemesis,
easy chicken for Nemesis.
From that south side, he has to be positioned. Muscle does get one, but they are charging forward. And before the car
Melman got one. P90 है उसपे. Stayed down. 2v1. 3v1. 1v3.
Marshall's obviously
1v3.
already knocked there. So Luik, can he maybe max?
Tushar, thank you so
one
much for the
more point out of
membership.
this one here. One great Molotov flush here, but still
1v3.
13 kills, maybe 14 for a 24-point victory to start things off. We said it from the beginning, Mark. There's no way Nemesis doesn't make it today, but to do it in the first game,
P90 bro, laser है भाई
P90.
P90.
Sweep this one in and get the P90. 14 kills.
Is this impact your WC slot if you are not in top 3? Yes, it
24-point
does.
game, there's nothing
Top
to
3
show.
आना ही
Yes,
आना
they
है.
had the zone, but the zone shifted away, James, but they made the most out of it, and Team Nemesis
Top 3 आना ही आना है. There's no other
They
chance.
woke up angry, didn't they? That was them looking.
यहाँ Everlong के साथ थोड़ा सा hard luck हो गया भाई. मतलब ये देखो ना.
Too much surprise, as you boys mentioned. Kind of a wild game though.
1 2 3 बंदा मार गया वो एक बंदा.
Everlong was going to be able to win out that fight against X8UL there.
नंबर 4 है अपन कोई नहीं.
They didn't. That flash really came back to bite them.
Yeah, and then he tried to maybe he thought that it was a guy, proning or crouching. And then he went for the shot with the Saiga instead of then he was on the other side too. Yeah, that was a little bit unfortunate. But to be honest, all this chasing, all the cars that's kind of going along with trying to do the drive-bys, that made it easier for a lot of the teams.
यहाँ पे TMO चाहिए भाई. मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना TMO को मारो भाई. TMO को हम लोग मार सकते हैं भाई. हम लोगों ने TMO को 2 बार मारा. लास्ट गेम में हमने TMO को 2 बार मारा. 3 बंदे पहले मार दिए. 3 बंदे हमने TMO के पहले मार दिए. 3 हमने बाद में मार दिए. TMO को हमने 3 6 पॉइंट तो TMO से ले लिए हमने. वो रिवाइव हो गया फिर हमने मारा उनको. क्रेजी नहीं हो गया था. That was nade. Crazy nade था भाई.
I think that they were just okay. We're gonna roll from fight to fight and see what we can do. And I think that might actually be the way down the line.
It's like it was clocking out time. It was like it was a Friday on a bank holiday, and the construction workers wanted to get off site and in to the action because it was about kills, and they were just chasing down. And yeah, I have to go back to what you say. It works. Like, at what point in their game do they go?
वो जो बाल का बंदा था उसने अडूजी की पोजीशन रिवील किया इसलिए मारा.
Please just keep doing that and seeing what's going on. Throw things at the wall and
24 pointer in just a game
that stick up against it. No tag team with a good bundle of points as well. 11 going their way. Boars with 10. S8UL with 10 as well. Martin here. So everyone's chosen violence for the first game. And if this is how
24
I'm okay with that, I think.
Yeah, I wouldn't be on the receiving end of any of these teams that's angry. It's
अब
looking
तो
like
मैं तो बोलूंगा इसके बाद नेमेसिस लॉबी वाइप ही करते रहे 60-70 पॉइंट ले जाए भले. 60-70 पॉइंट ले जाए नेमेसिस बट किसी और को मारने ना दे. अरे यार दैट इज टफ. 84 पॉइंट्स बहुत होते हैं भाई. गाइस लाइक कर दो, सब्सक्राइब कर दो if you are new. like and subscribe. 94 के हो सकते हैं. 15 और सब 94.3 हो सकते हैं. दबा दो एक बार.
I was bedazzled by Luik's picture there for a second. I was like, is that AI? But no, maybe he just looks that good. But Silas, almost 1k damage mark coming on in here from him. And that's interesting for me because Starry Skies, yes, they had the garage. Yes, they were,
चैट बताओ यार तुम्हारा कोई फेवरेट S8UL वीडियो बताओ. पुराना कोई पुराना. बॉर्ड्स कैसे थर्ड? क्योंकि उनको प्लेसमेंट पॉइंट मिल गए 4 प्लेसमेंट पॉइंट मिल गए एंड में. सेकंड है ना, सेकंड है इसके लिए 4 प्लेसमेंट पॉइंट मिल गए उनको. स्टफ कोई पुरानी S8UL वीडियो बताओ. पुरानी
an average, if not a stronger player coming out about 1k each time.
उमंग भाई क्या ले गैंग. what up उमंग भाई, welcome to the stream. शेर
it did make me chuckle, especially with Diffix going.
Joker versus Snacks Coke challenge, cooking video duo competition.
But Nemesis won't hate
Yes the word by रहेगा. Yes the word by रहेगा भी crazy वीडियो है. कोई पुरानी बताओ, कोई पुरानी.
Focused team.
पूरे
the game. We're back with the production blessing here, Martin.
Yeah, I can't wait to
Gang!
see the next one here. That's going to be good, but yeah, Nemesis, obviously a home turf circle.
Gang,
was
Umam
great
bhai
for
with
them,
the
but as you guys pointed
5,000.
out, as you said, Mark,
Gang!
they had to chase. Like this circle especially, they only had half the team in.
Holy,
They had
are
to
we
kinda
doing
make
the Ice Cube
the way
challenge
that
now?
They approached that ridge line that we see here apart. the way they approached that,
Shit.
set up control to kind of make sure that that northwest side along the whole ridge line was theirs, and the amount of kills they got
Shit.
from there
Oh
was
my
the
bhai,
reason that they won this
crazy.
game. They were playing so smart about it.
Thank you so much for the 5,000 UPI. Shit.
Well, I suppose it doesn't help the rest of the teams around them that they suddenly have an arm in hand, suddenly have this much room to work with, suddenly have the utility still available to them as they push around, and a P90 as well. So everything, Mark, and the kitchen sink, and the deployable cover that they throw at Boars, they had it all.
Well, I think I said it during the cast. That area is hard to play. That west side, when you come up on the hill, because you normally get that petrol garage to garage sort of exposing you to a degree. But they
Umang
kept
bhai,
at bay. Didn't
crazy
have
कर
the
दिया भाई
confidence to
माहौल.
keep focus on that south side, because we have seen kind of a no tag play into their position. Maybe not.
हाय ऋषि भाई, बिग फैन लिखा था उमंग भाई ने यार. अरे यार,
Game in the end.
आइस क्यूब चैनल क्या है? मुझे आइस क्यूब हाथ में रखनी है till it melts.
All of the usual suspects that you would expect
Till it melts.
to be able to get some of those kills.
Love you.
Sufficient damage from a lot of those players as well. As you can
So
see,
I can-
the top
I can,
damage
like,
dealers in Steelers, and then
I don't know.
everybody else beyond that, it really
अच्छा हाथ में,
isn't
हाँ.
too much more than what would actually convert to those 4 kills anyway.
So,
Do you think that Martin,
okay,
when you look at
gang.
Starry Sky,
Okay,
do you think
gang,
they
let's
could've
try
gone
this.
from it, or
Let's
was
try
it
this challenge,
difficult
okay?
coming out from that garage
ये तो बहुत easy
compound
है.
over the road
पता नहीं यार,
with
मतलब I
everything
cannot change
around?
my hand.
Personally,
That is a challenge.
I think it's a mistake not to play 3 guys.
Do you think
at the
it's
same
like
time and really
easy?
Take more control of it. You know, they knew that Nemesis were on the
हाथ में
northwest
बहुत
side,
easy
they
है.
should've taken the control on the southeast side. Then
Try
they
करने को
would-
जाता है,
like,
क्या
you
जाता
always
है?
need to have that refract potential. Right?
Wait, उमंग
Otherwise
भाई
you
कहाँ
get
है?
down
उमंग भाई की
to
चार्ट
Sky
नहीं
and
दिख रही है
you're
मेरे
not
को.
able to
उमंग
get
भाई
the
ने कुछ
point of
बोला
the
क्या फिर?
result, right? So that I think was a mistake from them. And they could
Gang.
potentially have squeezed a few more points. I don't
Crazy
see them
कर दिया
winning it
भाई
over Nemesis.
ये.
I don't
Thank you so
see them
much.
surviving longer than Balls here, but I think another player
Easy
with a
challenge?
few more kills could have been had.
That's fair. That is fair. Let's listen in on some of the team
हाथ की जगह कहीं और रख सकते हैं.
of this game here.
गाफ में डाल दो,
See
बोल
what
रहा है एक
the
बंदा.
teams
ट्राई फेस आइस बात वाला, दैट्स मोर फन. वो तो है मेरे पास. Hold burn now.
1 HP. He got knocked out.
It's so easy. Okay, so let's skip the conditions. ठीक है, I cannot change my hand. ठीक है,
Not now. They need to fight. Bro.
I cannot change my hand. सही है.
One HP.
Nice, nice, guys. You can go.
It must be
Yes,
tough,
on
यार, I
yellow,
guess.
on yellow.
देखे क्या?
I
He's
smoked you.
last.
I don't care.
देखे
I'm
क्या?
flashing.
ड्राई आइस यूज करो. वो कहाँ से लाओ भाई? ड्राई आइस कहाँ से लाओ भाई? घर में कहाँ से लाओ ड्राई आइस यार? क्रेजी. जर्सी के अंदर डालो. अच्छा बेटा, अच्छा अच्छा. ऑल्सो डिपेंड की आइस क्यूब कितनी बड़ी है, या जो नॉर्मल क्यूब रहती है वही होगी. व्हाटएवर यू आर कंफर्टेबल. रुको मैं क्यूब्स लेकर आता हूँ थोड़े से, देखें. ऑलराइट, ओके भाई सुनो, मेरे को लग नहीं रहा भाई कुछ हो पाएगा मतलब मेरे से, बट ठीक है ट्राई करते हैं. 8 मीटर की सिल्ली, बर्फ की सिल्ली. ओके सी आई हैव लाइक अ 4 क्यूब्स. ओके 4 है मतलब एक ही. भाई ये इतने ठंडे के वो चिपक गया है, देख रहे हो, वो गिर भी नहीं रहा. ओके आइस क्यूब एक रखनी है ना, एक रखनी है ना चैट. भाई कैसे होगा? चलो लेट्स स्टार्ट, नहीं तो फिर मेल्ट ना हो जाए. राइट ओके, हाथ चेंज नहीं करेंगे, ठीक है भाई. दिस इज कोल्ड भाई. 2 रखूं भाई. क्यूब तो क्यूब होती है ना. 2 से ट्राई करते हैं, ठीक है 2 से ट्राई करते हैं 2 से ट्राई करते हैं. बैगन तुम लोग ट्राई करना. वे when does this melt? Oh माँ कसम, when does this melt guys? टोपी हटाकर ओ मार ओए बैगन ओके दिस इज नॉट कब पिक लेगा ये मैच भी स्टार्ट होगी ओह मदर कितना कमजोर अरे भाई पागल एक्टिंग नहीं है तुम करके देख लेना ठीक है दो दो क्यों रखी है मैंने मैं पागल हूँ क्या इससे अच्छा पुशअप ही कर लेते बर्फ कहीं और डाली अरे क्या क्या ओ
What a way to have with this Miramar here. Decent first shift here, but I do really hope we're going to have a fun circle. And also, if that happened, look at Nemesis.
भाई मैं दो क्यों
easy
रखा हूँ?
entry into Patona and Prison. And also, when we have these kind of southwest plane paths where it starts like this, we have a lot of these tendencies where the first circle...
हवा भी नहीं मार सकता.
Not many teams going there. We do have a shared as I suppose red line.
Bro.
And go next esports. Want to
मेरा
take
हाथ
off we don't have
shaking,
VP
bro.
here.
What the fuck?
The rest of the teams, though, they are going to spread out. Exile said do hold on to that middle zone, and actually for everyone, they don't go across towards that east. They go up towards that sort of power grid area, and the zone comes way back to the start. That's a
Where are we?
dangerous
Okay, we
zone
are
to
at
have.
Impala zone. थोड़ा दूर है.
We just talked about it.
बैगन का zone.
Just straight up happening. I didn't expect it to be this far southwest, but look at this. They're happy. Nemesis mark. This
I'm
is,
not इतना कुछ अच्छा बैगन खुद करके देखो हथेली में रखना हथेली में रखना
now this fight here they're gonna have to finish this one off quick here to get into some of these spots here. There's a really great road to get straight into some of the high prior areas from Los Leones and they want to get into that.
मैं मेरे पाम पे नहीं रख पा रहा हूँ Ariel you cannot go like that
but also he's down to 29 HP himself if so he gets pushed quickly
भाई ये पिघल क्यों नहीं रहा
quite fast.
He has to try and hold on here. Takes opportunity now to get the meds. The knock is going to try and help out. Redline have to try and make the
there was a
here,
tweet
esports back into the corner and they're starting to collapse.
Fine with a shotgun gets found by Zico. And now go next.
Ariel को कैसे मारा हाँ ये ले
up and done here. Dino gets healed up and both Cox and Dino up to 75 HP quite quickly here from the first stage. So now this fight here can rapidly evolve. Max though finds Dino for another knock. That's a quick bleed here with Max also finding the barrel flush immediately.
What a shot.
Yeah, there's barrel flush done. Go next esports.
Just drop to opposite side of S8UL, you will automatically be
It's
in
quite
circle.
rare to see a hot drop like this, especially in a town as dense as Los Leones in TPP. Go next esports, they want to try and clear this. They're not just on the outside edge, so for them or red line, it's about clearing and getting into the zone because they've got a bit of a migration and they know teams will be getting ahead of them right now.
Oh, go next. They're going aggressive for this one here. They're not happy about losing a player this quickly. Max pushing here with the barrel and with the Saiga, it looks like.
चट पे डालो मैं मन कर रहा मुंह में डाल दूं
पता है scary for the teams on the receiving end. That's a good nade potentially on the corner. Could it bounce correctly? It hit the box. That's so unfortunate. That would have been an easy knock here for Seko. I don't think Pyderos knows exactly where that's coming from.
It's grenades from
Hey, what is this Ariel का नाम खराब कर रहे हैं? What is this? What is this?
It's going to be difficult for him because he can't jump and shoot over it, give away his position, and don't think he'll hit any shots at that. So I like that he's trying to be creative with this one, but unfortunately, if you go over, you get closer, and lucky enough for him, he doesn't get caught in the animation. As he
it is not easy. It is not easy.
Seiko gets down. That's a lot of damage done here. I was trying to
just join man. Sorry. So I'm doing the Ice Cube challenge because हमारे उमंग भाई ने 5000 UPI कर दिया challenge के लिए.
It's down to 40 HP.
And now this is the thing right now.
2 damage coming in already.
अभी भी ये पिघल नहीं रहा है. दो Ice Cube रख दी.
Really trying to enclose this quite quickly. Now gets the SLR in the barrel. Now this is a setup I'd love.
बड़ा मन करता है ना आपको.
अरे look at that. That's potentially some damage done to Seko. He's down to almost half. Can more damage get connected here? That's 28
more. Oh my fist. मतलब थोड़ा सा कम वो हो गया है.
Really good way for Seco to get out of this one here, as all the other teams are already trying to get into high prio positions inside and southwest of Chumasera. X8UL, Voptrox,
Guys,
Viz,
subscribe
Nemesis
if you are
already
new
in
to the
great spots
channel.
as these two teams fight and duke it out here in Los Leones.
Alright, zone में अभी हम लोग move नहीं कर रहे हैं. Zone पूरा उल्टा गया हुआ है corner
See
में.
who's there. I think a lot of teams are just going to sort of pass them at the moment.
We are here,
so
chat. We are
for
here.
me, it's going to be about.
We are here. Impala. I think हम लोग
suppose the race towards
सना
the zone.
करके इधर जाना चाहिए
Again, we look
और
at this
सना
match, we've got
करके
some
ब्रेज
teams
ले
on the
लेना
outside, right, in
चाहिए
that sort of
या
lane.
फिर
It's
यहाँ
like
पे ये
PUBG
कंपाउंड ले लेना.
RU, construction workers, normal drop zone for them, but they are aggressive. They're starting to play towards ghetto.
ये कैसा
Game,
sound
good
है, sorry.
play.
Just-
Baldini though again late, but they've also
Why
migrated
does this
to
take
their
so
pro
much
drop
of time?
spot. So I'm quite surprised. I thought they might have taken alternatives, but they haven't.
ये score
That's
total है या
totally
only for
advantage
today?
them now.
आज का point
They've
है.
got that sort of west route. They can come down from Death while he's way away from a lot of the danger.
X8UL really trying to lock down some of these high ground spots here. It's crucial for them to get in here.
Why are you
Viz
mourning?
Also taking another. Being on the top hills here is huge. Mixon finds a flush onto O'Connell. That's no tag
Hold
team.
two more.
losing a
पागल हो
crucial
गया क्या?
member here. As Robtrox is already locking down this spot. Rafa
तुम
trying to
करके
go
देखना
away.
कभी करके देखना.
Let's see what happens here. We've got another
AC वाले
3.5
room में
minutes
especially.
until the circle pops here. So a lot of teams can already keep scouting and
एक तो I'm not that hot,
see if,
no.
they can lock this down.
I'm not that hot,
boss,
right?
though, could potentially get some damage done onto PBRU.
See, there's an opening there. There is an opening. Get
GTG ने work construction workers को जमा कर दिया. जमा.
Confirmed out for them. Pause though.
Scoreboard update क्यों नहीं हो
I'm
रहा?
looking towards PUBG RU as they obviously go for that rotation round, but a lot of these teams clashing. They're kind of breaching
what is this?
together. You have to be careful.
Ab
They're
wo
on the
update.
side of the mountain. We had an ending here yesterday as well. For Hicks though, looking to try and get the spray. Spray that comes out from the barrel, doesn't get the connection.
कल top 5 थे, परसों top 8 आज top 3 ऐसा
does
क्यों?
the
हाँ,
damage,
ऐसा ही
but
है.
at least
This
it
is how
gives
the
him the
qualification
cover
of
that he wants.
finals
And the cover
work in
will
PUBG
continue to go. He needs to
EC
try and hold
tournament.
on. There's the rest of the ball as well. They are going to try and collapse in. Big Nate comes back, but he doesn't need the grenade. Why? Because the barrel, it stings
More to
through.
another
But
पागल
the
हो गए.
RU, the aggressor, now going down. Head
अभी भी
Ice
इतना सारा
Empire,
बाकी
he
है,
gets
देखो
that
ये.
confirmation on the board as well. And for PUBG RU, for a second game running, they are left.
ओए
tails
PUBG
between the
RU
leg, and they are
का एक बंदा
running.
down हो गया, which is good for us because they are the
I
chasing
think it's the
teams,
right
right?
call, though, I must admit.
They are the chasing
Get an
teams.
opportunity now to reset for construction workers. Obviously, they lost one as well. So if it wasn't for that, I'd have to question whether construction workers might have been playing that way. Voptrox, though, on the other side of things, they did rotate past a lot of the commotion around that sort of Los Leones. They are in that middle of the
मेरा तो
zone
क्या ही
now,
पिघल
but,
रहा है, मेरा अभी तक नहीं पिघला है.
as a reward, they find themselves picking up a level 3 vest and helmet. And they do take that kind of higher ground, the higher ground, which I think will be so key, especially with the zone shift. The only thing that I've got to factor now is we have so much water
Almost.
down on that south side. that
Recall
actually,
होता है, हाँ, recall
how
होता है, but
high
let's
is that
see
zone
करेंगे
gonna
कि नहीं
shift?
करेंगे,
Does it
क्या
shift
सीन
up
है.
high? Do
AC
we hold on to
temperature
the
22.
water? If we hold on to the water, obviously we've got the random zones, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. We all know it, that it's going to potentially give us and contain some of that water, but an
Map
early
open.
shift towards that
करता हूँ,
north,
करता हूँ.
well,
थोड़ी देर में
they
करता हूँ,
might
2
have to
मिनट.
change their tack. They might have to change how they look to try and play this one. And
आपके हाथ से
with
पानी क्यों निकल
CMO
रहा
on the
है? I was doing
rotation
the
in,
ice cube holding
they're becoming
challenge.
that south to south east
अभी
side.
पूरा ice cube था, अभी इतना रह गया, but this is tough. हाथ
Best
change
of
भी नहीं
luck.
किया.
He's got the BRDM, that's pretty good. He's got the weight as it goes downhill. But for Monodog, though, he's got one job, and that's to get up and over the mountain.
Oi, we have a
I
BRDM.
don't know how much and how effective it can be, but for the boys, the best
We don't have fuel or
they're
what?
making it work at the moment.
हमारे पास
Boost
fuel
that
नहीं है
car. You
क्या?
got to get in there and put some help towards it. 1 more minute until this circle pops in. A lot of the high ground spots already
WIGLing, Russia, bro. Same
Same
rotation.
rotation.
Gang, I tell
A
you.
door shut straight in their face once they get to Chumazera.
Yeah, that's worry about.
दी सना करके हम लोग यहाँ पे आ गए हैं और हाँ आगे टीएमओ है. टीएमओ को पेल के हम लोग उनका जोन ले लेंगे एंड W.
A game loss here might be a subject to you going out. We saw it so close last week. We've seen it so close this week in all the phases. Teams a couple of points away from qualification spots. Today is even worse. A top 3 only Martin.
धक्का लगा के
Every
स्पीड बढ़ा
game
रहे हैं.
can't be a throwaway.
No, you have to put points on the board.
Guys,
every
subscribe
single
कर दो.
one.
If
Sure,
you are
if
new
win
to the
2
channel.
games, you can have a
पता
bad
नहीं
one,
कैसी
but
कैसी
still,
हरकतें करनी पड़ती है.
you got to have that consistency with you and keep showing up especially inside the placements where you have a bigger chance of more kills now. Construction workers, first circuit's about to pop here. Absolutely no priority for them to get into the circle early, mark. And especially with how much water's in play and how much unplayable that's in play, I understand that they are not too fussed about it. Let's see their approach, though. They're going to be coming in behind P-Brew. They're going to be coming in behind, potentially, Go Next and Redline. That's also on that northeastern side. And look at that circle. A little bit away from water and east of Valdemar. We've had a lot of ending here.
Nice. We can get the compound. We can get this compound shot. Ye compound या फिर ये compound अभी के लिए.
But then on the other side of things, for our Voptrox, they've opted not to stay.
No, करके rotation तो आ गया हमारा यहाँ पे कौन आ रहा है?
They've got loads of visualization.
नेमेसिस का बंदा मार रहा है हमें क्यों?
They are committing all the way to Chimicera now. They are telling us that it's going to win there, and that's where they want to try and hold the compound.
Yeah, I could see that happening too. Chimicera, there are also a lot of the areas here on this southern side here. There's a lot of unplayable on the eastern, southeastern side.
Those are bad compounds.
And outside that kind of compound where this is rocking
S8UL second finals के लिए qualify नहीं है already.
Eventually, and if you have water inside the next circle, so it's going to go away from that as well, Mark. So let's see where we end up rocking about here for this second map and the only map.
Guys, like दबा दो, subscribe दबा दो if you are new. 95K अगर हुए आज तो कुछ क्रेजी हो जाएगा भाई, कुछ क्रेजी माइलस्टोन बैंगर हो जाएगा भाई. फिर हम लोग कितने करीब हो जाएंगे 100K के लिए? Just what?
On that migration, he drowns. So yeah, the sandstorm, I think, took an effect. That's not what they need here for their game because they are on the outside edge of the cut-off line, but they had such a good start to day number 3.
It's unfortunate to lose a player like that. I don't know exactly what happened there, but still. They might be able to recover and get a little bit deeper into this one here. Just find Macintosh meanwhile. And however long as we're talking about it, Mark, was it that one time? Was it a fluke or can it do it once again?
My hands red.
Pixelic is coming in and construction
workers. It's numb.
Are trying to get an E-pick up.
It's numb right now. Disconnect.
No, Pixelic might get some information.
Umang bhai ने कब का बोल दिया था हटाने को? अरे यार मैं एक सेकंड Umang bhai को mod देने दो जरा.
And nobody's really in where Pixelic is already at. So he could get in and actually get a little bit of a safe spot for the other guys. He got in and got sneaky about it. Doesn't look like this actually looked towards him even once. And look at that. You get a pickaxe, you get an M16, and a vest that's actually
Mumbai की chat bot mix हो जाता है. Hi लिखती है chat में Mumbai.
I think he was looking ahead as well. Not kind of where this is, but the sort of valley over between them and Voptrox. That'd be such a good spot for the guys to come in. But it's Pixel, it's construction workers, it's day number 3. There's only one thing they've got in their mind, and that is to get kills. He's making the charge over the top. The guy's a little bit higher up though. A BB makes the peak down. And here's him coming in Pixel. He's flashed out.
I don't know that. I mean, you're going to give away time for it. Iris finds Max as well. Pyros finds
Mumbai, are you on a stream?
The timing is right there for Pixel. Maybe it should be when they're already shooting that he could run up on them. I get the idea, but
5 minute बाद ही हटाने बोल दिया था क्या?
Seko gets flushed here and Go Next and Redline. This is mutual destruction, Mark. Nobody really benefits from having 2-3 kills from Yasnaya here. Circle closes now and sure, effects and the guys.
Umang bhai ने बोला था chat आज 95K हो जाए gang. करा दो subscribe कर दो gang.
Finds Arton. This is crucial information. They see the knock even. And Fex is committing 3 nades as well. Easy peasy for these guys. Naleb's been found in the midair. And this is...
Alright, where are we now?
Taking a little bit of bodies here in construction workers already.
Rest of that valley we was talking about is so key. There goes the
Alright, Philfis is getting a revive on
fly over
Molo. But we are outside the zone. हमें थोड़ा सा late game का action मिलेगा. But ठीक है, I think we are still in the zone. ठीक है, late game action मिल जाएगा हमें. अभी हम लोग safe है. I think ये वाला hill है. Molo is back. उसको ये compound मिल जाएगा लूटने के लिए. अगर हम लोग ये compound ले लेते तो ठीक है. Okay. Alright, gang.
And I can tell you right now, looking at this circle, goes away from.
कोई नहीं अपने लिए अभी chill है. अभी chill है अपने लिए. थोड़ा late game में enter करेंगे, but edge पे खेल के points निकाल सकते हैं.
Some more points to go the way of Watchparty here, but so many teams on that northern side, Mark. They're gonna have to make moves. It's Watchparty, it's Exile, it's Balls.
I will be back after 12:30. Bye bye.
They're gonna have to move through this, through Boldanini and potentially P-Brew as well, depending on how deep they go. Nemesis is really poised for this one. Smart from S8UL to come in from that southern side, but Let's see how deep they can go. And also Ghetto Gang controlling that
Kyale
southwest
Pugi
side where
Baji.
the water is too. They might have a good game.
तने प्रेम करूँ तू सही लिखा है Oh
Let's see. Oh, Justice though, pre-fire though, probably runs straight into that. The Uzi doesn't help out. Justice though will fall for this one because though at arm's length he can't really provide the cover. And I suppose
PBRU got 10 points. PBRU को खत्म करो यार.
Quinix though is behind.
Revive हो जाएगा.
That mini map though, he's gonna have a look there. If they do
PBRU.
charge their way, they might get exposed.
This is not a bad area for them, but let's see on construction workers. Last player here from VAD. They had a strong start in the last minute, but now so far 0 kills, 1 player left standing. VAD's an absolute amazing player, but I don't think he can squeeze more than 1 or 2 points out of this one.
दूसरी भाई उड़ते ही रहते हैं भाई.
I think he's just trying to control his area as the glider swings by.
भाई ये हमारा
surprise, surprise.
नीचे हमें थोड़ा सा ऊपर
They're not quite in
पहाड़
zone
वाला
though,
लेते ना. ऊपर पहाड़ पे कोई नहीं है यार. ऊपर गैंग ऊपर नहीं जा
It's going to
सकता.
be kind of a step over.
उतर गया ये तो उतर गया ये तो उतर ही गया.
Yeah, they're going to have to get into this southern side here and get
Yaar,
a little bit
why
of
don't we
space
go-
up and ahead of them here. They could, if they
Achha,
have a
nahi
good
hai
timing,
zone
actually
mein.
send it
Zone
a little
mein
bit
nahi hai.
further and get a little bit further south. But they don't think they have the full information from there. Let's see what Aduzi and the guys can do. They are inside that next circle with that little ridge, but Nemesis is really greedy with the amount of control that they're having here on that southeast side. Now, Boss and Exile.
Guys, like कर दो.
Fight here. The
Subscribe
backup
कर
is
दो.
coming from Hello, My Bad and Louis. Meanwhile,
94.4
him
की
and
तरफ
also
बढ़ेंगे
find,
आज.
Quintex here. Adul Mabazi finds Marshall.
Nice TMO. Kill PBRU.
Really nice play.
You guys are great.
Yeah, burst was perfect though. Boys have to try and climb their way up though. Confirmation has been done, but it's a steal away, and that's coming from our Vopstrucks team that moved over towards this side, committing towards it. The zone shift back down towards the south here, so for Vopstrucks now, they're going to be one of these teams that have been left. They're going to have to do the mass migration. Exhale getting the knocks, but not getting those confirmation. Vorex, though, does get the knock. He looks for the second. Now he gets the second. Now he might swing, though, as he goes for the swing of the first. And it is a clean sweep. Blitz and Vorex, though, were clear on balls, and they will fall 16th place.
That's
Who
huge.
drops with
This
6
is like
kills,
the game
bots
set up for
out कर
Vopstrucks
दी.
just to
This
get
is good.
things
This is
rolling
good. This
already,
is
and they
good.
actually
This is
might
good.
be able to leapfrog
गॉडल के मैचेस
straight
गॉडल के
into
मैचेस
Hebrew
सुबह
and
में
have
होते
another
हैं
fight with
5
them
बजे के
because
आसपास
they are
5:30
so
के
far
बजे
outside the zone.
5:30
They've
6 बजे
got
के
to make a
आसपास
move
होते
here.
हैं.
20 seconds
Early
until
morning
this
होता है.
next zone
America's
starts
region
pushing
है
them.
वो.
And phase 4 chunks quite a bit. 3 damage per second. Next one goes to 5.
अब कैसा करेंगे हम लोग?
They don't have a plan is already set up
What
to
are
get
we
into the
gonna
next
do
one here. That's going to
now?
be rough for them, but a lot of teams outside
यार
of that
अरे यार
northeast side
जोन हराम
still,
ज़्यादा.
I think they've seen Pyros, and they know that there's players out here mixing, trying to shut
Somebody
that down,
needs
but
to
they've got
shoot
people ahead of
Nemesis,
them.
guys.
No tech team looking great inside this hangar.
Somebody
Here.
needs to
Nemesis trying to lock down south and east from their 2-2 split mark. That's very greedy. I don't. Let's see if it pays off for them.
Somebody needs
can't
to
hold out,
shoot
though.
Nemesis यार वरना वो हमारा गेम खराब करेगी
Try and
भाई.
hold out. One of the sides spray will go through. Stratostope gets the line of sight on. And so now,
ओ भाई GG chat.
no major connections, but it's enough. And for the
I
guys,
don't know, हम लोग दो
I
team
suppose
के
they
बीच
kept
में
them at
अभी.
bay, but now they're going to try and focus back on the other side as the team's going to have to try and move their way in.
Oh, M5 finds Molotov here. This is a little bit rough for S8UL, considering Gittergang's got this on a lockdown. Sancho finds a doozy also. When you have multiple just spraying into a few smokes here, it's inevitable that you don't catch a few strays with those bullets. S8UL really trying to make the most of it, but 2 knocks and blue zones being hurled at them. The rest is coming out, but
Oh,
yeah,
there's
can
like
they
a
survive for long enough here, Mark?
compound.
That's the question.
There's like a छोटा सी
Might be a
कोटी.
question.
कोटी.
Ghetto Gang, they've got a bit of space now. They're on that sort of south side, so they will be
We got revived. We got revived. We have a BRDM.
Oh, I suppose
but
keep
we
as
are
many
between
teams as they
two
can
teams.
at bay. Well, the rest of them have to be careful. Houdini has to now try and hold out as well.
Somehow still
As
alive.
all these dips and crevices will try and play as best they can.
Somehow
Vopstrucks
still
are having a bit of
alive.
a worldy game. They did make the migration.
BRDM भी
Yes, they
फट
did
गई.
use the zone, but they are maximising out on points, Martin.
Yeah, they are.
No BRDM.
And let's see if Viz and the guys here can
We
get
have
a
like
little
a
bit deeper
छोटी
and
सी
get some
कोटी,
more
bro.
kills. Vopstrucks leapfrogging ahead of them,
2TC,
below them, but
2TC,
still they've got Vard inside
2
the
by 2,
compound.
1 by 1.
The sneaky snake
Boom.
is inside. I'm not sure if Paints know exactly where he is. He's giving up some space.
Nemesis
and
has a
back to
god
him,
spot
so
right now, भाई.
Let's see if Vart strikes here. Next circle
Nemesis
does
के पास
kind of contain
last
this
match भी
upper
god spot
ground,
था.
high
आज एकदम
lift
नसीब
that
लिखा गया ये Nemesis
this
लग
is
रहा है.
working with. Fantasia goes down meanwhile for Everlong here. We still have 14
फिर
teams,
zone भागा.
46 alive. Vart
Just
is... Vart
फिर
really
zone
wants
भागा
to get
भाई.
1 point here. That's one. Gets one knock here. Flush also confirmed here. Pains, that's a really rough and annoying time for that to happen to him.
Nemesis की लड़ाई हो रही है. Nemesis को मरना पड़ेगा.
Strike onto this.
हम लोग थोड़ा लेट खेलें
But it's
and
quite
hope
hard
कर
for the
सकते हैं कि
guys.
Nemesis
They were
वगैरह
trying
वाले
to
डाउन हो
reinforce that
जाए.
sort of southeast
एक बंदे ने
position,
साइकिल से पुश डाला है भाई.
obviously,
Wow.
Construction workers eliminated.
He got a point. It wasn't.
EBRU भी
as
आगे आ गई
reported
है
as
भाई.
game number 1 for construction workers, but at least they're not going
इस
out.
बार तो
with
सब टीम
0.
खेल रही है भाई. ऐसा तो
This
है ही
gets
नहीं.
focused back on the other side. They have lost the zones, we said before, and now they have to sort of look on. Problem for them, they haven't really got a stopgap here. They're going to have to find a position and get off this high ground. And I feel like where it's calming down, there'll be a number of teams
बस
focusing on that
कल जैसा
position.
वो ना
I
हो
think they got a
बस कि
little
भाई
bit
गाड़ी
to
लेके
work
कहीं
with, but
अंदर घुस
after
जाए
that,
बस.
it's absolutely done. They're going to have to get
वो
down and
गाड़ी
maybe
लेके
fight
फिर
out
घुस
the
गए हम
buck
लोग
trucks or
chat.
Baldanini. Baldanini's got the compound, and No Tech team's got the warehouse, but No Tech team's down to a 2-man. If you've kill feed tracking good and you see that there's No Tech team that's in there, if you give up a knock to them, anything, you know that you can push that
Guys,
onto.
subscribe कर
Sancho
दो.
finds
Guys,
Odemavesi.
subscribe
Duffy
दबा दो
finds a
एक बार.
PP. So that's information
एक बार
given away
subscribe
here.
दबा
If
दो.
they're
अगर
match
check
luck
कर लो
checking
subscribe
or
नहीं दबाया
kill
तो
feed
कर दो
tracking,
यार.
they know that
Gang.
it's now No Tech
Gang
team in the
95K
warehouse
करा
here,
दो,
and it's pretty dead
95K.
center. So let's see if they turn around or continue kind of
यहाँ
for their
बंदा एक
scent
low है.
that they went for. Strasus
अपना एक
goes down
बंदा
to
down
Tabo as
है.
well. Sosa's
अपना
finds Phil
दूसरा
first.
बंदा भी
Abduzi
low
also
है.
down. Oh, it's falling
अपने दो बंदे
completely
down
apart
है.
for S8UL with Nemesis striking.
This south side is rough because it's just exposed, and the thing is, they're not getting to the position to be able to dig down and find their own trenches. Just Nemesis has a full line of sight for the guys. So S8UL tried to extend their way in. So Sadid obviously played his way forward, but he has to be careful here because Go Next Esports is just in front of him. Melbourne looking for that reinforcement. Steed on the other hand though, looking for kills. I think we said it in the pre-show. The guys were upset.
Nemesis का भाई वो lockdown भाई वो पूरा time हमें बीटी दिया भाई. वो पूरा time हमें बीटी
take the
दिया.
fight to the lobby.
Let's hope हम लोग कुछ placement निकालें अभी.
Clean this up from P-Brew. Oh, shots come in now, striking on
जो
Sosa,
टीम्स
that's
पहले
Arton
टॉप
and
8 और
this.
टॉप
Last
5
player from
क्वालिफाई
this year
हुए
might
वो
be able to
अगर
get
टॉप
another
3 में
one.
होगी तो
That
वो
could
है
be
ही
a
नहीं.
flush
दूसरी टीम
coming in
है.
and getting confirmed. Oh, it's actually a little bit too
Come
far.
on.
Micah finds X-Razor.
ये
Now
भाई
Divix
भैया
is
ये
gonna have to
भाई ये
make
तो
moves. First, get Arton down, but also get the res up coming in as well. Oh, Everlong losing players as well.
guys
here,
like
Mark.
दबा दो, subscribe दबा दो if you are new.
losing
94.5
players.
94.4 कर दो.
Losing the ridgeline as well. Forget gang. Sancho is
इसमें
down.
top 3 नहीं आया तो
Very long.
EW से बाहर
Obviously,
है.
did have the
हाँ.
recall, but I don't know how long. Blister's fired one opening grade for him. Rest of the guys now.
कोई नहीं
find a
chat,
way
कोई
to
नहीं,
away
कोई
from
नहीं, कोई
the
नहीं.
zone. Is going to shift
It's still
on
better
and
than
go
yesterday.
from more of a donut approach.
It's still better
Great,
than
actually,
yesterday.
for
आज
no
तो हम
tag
लोग
teams. They
zone
are in the
ये वाला
centre. Get
lucky हो
a
गया
game.
ना.
Maybe the opportunity now to try and get those reses on before the zone starts working its way in 50 seconds.
तो
Oh,
best of
S8UL
luck.
out 12th here. Norcus finds Aris. Anybody's also confirmed here.
Zone
Now
से मर गए हम
TMO
लोग.
with this zone
Zone
shift
से
here.
क्यों
No
मर गए
tag
हम
team
लोग?
still sitting inside this hangar. Someone's gotta
हम
realize.
zone
Someone's
से
gotta
मर गए.
say. No tag team's only 2 alive. We can breach this. We can make things
कोई
happen.
नहीं, it's still
Melbourne
better
finds
than
Nitro
yesterday.
on Star
Chat,
Skies.
it's okay.
Silas did get the confirmation.
It's
on
okay.
to
It's
stay it.
no. It's
And
okay.
Obviously got a knock there. I'm
It's
not
okay.
sure Nitro's
ज़्यादा
going to be
gap नहीं
safe
होगा.
there. Now shots are
It's
coming in
okay.
from butt trucks. That might be a point going their way. That's Blist. The UK man himself finds Nitro.
फर्स्ट गेम
for
जो
the
हमने 10
confirmation.
पॉइंट्स दिए ना वो
And
अपने
looks
को
like a
काम
good game
आएंगे
for
भाई.
Bomb Trucks here.
गाड़ी
They
नहीं
have
थी. हाँ
read the
सब
lobby
कुछ फाड़
correctly
दिया ना
because
वो लोगों ने.
they are the only team in the
गाड़ी
northern
फाड़
side
दी,
that
BRDM
could
फाड़
potentially
दी.
push on to No Tech team and get it. Sunflower finds the map, and now TMO trying to make a mad dash.
Have to make a mad dash for this one. Those guys there.
कोई नहीं guys 2k like कर दो. We are 50 more likes away. 2k like हो जाएंगे कर दो.
11 place for them has to go.
कोई नहीं,
sprint
we
now.
go next, we
Don't
go
have
next,
to
we go
do
next.
that.
Tension
Get
नहीं लो.
res. I suppose you get the res in time. It's whether Team Nemesis get eyes
3
on
more
before he
matches
does.
remaining,
Let's
it's
take
okay.
a break now.
Still
just to
better
get the
than
men back
yesterday,
on.
Chad.
This up to 3 kills, down to 1 player.
कल तो
And
इतने
again,
हमारे
in
3
the
गेम में भी
zone
पॉइंट
at
नहीं
least,
थे.
as Nemesis though start to do to clear the southeast corner.
Oh man, Nemesis, so many teams encroaching around them. Vorex finds the bat here. Prop trucks
कोई नहीं,
just really
अभी all
jumping
we can hope is
placements
just
with
Nemesis
this one.
get all the
There's
kills,
a
bro. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा kills.
5-way tie on 10 points currently. 2 teams on 11. So
अब ये hope
one big
करेंगे
game
कि
here if you're a
अभी
mid-pack team right
Nemesis
now would propel
सबसे
you
ज़्यादा बंदे
straight
मारे.
into that second place. Bob Truck's already gotten space inside. Look, so many teams on that south side. Baldinini also looking good for controls in the west, but we've got Exile.
बाकी रीजन का नहीं देगा 27 किल मार रहे हैं उस हिसाब से बोली स्मार्ट हो गए भाई. तो रीजन वाइज गेम प्ले अलग होता है पता है. कुछ लोग रीजन में गेम प्ले बहुत अग्रेसिव होता है. कुछ रीजन्स में गेम प्ले बहुत अग्रेसिव होता है और कुछ रीजन्स में सेफ थोड़ा सा वैसा गेम प्ले होता है.
Move into this position. Baldini forced him this
It depends
way
on region भी भाई.
He's coming in front, and unfortunately, he's down. Iron 5 pops out the other side of the smoke. Does get the knock as he can. As Exhal, like, have to juggle again. Fights on two sides. For me, the only winners here are
ADS पे Nemesis पे push करना था.
Team Nemesis, because at the moment they are fixated on these players that are coming in from the south.
कीबोर्ड कौन सा है? ग्रेविस्टार का है ब्रो. ग्रेविस्टार का P75 Pro.
Yeah, you said it exactly, Mark. It's like got a little bit off it. Artin finds it.
इनको देखो ना यार क्या स्पॉट है भाई.
From Diffex, just put them absolutely to bed here. Headshots galore.
क्या स्पॉट है भाई इसका. मार ही जा रहा है.
Just deleted him. He just deleted him. Good.
I'm hitting them all. They're all
EMEA is the hardest region of PUBG PC. वो तो है.
Yeah. I didn't even say that last time. I think it comes down to teams who are playing their game style. So they have to take the fights.
Actually, these guys have like a good spot, bhai.
Yeah, this is smart.
One-sided ले रही है भाई Nemesis आज.
A little bit slower on this side here. Baldinini.
सब जगह मार के वाइप करके जा रही है.
At the very top for this one here. They've got all control in the west. Full form and strong. Potentially holding
Nemesis
out.
already qualified at 9.
Exile here. Nilkop finding a little bit of a knock here and a headshot from Kadel. Diffix and Nemesis trying to
Twisted जीती थी पिछली बार. Twisted जीती थी.
Now Voptruck's getting a lot of damage done here. This is your time.
Thanks for the subs. Thank you so much for the subs, Shero. Thank you so much.
Be taking fights with teams on the other side that you're not going to be having a direct impact with.
What's the advantage? They're grinding down some armor and stuff, but they're not going to be the victor of that one because Voptrucks are going to have to play into that compound. They have to take on No-Tag, right? I think you're right.
Yeah.
They've got to clear this south side. They've got to take Ghetto Gang. They've got to take Exhal. They've got to find these solo players because they know they're in and around them because they have knocked those teams. So I think it's a judgment, and I think you're right. I think they need to fixate and focus on clearing this south now.
Diffix finds Blist here, and this is what I'm talking about. You don't want to be
Nemesis
taking
के
these
player
fights with the
must
teams on the
है
other side. You gotta do it with the
और
team
ये
that
बहुत
is
मारते हैं भाई.
directly ahead of you. And there's
Diffix
no
और
team. They
Melman
know
बहुत
that it's
मारते हैं
two
भाई.
man. If they've read it correctly here, if they lose Blist from this one, it's going to be a rough game for them. But if they have a four-man inside,
आज सीन chances है हाँ है ना. अभी है. अभी तो second ही game है.
Onto Blist or get the bleed.
It's good that Nemesis are fragging out. तो हमारे लिए वो नहीं हो रहा है. डिफरेंस नहीं हो रहा है.
Rafa got the information. Mixon got the gross on hand.
हमारे लिए डिफरेंस इतना ज्यादा नहीं बढ़ रहा है तो ठीक है.
Oh, good connections here.
I think second के 20 पॉइंट हो जाएंगे.
Centric is found. Now we're on to top 7 mark.
Love how they position the car as well. You ain't coming in here, lads. That one's blocked. They can line up now. Good hold as they had the right swing. Now they have to try and find the other position. And unfortunately for them, they haven't got the right angles to try and hold him down. Team Nemesis does find Star.
हमें एक मैच अच्छी निकालनी है 20 पॉइंटर.
Diffix used the ridge line to his advantage. He hasn't got any.
Warzone I think 16-17 मई से शुरू हो रहा है.
The players is to stick it to them and go push down.
Oh, finds the flush onto Silas. 5 kills now for Diffix. Another
Ballas
great game for him.
नहीं Bal
140 damage from a 1K
Nemesis को
club
जीतना
game
चाहिए.
again for Diffix. He's
Nemesis
such a
को ही
machine, this
जीतना
man.
चाहिए. Bal भी नहीं जीतनी, कोई भी नहीं जीतनी चाहिए. If we don't qualify, then we are out of EWC. Yes, you can say that.
Baldini know that
You can say that.
the machine is coming their way, so they are digging in literally at the moment, Martin.
Yeah, Nick Circle did take out the hanger here. So now Voptrucks and No-Tag team, they're going to be having this fight here to see who survives. Get the points in. Good stun grenade here. Gets a little bit. Duffy swings around here. Can he get it? Oh my God. Shimano also joins in, and it's Voptrucks completely shut down by No-Tag team. And also Baldinini from the side here. Mr. Shimada helping just a little bit.
Well, that's good Voptrucks. So a benefit of doubt. It's a 9-kill game. That's real GG's for them, though. They've climbed the
So
leaderboard.
Nemesis is just wiping the lobby, bhai.
Team Nemesis looking to try and go strong back-to-back. 8 kills for them. We are now in a top 5 scenario.
अच्छा भाई लेकिन नॉट के देखो 17 पॉइंट हो गए.
Clear this one. The advantage now we have on the other side though. So
18 point.
And actually that falls at the right time because I was about to say No-Tags get the opportunity of these teams.
चलो No-Tag गई.
They might be able to sneak
No more
on,
points for No-Tag mostly.
Guys going down. Everyone's looking, but the way
Mostly no more points for No-Tag. That would be
really
good.
Holding on to this northwest side. Such well played by them here.
अब देखो हम ये वाली रेस से तो बाहर समझ लो. ठीक है ये वाली रेस से तो बाहर समझ लो अभी के लिए. अब हम यही होप कर सकते हैं कि ये वाला डिफरेंस बहुत ज्यादा बड़ा ना हो ताकि हम लोग यहाँ पे स्पिट आ पाए.
The Nemesis now with No Tech Team obviously trying to get in. X8UL is the next thorn on the side, and is it the thorn on the side of Nemesis and so said that he's right behind them, or are they going to strike?
देखो gatekeep देखो भाई gatekeep देखो. He knows there's a guy. He knows कि भाई बंदा निकलेगा अभी भाई.
Easiest target to come at hand.
क्या पोज़ है भाई इनकी.
Let's see. He's coming to hand first, but for Diffix, for the boys of Team Nemesis, yes,
they are like
three.
gatekeeping,
They
bro.
might be down numbers, but their position is so good. I've got to also give benefits of doubt where Baldini's over here. They have dug themselves in. They have a little bit of snake in the grass. Sunflower
Low हो गया वो
is
बंदा.
right
Zone
underneath
से मर
it. Team
जाएगा.
Nemesis and X8UL might swing around the other side. What a nade.
Rafa
Zone
goes
से मर
down
गया,
here.
point
He
नहीं दिया.
denies. Smart by Rafa and No Tech Team not to give points to direct competitors as top 3. Everyone is competitors. Soundflower though finds so set. It's a great nade here about X8UL. The way the
अगर बल्दिनी नहीं जीतती इधर उसको 3 पॉइंट उधर के, बट नहीं भाई ये मरेगा. हाउल से मरेगा नीचे. हाउल से बंदा मर जाएगा ये.
Melman, Diffix, they also know when to strike here. They actually got pretty good zone, pretty good reach to work with.
AMR.
Shots coming in here. 2 shots towards Mr. Shimada, but nothing connects just yet.
No, he's got the ridge. But again, Team Nemesis, this is hard. This is an uphill battle. They've got no heavy util. Baldini hasn't really exposed much of theirs. So he gets confirmed out as a grenade in hand. Now they're back to a 2. Diffix trying to be creative. Now using the ridge line as he goes down and around. He has to be careful though. He does have the level 3 vest. He does have the level 3 helmet. But he's limited with 5.56.
Oh, Sunflower for you with their 6th
बल्दिनी नहीं
sense.
भाई.
Knows that X8UL is trying to strike at his angle. Now shots coming in from KDL.
Big game for Baldini नहीं भाई. Big game.
Good game from them.
Big
Just 2
game
kills
भाई.
in it, but
Big
still,
game
a top
from
3
Baldini
guarantee is
भाई.
good. Now it's a 2v4
Big
here.
game भाई.
Nemesis
Big,
looking
that's
so
big.
strong, but can they win this? Can they
Second
clutch
पोज़ ही
this
ले
out?
लेगी ये सीधा.
Melman has got plenty of 5-5, but Diffix only has a 9
2 kill
reload,
point
and
और
that's the
4
problem.
पोज़ी point.
He's going to need more than 40 bullets to take down multiple of these members.
22 point हो जाएंगे
He's an
इनके.
opportunity. The one worry I've got is Diffix hasn't got the ammo, right? He's got a mag and a little bit of change. Here comes the charge over the top. They both go down towards zone. It's going to be down to Diffix though. Diffix will find one, but it's not enough though. As Baldini will get the win. It's 10 kills for, and a 20-point game. Damage has been dealt though for Team Nemesis.
Every match
and
8 to 9
strong
points.
showing
8 to
for
9
game number
points.
2.
All right, what a way for them to get this one in. And Baldini, again, the control that they had on this northwest side was absolutely
Crazy.
beautiful, James, as we take Calaris back
Crazy
in here.
shot.
And then
Crazy
being
हो
4
गया
guys alive, considering the
22 हो गया
onslaught that we
second.
saw from the south and the west side with X8UL,
37
with Evelon, with
by
Get Up Gang,
22
and even eventually S8UL trying to
16.
get in from that side here. They held on to that
16 नहीं,
compound strong
18.
and defended it well.
I'm going to be real. I thought we were going to be on track to
दो
just have
मैच
Nemesis
अच्छी
win
थी
every game today.
एक तो बैंगर चाहिए या तो फिर 3 एवरेज
Thankfully,
चाहिए.
they were a little bit shut down there towards the end, and it's really cool.
कोई नहीं, हो जाएगा, हो जाएगा, gang, हो जाएगा.
Take this, all things considered, right? With Nemesis looking as insane as they did,
होगा
and actually fighting from what is
टेंशन नहीं
technically a
होगा.
little bit of a lower ground position against Nemesis here in some of these final moments.
Guys like कर दो,
It really
subscribe कर
did
दो if you are
kind of
new.
reflect,
94.4
on
कर दो,
any kind of performance there.
94.4.
I think it became a little bit of a mutual agreement between the two teams. It was all about closing out the teams on the south. We'll hold the west, you hold the east. We won't push in. And then when the teams started going down, I love that Baldini just dug in their position, literally dug in their position, waiting for sort of Team Nemesis to be the traitor. That was an insane crossover there for, for the boys from Diffix. For me, it was all going to come down to the end, and if we look at actually what happened with Team Nemesis, they expelled all their util, they were down on ammo, and obviously for Baldini, they was able to keep stock, and that was what made a massive impact closing in the final circle.
ये तो भाई बेचारा.
हेलो
मामा भाई की तरह इनके if you know वो नहीं कर रहे. I think मामा भाई शायद से सिड भाई की शादी में.
Game there for the points coming their way. 20 points overall for them to try and shore up any kind of defense towards the top, but that is a brilliant way to start off a best of 5 series. Nemesis 15, they were almost at 40 points in 2 games, Martin. I was a little bit concerned, as I say.
I suggested this solution for everyone. All the other 15 teams just agreed. Just give Nemesis 1 slot and play as 15 teams for the rest. They didn't take it now. Obviously, this is going to be rough. We had the idea once we saw how well they're able to play both.
Which I am Blonde BL03. 39, 21,
the second place
18.
in playoff day 3 last time was 39 points, guys. So are we just giving it to them? They're done.
I think You know, it's so funny because what you say, like, oh yeah, just agree Team Nemesis gets a spot and everybody else gets to play it out. At this point, yes, everybody would benefit from them not being in the lobby. Like, that is a harsh reality that we have to realize here. No tag team also getting themselves a third place so far here, Mark. And I thought during it, I think the 1K Club for Defects, of course, surprise, surprise. I thought that what Avenger said was kind of astute, right? When you're looking at their position in that warehouse and the fact that they were only 2, I thought maybe it was going to be punished a little bit earlier and be more vulnerable, but it wasn't. In fact, they held when another team came in to try and deal with them.
Especially when people came down, there's like cars blocking off a lot of the entry points, right? And the whole on either side, they had a game plan. And when we go back and look at last week, no tag team obviously delivering 7 points. It wasn't a day. This is night and day. And do you know what? It's what I expect and what we've seen from these teams. They're really, really strong contenders. And it's good to see they're able, even down bodies, hold location and
आओ थोड़ा मूड फ्रेश करते हैं. आओ मूड फ्रेश करते जा.
करने वाले हैं गेस द वर्ड चैलेंज. हमारे पास है 3 डुओ, एक मांबा, कृतिका, एक माफिया, मॉडल और एक सिडवाई और स्नैक्स भाई. इन सबके सामने एक बाउल रहेगा जिसके अंदर कुछ
ये वाला देखना है या फिर दूसरा देखना है? शायद कोई और बताओ, दिखाओ कौन सा देखना है, बताओ कौन सा बेस्ट है. Can you show that keyword? I don't know how can I show that keyword. Can I show this like this? ये वाला. दूसरी कोई बताओ वीडियो, नहीं तो दूसरी कोई बताओ. अभी रीसेंट वाली देखनी है, रीसेंट वाली. हाँ पार्ट 2, पार्ट 3. पार्ट 2 मैंने देख रखा है यार चैट. वैसे तो मैंने बहुत सारी वीडियोस देख रखी होंगी. कोई और क्रेजी बताओ, कोई और क्रेजी बताओ. ये वाली वीडियो में तो हम भी थे भाई. यू आर द गोट.
गैस करो अच्छे से.
यू आर द गोट.
10 बार गैस मत करो, एक ही बार सही जवाब देना है.
गैस तो हिपोपोटामस है.
क्या?
हिपोपोटामस. हां.
यू आर द गोट वाला इसमें तो मैं भी था.
मेरे को स्पेलिंग नहीं आता शायद.
इसमें तो मैं भी बैठा हूँ. कहाँ है मेरा? कहाँ है?
सिंगल CENT.
कहाँ गया हमारा पार्ट? हमारा पार्ट क्या है?
अंकिता
शॉर्ट देखो किसी के बेटर होगा.
आपका आ रहा है आपके स्क्रीन पे.
और कोई बताओ. ओल्ड बूट कैम्प वाली कंटेंट ट्रेन वाली मॉडल भाई की शॉक पैन.
ब्रीड कौन सी है डीर की? कंगारू तो नहीं है?
कह रहा कंगारू. अरे गैस करने देना, पॉइंट वाला सीन है. रुक जा. हो गया. माफिया लिखते जा. जा जा जा. चल.
डेयर का बच्चा है.
डेयर
नहीं है.
व्हाट्स अप गाइस? क्या
रेडी या गुआना.
ये देखते हैं.
सो आप सब तो यार
ये तो मैंने नहीं देखा.
हम लोग उठे और डिसाइड किया कि चलो यार कुछ कंटेंट शूट किया जाए. इतने सारे लोग यहाँ पे S8UL के कैंप में.
योर फेवरेट गेम? आई कैन नॉट पिक वन.
बेसिकली डिसाइड किया कि सुबह उठो, फ्रेश होना है फ्रेश हो, नहीं होना है नहीं हो, सीधा एक कंटेंट शूट करो और हम एक S8UL कंटेंट ट्रेन बनाएंगे उसका. एंड आज वी ऑल हैव क्रिएटेड आवर कंटेंट्स एंड सब कुछ लाइव जा रहा है. एक दिन में एक कंटेंट जाएगा. आज डे 1 है तो आज मेरे चैनल पे जा रहा है.
This is how all things started.
तो गाइज इस वीडियो में मैंने चैलेंज कुछ है नहीं. इन लोग को येड़ा बनाने के लिए चैलेंज किया था. मतलब बुक में 1 to
यहाँ से स्टार्ट हुई थी कंटेंट की.
बट मैंने येड़ा बनाने के लिए चैलेंज एक रखा था. द ओनली थिंग इज मेरे को इनको प्रैंक करना था वो शॉक पेन से. तो स्टे ट्यून्ड, देखते रहिए आगे क्या होता है. एंड डू नॉट फॉरगेट टू ड्रॉप अ लाइक. ऑलराइट गाइस, सो हमारा ये मेरी तरफ से ये चैलेंज आया है और ऑल द मेंबर्स ऑफ S8UL. एंड बहुत ही सिंपल चैलेंज है बट एक ट्विस्ट है जो ट्विस्ट बाद में पता चलेगा. फर्स्ट कंटेस्टेंट हमारे हैं गोल्डी भाई. एंड एक एडवांटेज है गोल्डी भाई को कि उनको बाकियों का देखने मिलेगा. गोल्डी भाई ने पहले. सो द चैलेंज इज 1 to 10 लिखना है और उसके बाद सिग्नेचर करना है अपना नीचे. ठीक है, मतलब यहाँ
पूरा नाम ही बंडल गिफ्ट कर दो ना भाई. मुझे खुद गिफ्ट मिला है.
1 2 3 4
4 एंड देन अपना सिग्नेचर करना है नीचे, दैट्स इट। उसके बाद जो ट्विस्ट होगा वो हम बाद में बताएंगे। मेरे हाथ में आपको पेन देते ही स्टार्ट हो जाएगा। हाँ ठीक है, रेडी? ये शॉक पेन तो नहीं है?
अरे
रेडी? शॉक, चलो 3 2 1 गो, स्टार्टेड। पूछा भी था तो बोला आज बोलते ऑटो नाम दे रहा, इसलिए मुझे बोला ऑटो नाम दे रहा है। मैं तो 3 सेकंड में डरा हुआ है। ऑलराइट गाइस, तो हमारा पार्टिसिपेंट नंबर 2 और ये क्या ये गोल्डी भाई को बीट कर पाएंगे किसमें? नहीं हो गया रहे, ठीक है। तो
भाई, so this is how things started, bro. That's crazy, भाई. मैंने ये नहीं देखा था। मैं I'll be very honest, मैंने ये नहीं देखा था।
तो 1 to 10 लिखना।
I'll be really honest, मैंने ये नहीं देखा था।
ठीक है, टाइमर लगाया जाएगा कितनी देर में। हाँ, गोल्डी भाई का हमने नीचे लिख के रखा है कितना टाइम लगा हमने। तो बैठ के राउंड नहीं है, बैठ के राउंड नहीं है, बैठना नहीं है, टाइमर लगाया हम लोग। बाजू में दे रहे हैं, बैठ के राउंड पकड़ो ये। हम जब हाथ में देंगे तब चालू हो जाएगा टाइमर। तो दो हाथ में दूंगा तब टाइमर चालू होगा सीधा, ठीक है। उधर देखो कैमरा में, ऐसे मैंने भी ऐसे रखी है। अरे ऐसे रखना, ये देख मैं कर रहा हूं।
These old bootcamp videos are वाले videos is love, भाई.
गोल्डी भाई का टाइमर सेट।
Is there another way to qualify?
टाइम पीछे, रेडी 5 4 3 2 1 रुको। ये खोल के नहीं है मेरे को। अरे तू खोल ना, वो सब इंक्लूड है। चलो वापस तो खोल के देना। नहीं मुझे खोलना, पागल है, मैं भी खोल के दूंगा। पेन ऐसे नहीं। हां ऑब्वियसली नहीं ऐसे वाला है। रेडी 3 2 भाग कैमरा। हां कैमरा है। हां अल्लाह, मुझे क्यों देख रहा है? मैं ले तेरे सामने आ गया। रेडी
मैच स्टार्ट करो, ये वाला रिएक्शन देखो।
3 2 1 गो। नहीं करना।
It's quite a lot in place so well still, so it's cool to see him be able to come in.
इसमें टॉप 3
compete with the top
नहीं
dogs
आया
so
तो
far in
EW से
this lobby.
मोस्टली बाहर हो जाएंगे।
Yeah. See Duffy a lot in those morning lobbies when I'm perusing through my streams of drinking my coffee, doing what I
Tego
can.
map है,
But yes,
Tego.
for
हम लोग इधर
now, all
उतरते
of
हैं
these teams on Tego, it's going to be an interesting one. Boars heads towards the Twisted Mind split of all locations. They've still got a bit of work that they need to be doing here.
चलो TMO हमारे पास है। Let's wipe TMO जल्दी। गेम बजा देते हैं TMO का।
Workers who I feel like
क्या जोन ऊपर बनेगा?
technically,
देखते हैं।
such a great team. I just don't see them.
Oh no, bro, no,
I really
no,
don't.
no, no.
With how kind of eager a lot of this lobby is a big South circle for this one. I feel like they're not going to make it.
Sure, but you can have one bad game and I'll still give you the chance
What would be the
to log
guard
in here.
position?
Buxton's
Okay.
obviously
Maybe
they
somewhere
have
here
top
near
3,
the
top 4
waters.
prior to some of the greater compounds down here. If
Near
I
the
am
waters,
anyone
maybe.
in this lobby, I'm sending it straight to the gas station at the intersection where Arton and like east of Songam. I've seen so many games ends close to that. Also, your
Where?
entry
Gas
to
station?
more circles in that direction, if we end up kind of close on the southern side here, you have a really good entry of approach from it. And also, you can do the trick with putting up cars and kind of jumping up in the roofs and still have cover behind the walls to work with. So I really like that area. So let's see what ends up with this one here. But Nemesis, yeah. I mean, again, I'm looking at the drops that they have and looking at the areas that they're coming in from. If I'm any team that's on that side, I am
All right, chat,
gonna
let's
be
lock in.
absolutely fully aware
Lock in.
of what's going on around, because these guys are gonna pull up, drive by, do crazy things because they are
लाइक दबा दो,
confident now,
सब्सक्राइब
because
दबा दो if
39
you're new।
points, as I
वो
said,
चीज नहीं रुकनी
was
चाहिए यार।
second
95
place
के
last
करीब है
day
यार
three
हम लोग।
playoff games.
95 के अगर हो गए तो
Yeah, I don't
मतलब
think anyone's touching them.
it would be
It's
like a
going to
dream
be
come true,
hard,
भाई।
to really do that. And I guess technically you get the most PGC
Smile if you
points
like
from this
Sydney
day if you
Sweeney.
ended number 1 for Nemesis, but it's really not that much.
Trackmania number 20,
How much is it
S8UL
again? It's
21,
3,
God,
it's
you
3-2,
know, drop
yeah,
16 all
3-2-1,
over
I
full
think so
bhaichara.
too. Yeah, we'll see.
Oi!
But yeah, let's see what happens with this one for sure. Again, Tego is always a fun one, and these southern circles here, this is a chance for Viz. It's a chance for P-Brew and Ghetto Gang.
A chance maybe for S8UL to have a bit of a jump up finally, as this team here is just on the periphery, on the edge of a circle like this, seeing if they can actually make a move.
Let's go, guys.
For
Let's
this
go.
team.
Let's go.
I
Let's
feel
go.
like they should absolutely be in Nemesis's
लूट रहा हूँ मैं.
position. They should be dominating
Let's go.
this lobby.
Tempo ले लिया मैंने.
They've really got to
Tempo ले
rally
लिया.
back with only 10
Let's
points on
go.
the board after this. That doesn't mean they're down and out by any stretch.
Let's
of the
go. Tempo ले
imagination.
लिया.
And they have come alive at later
Art
stages
gang.
of days, Mr. Martin.
I was logged in,
as
gang.
we've
I was
seen
logged
them
in. I
win
tell
out
you.
day number 1 of playoffs.
I tell you, I was logged in.
Let's see what they can do.
मैं बता रहा हूँ तुमको. Logged in
I
था
have
भाई
high
मैं.
hopes for this team, man. It's a little bit gut wrecking for a team that has
भाई
been
मैं
so
green screen
dominant,
लगाऊं क्या
so,
chat? हम लोग ट्राई करें क्या
consistent.
green screen? हमने जिंदगी
But
में कभी
now,
ट्राई नहीं
I
करी
mean,
green screen.
surely here they're gonna have a
Amazon
good
से
run.
ऑर्डर
They're
करता
gonna
हूँ
have a
green
double-digit
screen. एक
game,
दिन
they're gonna
बैटिंग
be in
ऐसे
there.
सामने कैम लगाऊंगा.
And then the consistency comes
और
through
green
from
screen
the
try करेंगे
confidence that you get from that one good game here. It was looking pretty good in Iran.
सही से खेलना अगर बाद में गाली
had to fight for TMO. That kind of delayed them so
Try
much
करते
that
एक
they
बार
were
एक
not,
दिन
you know,
green
had
screen try
time
करेंगे.
enough to set up a great push onto maybe
Why do
the
Phil
gas
Fish
station.
team?
Also, the way that the gas station was kind of played from Starry Skies.
गलत
was actually
player. I
really
know, I
well
know, I
played.
know. I was
They
just
came
playing,
out, they were
bro.
aggressive, they used util, they cleared it quite nicely. So, yeah, well deserved to Starry Skies. To be in 4th place right now, 13 points, but still 5 points away from Motang Chief. That's currently 3rd.
कैसा लगा 10 सेकंड भाई बहुत मजा आ गया. Titan, hello, where is your
I do think as
membership,
well,
gang?
for S8UL,
Where are your
obviously,
memberships
there's,
going,
a
gang?
big reason, as we said before, that they got picked up,
What
and
is
that was
this?
EWC hopes. If you don't make it into the
What is
final,
this,
that looks
gang?
all the more scary, all the more deadly. After such a great recovery in the last final as well, right? Like the first day, terrible, but then being able to get themselves back on the board days 2 and 3. So they're really hoping. So are all the S8UL fans as well, watching around the world. I was about to say around the world.
Adil
and then I
Duzi.
thought to myself, in
Adil
India.
Duzi
There's
बोलते
a lot in
chat.
India following
Look.
this team.
Look where I
for sure.
said कि उधर जाओ.
Back
Look.
up. You can see it on the social media exposure. These guys are all getting. Marshall finds Sunflower, and Baldanini might be going from hero to 0 at this point if they are not
Tell me
able
your
to recover
honest
here.
answer.
But
S8UL can
yeah,
qualify in which
so
game for
unfortunate for them.
EWC?
21 points still looking good.
Apex
Maybe if
100%.
they can hold on to this and maybe get a
And,
rest, they could still
chess.
make moves in this lobby and in this
GPC
game
का तो
here to
आज
take
do
over.
or die है. और बाकी
Yeah.
के गेम्स का मेरे को
It's
आइडिया नहीं है.
it's
Fortnite में
It's
ऑलरेडी
such
क्वालिफाइड
a
है.
curse we get in
Warzone
these games, in these
Warzone का मैंने
tournaments where
प्लेयर्स को
you've
देखा
done
नहीं
so
है
well
तो
in the
ऑनेस्टली
previous
मैं बता नहीं
game,
पाऊंगा कि
then
वो
you
लोग
lose
कैसा
one
खेलते हैं
early.
क्या करते हैं.
Or even you
तो
go out in
वो
16th.
वॉच पार्टी में
That's
पता
what we see a
चलेगा.
lot.
बाकी की
That is what
जो
we see a
फाइटिंग
lot.
गेम्स
All
है,
these teams looking center
मोबा
at the
गेम्स
moment.
हैं और वो
Nemesis
सब गेम्स
in
है
no
उसका मेरे को
rush,
बिल्कुल कोई
apparently.
आइडिया नहीं है तो मैं उस पर कोई
No rush.
अपना
I won't be
ओपिनियन ही नहीं
surprised if any of
दूंगा.
those teams actually go for an emergency pickup. But Ghetto Gang now, at the moment, is looking to try and stave off some of the aggression coming in from construction workers. Already on the right-hand side hit
Construction
there.
workers.
Ghetto Gang getting
जमाई कर दी
absolutely
भाई.
obliterated by Vard as well as Fex. That was a brilliant little pull-up
Construction
here from
workers के कितने
construction
पॉइंट है? ठीक है
workers.
उनके भी कम
And
पॉइंट हैं.
just keep doing this, boys. Just
Yeah.
keep rolling from fight to fight.
The pickaxe flush as well with the throw. I love
That's
it.
disgusting.
I love it. It's like, yeah, I don't have pans anymore. So let's just finish this on off.
कर रहा गैंग
No,
वेट. ओके
Exile
shit.
running the
Okay
distance
shit.
here. So
Shit, let's go.
congested towards
Guys,
the
subscribe
center
दबा दो.
side here, James.
94.4 तो करा दो.
Some
इतना
areas
तो कर ही
still in play
सकते
here.
हैं.
That's a lot of space. It's being hard covered here. Karks whips out the mini with the 4x on. Maybe he can get some more connections on some L cup. And now more shots comes out as well towards that Exile, trying to rotate through. So heavily congested towards that center side. A lot of players are playing either deep compounds with hard cover. I like that. This is also a great
Valo
spot for
नहीं है
this
क्या
here, but
EWC
it's a
में?
little
Valo
bit
का तो
harder to
बहुत
escape
tough
if you have
road
to go
map है भाई.
south or
वो
east from this
EWC में
area.
पहुंचना.
But you do have a bigger chance of
I
losing
don't think अभी बहुत tough road
some
map है.
cars if you don't place them properly.
Valo का road map तो बहुत tough है भाई.
Yeah, big old 2-2 at the
Especially
moment for this.
अपने
So
region के
we'll
लिए
see
तो.
if anybody wants to go and crash on their location. Well, Ibis is just going crazy on that spray across the way. He did have a little bit of a connection there, but not enough to be able to get a knock. As the rest of Redline is...
What are you doing, Redline? I had so much high hopes. तुम लोग 2 point पे बैठे हो.
And then
2 point पे. What is this, yaar, gang?
Stops on the other side
Gang.
of Ohyang.
You
so
should be on the top,
gonna have to be a
gang.
little bit cautious about their movements here.
What is this red line, gang? Huh? Why they don't play? Huh?
Someone closing in, James
We
and
are in the
Stars guys
zone,
trying to get in here. They are
we
the
are
last
fighting
team
someone,
potentially
I
to get
guess.
into the circle here. I don't really see them having any prior here. They need a northern shift.
What
to
are
have
the
a chance to
possible
get
chances
anywhere
of
good.
PUBG PC in
Going next
EWC?
on that
If we
western
come
side,
top
two
3
Nemesis
today,
very slow.
we
I'm
have
actually a
like
little bit surprised with their approach. Maybe
we have
they're,
like so much
crate
chances
fishing or crate scouting to
of
see if they can
PUBG
get
PC
anything
in
and maybe
EWC.
do a pull up here. But
But
still
अगर आज
playing
top 3
smart, I
नहीं
like
आते
it.
तो sadly
It's calculated. Obviously, they got a smart coach to help them as well.
कम chances
So
maybe. अभी तक
see
तो
here,
ये
let's go
last chance
next.
है
Circle
हमारा.
closing in 1 minute 30 so far for them. 3
ये RL
points
Verstappen वाली
only.
मेरे को लग रहा है Verstappen
And
वाली
with
है.
Red
क्योंकि
Line
उनका
and
भी
Everlong,
RL का
big
लोगो ऐसा ही
turnaround for
था.
Everlong compared to what we saw them
Red line के साथ
in
one-sided हो
our
रहा है.
playoff 1 games. They obviously went through, but they had great angle performance. They were actually looking pretty decent already from the start of the day.
I think ये
Yeah,
वो
only these
Verstappen वाली
one-day
red line नहीं है.
opportunities for Everlong, for
उनका ही लोगो
Redline,
ऐसा
for
ही है.
GoNext, for Voptrox as well. It is very, very scary to have
Alright,
to come in
let's
against
chill out
the
and
likes
wait
of
for the
teams
end
in this
game
lobby
now.
with only one
Hope for
day,
the best.
one opportunity, one best of 5. And Everlong was able to convert on the previous one. Whether or not Lightning strikes twice, though, remains to be seen. I've got my concerns about that
ये क्या कर रहा है?
because I think that with teams like Nemesis and stuff like that, it has like ripple effects through the lobby that really do cause some issues. Of course, they're not actually coming in near them. Nemesis has gone all the way around.
ये
on
वो
that
इतनी
south
fight
side,
करती है
but
लेकिन
normally on a
होती
circle like
हमेशा
this, I would have expected them
bottom
to be able
table
to
में ही
have
है
to take
ना?
more a direct route on the west.
Take
And
map
Everlong's
posi.
concerned, right? So on that west side, so they're just trying to scout out anybody that's coming their way.
Yeah.
Bro, we are getting
Smart
pushed.
push here
We
from
are getting
Nemesis, but they
stormed by
might run into
Nemesis.
S8UL, and that might be
Oh no.
it might be good for S8UL if they get the points and
We
kinda
are
shut
getting
us down,
stormed by
but,
Nemesis.
it might be
And
scary
why are
because
we running?
Nemesis
Hello,
is
why are we
firing on
running?
all cylinders. Now pre-drive coming in here.
Why are we
going a
running?
little bit deeper.
Gang?
And they actually have a pretty good send here from this spot.
Nemesis just
So let's
went
see
away.
where the circle goes, James.
I feel like never fix that bug. Oh my
Come back.
days, that is a
Come back.
that is
Gang,
a
come
hard
back.
shift
Gang.
here
Gang, we
towards
need to come
Nemesis
back.
of all teams. Yeah, never fix that milk float bug. All right, it's just it's a feature now
I like
forever.
it. Yeah, I like it.
We've had it for so long.
The gas station that Best of Luck is close to is the one I'm talking about. In this, especially in this circle here, that gets so much control, and you have an entry to basically anywhere in the circle later because how the terrain works. So they might be going for a 2-2 split though. Let's see if it's greedy. Let's see if it works out. Everlong also takes shots here towards Nemesis, a team that's running away from it right now. But if you get too close to it, they're gonna strike back. That's for sure.
Yeah, Everlong just tucking tail and getting back to the compound.
So many
here
people
now
around us,
after a
chat.
little
So
bit of
many
driving
people around
I mean,
us.
they've got themselves an okay spot.
So many people around us,
considering where
chat.
our circles are likely to start shifting in just a few moments, as all of these teams try and justify.
Guys, like कर दो,
position.
subscribe कर दो if you are
Trying
new.
to
Subscribe
take
दबा
a few
दें.
shots against it, but Boars is quickly and rapidly leaving that scenario. Boldanini here though is now
शिमाडा
embroiled with them.
बल्दिनी का
What does
एक बंदा
Shimada do?
नॉक
Can
हो
he
गया
post
मतलब
the
एक बंदा
nade?
जमा हो गया एक बंदा
Gonna go
नॉक हो
and
गया
as fast as he's not
This is
careful.
good.
Maybe a 1-for-1, but no. Hicks
एक और
knocking
बंदा
him down.
जमा हो गया है बल्दिनी
And,
का This is
on the other side
super
of
good.
things here, PBRU are doing some damage against Redline, so eventually these fights are just all kicking off.
Yeah, so much damage happening across the board here, especially all the teams that had to go with this Western hard shift here was difficult to work with. And now Balls jousting for position here with Boldanini. And if Boldanini falls, down to 2 men now, obviously got 1 kill, but if Boldanini falls, that's the opportunity for all the other teams in our mid pack that's chasing here. James,
भाई वो
that'll be
आईसी वजह से
massive.
मेरा हाथ
Kittle
और
and
मेरी थोड़ी
Mr.
उंगलियां भी
Shimada.
दर्द हो रही हैं अभी पता
Oh,
है
that might be a good
और कितने
nade
मैचेस
here.
है
That
ये
might be
थर्ड
a
मैच है इसके
double
बाद दो
knock. Even that rolls a little bit out here. Marshall does go down to Kittle. He did find it. Molotov comes in. Molotov's being committed. More utility being committed this place here. Hicks has find some damage. Kittle down to 29
चलो
HP.
बॉर्ड्स
Gotta get some
खत्म
help.
करो
Hello, Senpai finds
खत्म
it.
करो बॉर्ड्स
Yeah, good off angle. Without a longer cook on that nade, I would have tried to bounce it off the vehicle and see what he could have done from there, but doesn't quite hit the mark, as
Titan thank you
mentioned.
so much for the member
Oh, Senpai still trying to do a bit more here.
thank you so much
Boldanini.
Titan
I don't know, man. It looks like the curse of being able to get yourself
Chalo,
a win is
Boldanini.
rearing its ugly head here for Boldanini.
एक ही बंदा जिंदा है
Yeah, another curse for Nemesis though. Second place, obviously, but still, yeah.
No, true.
Boldanini. And here it's a 0 in this one. Now Exile. Vex finds another one here.
We are moving and we are shooting Nemesis as well. We are moving towards East. Why are we moving? Why are we in
in this area, especially here, James? I've had some games where some guys they duck
Okay,
so deep.
a doozy
they
is
just
different place.
Came straight out of the rabbit hole and got damage done here. Next circle does pop shortly here in 40 seconds. Let's see if we go on the western side or on the eastern side.
Doozy,
There's
don't get
still
shot
a lot
by
of water in play
McIntosh,
here, James,
please.
and that is going to have a big effect once we get to phase 4.
Yeah, all the crates are out in the ocean as well, actually. So that means it's actually going to have a little bit of an impact on this lobby, right? Teams are going to be less kitted out. Not too often we get crates that deep into the water here on Tego.
Bro, क्या drop control करके मार रहा है भाई? क्या drop करके control करके मार रहा है ये?
There's going to be teams rotating alongside them as well here, so we might have a bit more of a skirmish. The Redline and PBRU were already in a fight with one another. S8UL is doing some damage against them as they're trying to make a bit of a dash forwards. and maybe a leapfrog on the other side of the road there to where S8UL is.
Oh, next
Maldini
circle,
out.
Some water in play still, but it's going to go away from water. And as I say
this
here,
is
with
us.
this,
This
gas
is good for
station
us.
where
This is good for
Adusis
us.
I've had so many games on this southern side, east of Sangam, where this gas station just absolutely farms.
Adusi is holding a compound, I think. कुछ तो compound है या कुछ है.
Competitive rank games where this is these guys.
चलो गाड़ियों से उतारो बंदे यार.
They
गाड़ियों से उतार दो बंदे
If they don't have cars and they
गाड़ियों
kind
से
of
उतारो
don't
भाई
have
बंदे.
an exit point, the gas station just completely shuts it down. But Adusi stays there solo, and the other guys try to shut that eastern side down to make sure nobody backfills them. I actually kind of like it. It's a little bit greedy. Let's see if it works out.
Yeah, I mean, in theory, with the previous shift, you'd expect a lot of teams to be trying to sneak on in on that
GTG
east
के
side,
बंदे revive हो गए,
and
bots के भी
maybe
बंदे revive हो
trying to
गए.
go for what they consider to be a bit of a wider wrap
Chip
on
से
the
revival
far
आ गया
south
इधर.
of that east side, so it could be a perfect spot. A perfect staging ground, like you're mentioning here, to try and shut down something.
Everlong की भी बहुत बुरी गेम हो रही
Got
है
themselves
वैसे.
April back up. Where are they going? Where are they trying to get loot from? I think they're going to have to dip into the blue a little bit if they do want some loot.
थोड़ी कास्टिंग कम साउंड कम करो या अपनी साउंड
Gang might be running into a fight here with Paul's trying to lead.
Bro, Code Gang, you said I did. Love you, shit. Thank you so much.
There's so many teams on the eastern side here, James. It might prove difficult to get in. Redline, Starry Sky, Ghetto Gang, P-Brew, Balls, and kind of on the southeast side inside the circle. S8UL is going to deny Redline fighting with P-Brew right now. Cox finds a headshot on Nabat, and Nabat also finds Seko here, so a little bit of a delay with the fight.
कभी FF का टूर्नामेंट देखा है? मैंने एक FF के प्लेयर्स को खेलते देखा था लाइव.
Small trade, but still
in person.
Trying to slow this
टूर्नामेंट
down.
समझ नहीं आ रहा था मुझे.
Red line a little bit disjointed, a little bit separated from one another. That means Starry Skies might actually have a bit of an impact on Ivers. And there's not a whole lot his teammates can do about it. They take a nade. They're trying to retreat away from this position at the moment. I think that maybe they want to get back together in some form, some capacity.
जैसे बॉर्स के 4 KP हैं. 16 टीम में से 15 टीम अलाइव हैं. RL की तो पिटाई हो रही है हर जगह से.
Actually, the control they have from their spot is actually not bad, but obviously the circle's going to move away, so they might be punished by the circle later on. Cox did get flushed. Hixus finds anybody's. A lot of these fights on the kind of eastern side's happening right now. And once we see Song Am out, we're going to have some damage done to that as well. Nemesis might be the punisher of the teams trying to get out as they are controlling that Song Am western side.
KP, can we get some KPs going?
Yeah, and they're so divided up to the point where anybody trying to backfill on that southwest
Guys, एक बार subscribe दबा दो. 94.4 हो सकते हैं. I'm pretty sure there are 30 people जिन्होंने subscribe नहीं करा होगा भाई. तो एक बार करा दो. That will make me smile.
Technically, they're a spot that they currently have doesn't lend itself amazingly to a next circle shift, but I don't think they care.
कोई KP चाहिए, मैं KP चाहिए यार. KP चाहिए मैं थोड़ा.
Oh, big fight here with Gergang and Vatso. Can he get it done? I'm5 finds Vatso. That's huge.
कोई नहीं, एंड गेम चिकन के साथ हमें KP मिल जाएंगे वैसे. हमें चिकन के साथ KP मिल जाएंगे चैट. हम चिकन भी ले लेंगे, टेंशन नहीं.
Oh my god, if he didn't back off at the perfect time, that would have been really crucial for it.
That was awesome. Loved that. It's like, okay, reverse.
हम चिकन के साथ KP ले लेंगे चैट. टेंशन नहीं लो.
S8UL, this has to be your shot. You've got to do something.
ये देखो नॉट.
From the
इनके पास हाई ग्राउंड है.
that mine was alluding to earlier. Likewise for no tactic.
अब नेमेसिस भाई रिवेंज की बारी है. वैसे नेमेसिस को पेल सकते हैं हम लोग. उन लोगों ने हमारे साथ करा था लास्ट गेम.
As S8UL is trying to slip on through the cracks in the middle of this. Is Aduzi's location going to get
Aduzi?
hit? Like it is.
Yeah, Odin finds it. Yeah, maybe they should have reinforced earlier. This is, again, as I said before, this gas station here. You need to reinforce. You need to be more. Otherwise, you're going to get denied from it. And Lucy gets taken down. That's unfortunate. But now also, this opens up the door that Nemesis has the info.
Gang Baji, welcome to the stream. Share.
PGC points. If S8UL goes out early here, that could be Nemesis' chance to.
Welcome to the stream, Gang Baji. Darling.
Both teams not straight invited to these tournaments upcoming, right? So actually, if you're
surprise ho gaya bhai
it would probably be in your favor to try and start shutting down. But S8UL actually wants to do here. Ivers though shuts down Hicks as continue on here. Boars still in a little bit of jeopardy at the moment. They've got 6 kills on the board, so they're not doing too badly here on the southeast side. They're trying to delay as much as possible with smokes, with car positioning.
Technically, बाद में हमें कंपाउंड छोड़ के Aduzi के पास ही जाना पड़ता क्योंकि वो और सेंटर पॉइंट था. But Aduzi पे स्टॉम्प आ गया. और अडूजी
Good nade here. That's
obviously
gonna go
चार
straight.
बंदा कैसे
Actually goes for a nade, and then the Swede gets Ivers down though. Marshall's down to 43, 25 HP, and now Seiko is trying to make a push for it here. Can he
बढ़िया बढ़िया आप
Can he
बताएं
get
कैसे
damage
बस
done?
all
He
good है
multi-touch damage in
जी
distance. Marshall finds him though here, James. That's huge.
अडूजी was in more center of the
Lovely,
zone.
lovely indeed. Lumic will shut down Zico completely now as well. As for Redline, it's going from bad to worse. Boars, he's currently on the cusp. 7 kills and on the cusp, a double here as Ivers does go down as well. So now Boars leapfrogs the position of no tag team. The only problem is though, I think that's going to be short-lived. Unfortunately, I'd say well maybe
Go
be short-lived
next,
as well.
को भी
Finale
kills
goes
आ रहे
down to
हैं
an
अब.
8 here from just as the Mythov trying to do
The
something.
whole
on this
server
northwest
is
side.
fighting, but not
Actually
us.
gets done. There is another construction member that is not with this fight at the
whole
moment. I
server's
feel like
fighting,
you
but
need
not
all your
us.
bodies here to shut down the Mythov.
Yeah, you should for sure. Bart's trying to make a move here. Maybe
Chat chill करो अभी भी हम लोग के पास
when
zone
the
है.
opportunities open here, you're just
We
going to try
can
to make a
like
run for it
easily
here.
get
Actually,
top 4, top 2, top 1.
Chill
करो, chill करो, chat, chill
He would
करो.
be running around without the information.
अभी भी hope मत छोड़ो,
trying to
hope मत छोड़ो.
look
3
around
बंदे तो
and
कर ही
look
लेंगे
for it.
आराम
So,
से.
yeah, I think it's
सिर्फ
disconnected
दो
here. Let's see if
3
he
टीम के
gets
4
back in.
बंदे
That
जिंदा है,
could be
बाकी
huge for
सबके
him.
3 बंदे
Students
जिंदा है
runs
वैसे
right to
भी.
the circle now. Fex and Pixelic. Stunts coming out too. Utilities being committed to it.
Yeah,
Gotta make the most of it.
almost certainly disconnected because nobody at this level at this point is actually running just in a straight line through the middle of the field like that. Like it's not.
Oh, disconnect हो गया बेचारा.
You'd be doing your little duck
That's
walking.
tough.
You'd be, looking around, everything like that. So that's really unfortunate. It's sad that I had to. I stumbled upon the idea of he's not with the team.
See देखो अडूजी वाला कंपाउंड अभी भी जोन में. अब हमें शायद से बाहर निकलना पड़ेगा. हम लोग फिर गाड़ी लेके नेमेसिस के मुंह पे चले गए हैं.
Guys are getting locked out here. Nemesis has moved on to the other side of where S8UL is, and by giving up the information that they are now striking onto balls, means that S8UL might be getting an
BRDM है इन पे.
The jump here, he takes so much damage down to 26, and now Millman finds that Boss is absolutely back to the lobby.
How did Nemesis end up on the south or east side of all places? They've just decided, we're going to wrap around that south side and just start killing everything over here as well. That's a problem. Definitely a problem for O'Connell as well. Also a problem as the Mythov is going absolutely bulldozer on some of these locations. 3 man just charging into this dip to get rid of you. Nothing O'Connell could do with that one. Oh my days.
Oh, Arton finds multiple. Oh, Everlong coming in. Arton finds all of it. It's Everlong out in 10th
He just
place,
killed 4 players, bro.
He
He just 1v4'd.
Here to be able to greet that the way he did. What a play coming in from him. And that might have just saved Vis's bacon here. If there are still 4 alive, they're still in an okay spot to be able to play this in. But what a hold.
That's a 3-way tie and 19 points. And the 4 points from that one was huge for Vis to jump up into 19 points as well. Circle's going to be really crucial for this one. This is exactly the circle I'm talking about. With the approach that you have from Howl, if S8UL's compound is not in and Howl is in, they're going to be able to hold them out so easily by peeking over the walls with being safe behind the cars. So yeah, that's going to be crucial. Let's see what happens. They do have a lot of crates ahead of them, so a smoke line straight north from the compound to make that work, that could be crucial. But Nemesis, if they're smart, James, surely they have to think about it. They could deny S8UL spot, meanwhile also qualifying themselves. That would be perfect for them.
लोगों ने covers तो डाले. Let's hope for the best.
PGC points to get
like कर दो, subscribe कर दो, gang. Let's go. Subscribe दबा दो एक बार subscribe दबा दो. Redline is out. Philface got Dino. We got 1 KP. Chalo, at least something.
To try and advance on. Yeah, technically taking out S8UL, who was a legitimate threat for those kinds of things, could be very smart indeed. Starry Skies on this northeast side. What are they going to be doing now? Because they're going to have to move through what is effectively a bit of that corridor.
ये तो game की बात है, but हमारे 100
teams ahead of them in there as well. The circle shifts away from their
Castle भी हरामज़ादा है.
Oof.
I've seen this circle so many times. It's every time we have this circle, the gas station is always in, and they always hold out S8UL's compound. And again, this lines up perfectly. But with the crates that we talked about, pointed out here, with a smoke line towards that, they might be able to get up to the rock that you see right ahead of you here. But Nemesis, man, they are setting up shop for an absolutely denial of S8UL's campaign to get into this one, yeah.
Agreed.
Guys, subscribe दबा दो. ये सब तो होता रहेगा. तुम लोग like करो, subscribe दबाओ.
Massive trick up their
Like and subscribe. हम लोग 100 के करीब हो सकते हैं. We are just getting looked at.
We're losing a doozy where they lost him. Unfortunately, everything's really come back to bite them here. And now
खुशी मना रहा है.
eyes are on S8UL, not only on the stream, but I also think from X-Howl, I think from Nemesis as well, a team that has to move eventually, but look at the gauntlet that they're going to have to run.
Yeah, how much smokes do they have, S8UL here? They might have like 12 or so, 10, 12
Use
from
them
the
all.
compound as well. You got to use them all. You have to commit. Straight smoke line to the crates to get inside and get cover. Nemesis and X-Howl is looking straight at you too. Just get as much out of it. They got 4, James. That's not enough.
Oh no, they've got 4. They've got 1 deployable cover. They've got the milk flow. Hopefully it bugs out a little bit. And we'll see what they can actually get done. Actually, they might have some more in the trunk, but I don't know. I don't think so. Oh god, they're already being shot at.
Yeah. Well, Nemesis is just gonna say, you guys are not getting in. Sorry.
No.
That's a great leapfrog, James. The way that they swept on the southern side along the ridges and the beach to get into the eastern side to take on a team where they then knew that this ridge that they have right now and the rocks that they kind of work with, the BM was a perfect setup for that. What a way, what an execution to deny a team that you're a direct competitor for Esports World Cup, for PGC, and for PGS.
Yep, this is... We might be watching the slow demise of S8UL here. Of course, yes, there are 2 games in hand, but this compound where they previously had with a doozy as well, and now this hold down, gosh, it is tough times here.
Doozy वाला compound zone में भी था पता है, which we lost.
They are basically the next casualty. I don't see anybody else being the next casualty unless Starry Sky somehow goes really crazy over on that other side. X-Howl is taking some damage though. That actually might turn the attention of one of the teams that was looking to hold them out against Vis, who's just positioned themselves north of here. I wouldn't still watch him.
Yeah, Vis actually positions him quite well, and as X-Howl was moving
they have
on,
a car, but
only
then
being 3 there, you kind of need
slow, no?
multiple
Molo
eyes
bhi
on the
down
side
ho
here.
gaya. Zone se hi mar gaya.
Molotov going out. Yeah, they gotta deny, man. Again, like, you don't want to give points to Nemesis. Like, oh my god, that perfect circle for Nemesis too. That's another podium for
Bro,
them.
we are just dying through the
second,
zone, bhai.
Let's say, well, is it a first or a third here, James? They also have the crates. They have the beardy.
Nemesis को point दे भी देते तो क्या problem हो जाती?
Well, it's such a...
वो तो जीत ही गए हैं एक
I
बार
sort of wish they'd won game 2 now as well, so we could just be like,
God.
just win everything, like I'd mentioned. S8UL denies completely. I understand it, considering where they were. They weren't going to be able to make anything happen. He's got an MG3. Okay, so... this is actually a legit problem for the rest of the lobby, because now the cutoff point is going to be so tight on that top 3 with Nemesis soaking up as many points as they are. The top 3, like the other 2
maybe
spots
they
could
didn't
go
wanted to
any
give points to
direction now
Howl
in these next couple of games.
Yeah, as we said, like
maybe they didn't wanted to
second
give
and third
points to
place was
Howl.
39 and 38 in last playoffs. Here, it might go even lower. You only need one good game, one win with some kills and a decent game here to put yourself into that mid-20s, and then everything's on the board here, James, I should say. Yeah, that's going to be crazy. This is making an absolute name for themselves to make sure that they can get into another final tier. 8 kills, Arten with the full squad vibe here. And them having this western side here, if they get Howl out, they might be able to get in and kind of dig their way through and get an edge of this next circle.
A squad with a wipe like that against Everlong might be the difference maker for this, and so far they're looking spectacular with it. Now Payne's going to charge up some nades, throw them towards X-Howl on the south side of the circle. Yes, you were able to hold out anything that was going on the south here, X-Howl, but now it's your turn. As lots of nades going forwards, and even the MG3 through the smokes as well. X-Howl here is getting pummeled left, right,
guys,
and
like the
center.
ball or subscribe to the
Absolutely destroying everything on this south and southwest side. This is trying to get it. Look, State is just laying down, just absolutely slaying everything here. Picks out the MK instead. Good shots in and actually manages to get all the
only good point अभी मेरे को ये दिख रहा है कि Nemesis is killing the whole freaking lobby. So it is still doable. It is still fucking doable.
The rest of the lobby's already dead. Stop. This is awful.
All thanks to Nemesis for being like a crazy games, bhai. No, it's not GG chat. Nemesis is setting things up for us. Nemesis is setting things up.
kills.
They are wiping everyone.
Now it's TMO Justice gets found.
This is good. This is good, chat. This is good. This is good. This is doable. 2 गेम है हमारे पास, 12 पॉइंट है. 2 गेम में हमें 20-15 पॉइंट लाने हैं. I know this is tough, but this is doable just because Nemesis is making this possible हमारे लिए. अगर Nemesis ऐसा नहीं खेलती ना तो हम लोग के पास अभी चांस ही नहीं होता. They are keeping our hopes alive.
A million RPM on that MG3. Never mind 990. Let's just blast everything out of existence.
They are keeping our dreams alive, chat.
I got a big boy gun with a lot of bullets too. Let me shoot that. He reloads. 87 is not enough. Let's get some more shots in. Nate's come in too here. That might be perfect. Nah, it's a. Oh, it is perfect. Diffix finds Justice.
Nemesis is like shooting every single thing, bhai.
This is crueler than usual.
58 freaking
I feel
points.
like they killed everything in the last couple of teams. There was no reprieve for anyone else. There they
Look
come
at them, mate.
triumphantly across the hill as well. And that is going to be Nemesis looking
Bro, Nemesis, bhai.
painful for the rest of the lobby. There's no
They are
way I could
smurfing,
cast that,
bhai.
Martin. I was lost in the sauce.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
They are
win,
smurfing.
A second place and another win here. There's no denying that Nemesis is angry today and having more.
Nemesis ने 2 गेम हमारी चलो रोका भी हमें, but भाई
kills that they had so far, James. That's more.
Nemesis ने सामने अभी hope दिया भी अपने को.
Point average per game in just 3 games. Everyone is saying, "Oh, best of 5s are hard."
Cool.
No.
Nemesis is smurfing,
saying, no,
bhai.
best of 5s are fun.
Yeah, they've had a best of 3 and they've won the whole thing. This is so far.
Team game में
let's get
60
Mark back in
points.
to talk about this game question mark or finish question. What do you want to talk about, Mark? Because there was really one team stealing the headlines.
They've done more points.
Now they can target anyone in the lobby.
Over the 2 days. So
They are already
all
qualified. They are
you
number
need to
1.
do is to get, I suppose, Team Nemesis firing on all cylinders is make Diffix angry that he's shooting people and they're not going down because
ये कुछ crazy नहीं था. ये कुछ crazy नहीं था. 2 नेट से फाड़ दिए.
Yeah, I oftentimes, I must admit, crazy hole by Artem, fantastic stuff from this. I oftentimes
ये देखो, he
find
didn't
it
miss a
bit
bullet,
ridiculous
भाई.
to kind
Crazy
of laugh
मारा.
at situations in casting and stuff like that. But
Chance
this
है,
one was
chance है,
just
chance है,
comical
chance
because
है.
not
2 गेम है,
because
chance है.
it's a funny scenario, just because of how much dominance
Chance है,
Nemesis
chance
is
है हमारे
putting on that position there, Martin. And to the
हमारे
point
पास
where
अभी भी chance है.
there was if
Nemesis
you'd
will
have
target.
given
Why
me
would Nemesis target us,
odds on
bhai?
any other team, any odds whatsoever, there's no way I would have taken it. Nemesis had that 100% in the bag, despite there being 6 teams alive. It felt like.
Even if they target us, वो लोग इतना कुछ नहीं कर सकते
We
हमें
had any
एकदम से.
betting going on for this today here. The odds of you betting on Nemesis going through today would be 1-to-1. You would not be.
तेरा मैच से ये
winning
बोला. I
anything.
know,
You'd
I
just
know
be,
तेरा
okay,
मैच से
sure,
बोल रहे हैं, but
you can
I
be
think
part of the bet
जैसे
here, but you're not
ये
winning
आखिरी की
anything
2
because
गेम
there's
है
a
जो हमारे पास full
absolute
chance
certainty
है.
that Nemesis is
उसके
going
बाद
through here on playoffs day 3.
maybe last 2 games इन लोग को
dear
सबसे
me.
best खेलनी
I
पड़ेगी.
imagine their organization is going to farm this commentary for clips as well. Like, stop, they're already dead. But it's 26 points going the way of Team Nemesis. 12 very important points for this. And again,
Performance नहीं, but
Mark,
मैं still
Mark,
मैं performance
when you
हिसाब
look
से
at
नहीं
how
बोल रहा
that
chance
hold
है.
was
मैं
going
बोल रहा
down
हूँ
there
points
for them,
table देख के
just
chance
brilliant
है.
stuff. That is the potential for them to be able to make top 3 with that kind of hold against Everlong.
Yes, we'll give
They
it some
have like
confidence,
a chance
They held the area really well.
looking at the
So
points
shift
table. रुको
away.
मैं तुम लोग को
I
explain
think you
करता
guys
हूँ.
called it some critical
ये देखो,
areas, and one of them
65
was
points,
kind of
25 point,
S8UL
24 point,
Vista
22
holding
points.
their
ठीक
point
है.
as well. And I think you guys
हमारे
used it
already
during the
12
stream,
point
and
है.
this now
That
shows you that
makes
they've-
up 15
they've
point.
increased their points of double
10 से
play.
15 point का difference.
With Team Nemesis
That can be
taking
covered up in
so
a
many
game,
points,
and then
so many
एक
points
और game,
away,
and then we can
it's
be in
gonna
top,
force
मतलब
a
stay in top
conversation
3.
around this kind of the final 2 teams because we have to tick off
We
first
can
place
still
now.
do it just because
Well, that last
Nemesis
game's
ने
gonna be
बहुत
mental.
crazy wipe कर दिया सब कुछ.
The barrier
तो
into
ये जो
top 3
difference
is
है ना,
going
वो
to
नहीं
be
बढ़ा है.
so close. I wouldn't be surprised if it
हम
ends up being
first
a
तो नहीं आ
tie,
सकते इसमें,
Martin,
but हम ये 2 को तो ले
considering
सकते
how close
हैं.
it's going to be. And Nemesis is still
एक
got
chicken
2
में हो
games to
सकता है.
exert themselves on this lobby as well.
I mean, even if you have Rob Trucks in 14th place with 11 points, it's just one good game and you're in top 3. Not that 1K club from Diffix. I can't believe it.
So if they play good, they have chance. If they don't play good, they have no chance. Nemesis तो smurf कर गई भाई.
कुछ भी
Nice copium, brother.
मैं नहीं कर रहा, करंट है. तो गाइस हमारा जो नेक्स्ट पार्टिसिपेंट है इज नन अदर देन द जॉर्ज रेबेल। तो गोल्डी भाई और मर्सी को
लेवल लुक्स सेम ब्रो, अभी भी और पहले भी ना।
लेट्स सी, ऑलरेडी हमें पता है रिजल्ट क्या है, पीछे स्कोर लिख लिया हमने टाइमर का। गोल्डी भाई को बीट करना थोड़ा मुश्किल है। सुनो, नेक्स्ट बैटल है 1 to 10 एंड देन सिग्नेचर। तू कैसा भी लिख, फास्ट लिख लेकिन वर्टिकल, तेरे नाम के नीचे, ठीक है? ठीक है, और टाइमर रुको, और मेरे पेन हाथ में देने के बाद चालू होगा टाइमर। टाइम दे दो, रुको, चलो मैं हाथ में दूंगा वैसे ही चालू होगा। ये सब ठीक है? नहीं, चल रेडी, तू देखो करना है। 3 2 1 गो। हाँ,
ये क्या था? ये लेट रिएक्शन क्या था?
हाँ,
ये लेट किधर रिएक्शन? Don't watch their match, watch S8UL. What do you mean satisfy me, bro?
क्या हुआ? क्या हुआ? करंट लगा इसमें। पागल है क्या? ये टाइम वेस्ट करने की टेक्निक है। रीसेट करो। पागल हो गया। आ गया।
जल्दी चलो।
2 चांस यार। गोल्ड में करंट लगा बोलेंगे। नमन लिख रहा है उसी पहले से सारा कुछ। झूठ बोल रहे हो, चल नहीं रहा है पेन। अब एक तो भी ऐसे करंट मिला।
अरे यार,
कोई जॉब नहीं
सबको पकड़ के बिठा रहे हैं।
देखो, मैं इससे नहीं जीत सकता, ये मेरा चैलेंज है। 5000 रुपीज एक्स्ट्रा। देखो ऐसा है कि आपका इसका क्लोज है, ये मुझे पता है। मेरे क्लोज भी आ गया 5000 रुपीज। मेरा भी क्लोज ही जाता है। मेरा कितना करना है?
एंड में टाइम पता लगेगा।
जो पढ़ना है वो नहीं पढ़ते, जो पढ़ना है वो पढ़ते हो। सॉरी वाइल्ड फॉर लाइफ, सॉरी।
रुको, ये करना है एंड सिग्नेचर करना है। कैमरा उधर है।
रहेगा वो देखे इसमें। खाना रहेगा लुक सो डिफरेंट।
एक्टिंग कर रहे हैं। हम क्यों बता रहे हो? किधर है? मेरा फोन। मेरा तू बता चुका मुझे टाइप बाय द मॉडल, ठीक है?
क्राइम रहेगा ये तो। आ गया
तो मैं तेरे को दूंगा 1 to 10 एंड नीचे सिग्नेचर। ओके, ये टाइमर है, मतलब सेकंड्स काउंट कर रहा हूं मैं बेसिकली, कितने में हो जाता है। ओके, रेडी? 1 3 2 1 गो। अरे भाई, अरे भाई सुन।
तो दूसरी बार ट्राई कर रहा है बंदे ने यार।
Alright guys, हमारा पार्टिसिपेंट नंबर 5 is none other than मुर्गी। आइए। वो म्यूजिक का ओके, 1 to 10 लिखना और सिग्नेचर करना है। टाइमर मैं लगा रहा हूँ।
जैसे भाई तुम भी जरा कुछ वीडियोस बनाओ यार, मेरे को आइडियाज भेजो ना यार, कि जाके होस्ट करे कुछ।
आपका बहुत टाइमर है, ठीक है?
कोई वीडियो आइडिया भेजो ना, कुछ ऐसा बहुत नेक्स्ट लेवल। मतलब ऐसा नहीं भेजना कि आउटडोर ये कर दो, वो कर दो, पहाड़ तोड़ लाओ, वैसा वाला नहीं। मतलब कुछ ऐसा बताओ जो मैं करा पाऊँ, कोई वीडियो होस्ट करा पाऊँ, ऐसा कोई आइडिया भेजो मुझे।
क्या हुआ? आगे करंट है इसमें। तुमने शक्ल नहीं देखा इसका। हंसी से काट देना। मैं शक्ल देखते ना पगला हो जाता है। ये काट नहीं इसका। हाथ से गिरता है वापस। ऐसे कर रहे हैं। ऐसे किया। Alright guys, तो हमारा नेक्स्ट पार्टिसिपेंट अनदर देन हमारा ब्लॉगर जो खुद कैमरा के पीछे रहता है, आज कैमरा के सामने होगा। K18। हेलो व्हाट्स अप गाइस। जो क्या होने वाला है यहाँ पे? कुछ गलत लग रहा, मारने वाले हो अभी। चेंज करके अब इस चीज के लिए तो बेसिकली सिर्फ यही दो है, ठीक है? 3 नहीं 3 2 1 गो। अरे रिएक्शन गलत
इतने लाइक रिएक्शन ही नहीं आया।
ओके गाइस, सो हमारा जो नेक्स्ट कॉम्पिटिटर है वो है दमेला, बट हमें इसका स्पीड नहीं पता, तो इट इज दागरिया जी अमन। 3 2 1 गो गो। देखो लगाई क्या, इज्जत की वाला है, मैंने इसलिए ऐसे किया। तू दबाया तो लगा नहीं दबाना पड़ेगा भाई, दबाना पड़ेगा क्या, दबाना पड़ेगा, दबाना 2 सेकंड दबा के पूरा ना हम सब नहीं करेंगे, दबा के रखना है, दबा के 2 सेकंड
अरे भाई
ये अमन तो स्मार्ट निकला भाई इन सब से।
यूज कीजिए आप ये पेन जरा, कीजिए एक बार कीजिए। अच्छा मेरी गाड़ी इसको हो गया कर दिया, हो गया एडमिट था नाम।
ऑलराइट गाइस, तो हमारा जो सेकंड लास्ट कॉम्पिटिटर है वो है none other than सोल S8UL। तो इसको मैं आइए 3 2 1 गो। पहली बार तो किया बोला, चालू क्यों नहीं हो रहा है, दूसरी बार कंफर्मेशन वाला खाया। तो एसी में थोड़ा वैसे ही हो रहा था, तो पहला वाला तो एसी वाला ठंड में काम तो शायद
चालू हो गया मैच।
दूसरा भी कहता था भाई पर टू कंटिन्यू विद योर लोगो जा लोगे, मैं गंदा लोगे। अच्छा कुछ भाई ऑलराइट गाइस, तो
क्यूट ओले माफिया भाई चलते आ रहे हैं। क्या करे पराठा
सबकी फाड़ने के लिए आ चुके हैं। ये सुन लिया, हम बोला
नहीं सुना क्योंकि ये पेन मुझे पता है, बचपन में मेरे पास भी था।
चलो फिर से रीटेक करना होगा नहीं करना
हो गया, नहीं तो इसका करवा देना
भाई।
हां बटन तो मैं भी दबा रहा हूं, हमने दबाया। अरे तो मैं भी दबाया भाई, हमें पता चल गया। अरे तो मेरे को पता हो क्यों दबाया हूं, मेरा भी।
अब कैमरामैन जो दो थे,
कैमरामैन रमेश,
यस दोनों रमेश लोग को भागने के लिए पीछे ना जाए।
ये कैमरा
आइए साथ में दबाइए।
ओ जी
आदित्य की जीप में लगा हुआ है पैसे।
ओए आदि को देखो बैचो, आदि को देखो बे,
आदित्य की जीप में लगा हुआ है पैसे।
आदि को देखो बे।
3 2
एक करके दबाओ
दबाओ
तुम।
नहीं हुआ
अरे ये
तो ऑलराइट गाइस, पूरा चैलेंज हमारा खत्म हो चुका है। बहुत क्रेजी था, बहुत मजा आया। एंड सिर्फ एक जन बचा है अभी, जिसका नाम है उमंग। पेन हाथ में लेते टाइमर स्टार्ट होगा। 3
तो यार चैट देखो, पहले तो मैं देखो अलीसा को हेट मत दो, पहली बात वो तो मनता ही नहीं है देना। अरे
मार्क्स वाला है,
दूसरा पेन दे, कट कर
कट
क्या हुआ?
क्या हुआ?
मैं कह रहा हूँ कि चैट एक मैनेजर को हेट देके कोई मतलब नहीं है। और ऊपर से गाइस मैं इधर चैट में तो बोल ही देता हूँ कि मत करो ऐसा सब चीज़ें, कहीं और जाके कुछ मत उल्टा सीधा लिखो। बट अभी बहुत सारे लोग नहीं है जो मैच के टाइम पे आते हैं, तो अभी मैं बोल के भी कोई मतलब नहीं है, वो कुछ नहीं कर सकते।
तो आई होप यू
ब्रो इसको कुछ नहीं हुआ क्या?
निकल ही नहीं रहा भाई पेन तो। अबे वो दूसरा पेन दे मॉडल।
ओए लगा।
So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe and comment इस वीडियो पर। और कल हमारे नेक्स्ट वीडियो जो आने वाले हैं वो मतलब आपको पता चल जाएगा हर एक के वीडियो के बाद कि नेक्स्ट किसके चैनल पे आने वाला है। मेरे वीडियो के बाद आने वाला है रेगल टॉस के चैनल पे। So make sure आप
क्रेजी था भाई, ये क्रेजी था चैट,
so that you come to know।
ये मैंने नहीं देखा था फॉर रियल, थैंक्स फॉर लेटिंग मी नो भाई। ये भाई मैंने नहीं देखा था पता है उस टाइम भाई। मैं 5 साल पहले आई वाज सो लॉक्ड इन प्लेइंग CSGO एंड लाइफ में कुछ अलग ही चीज़ें चल रही थी मैंने लाइक ये मोबाइल सीन पूरा ही नहीं फॉलो करा था। Rishabh bhai, your vibe is so good and stream watch party would love to see more in your S8UL video. Thank you so much, means a lot. That means a lot मेरे भाई, that means a lot. अभी लाइव यार नहीं, अभी तक नहीं चला। S8UL कैरम वाला देखो, कोई पुराना है, कोई क्रेजी बताओ और क्रेजी। Mature one doesn't, हाँ obviously the ones who are mature they don't give height obviously भाई। सोल को किस रैंक में आना है, सेकंड और थर्ड अभी क्वालिफाई होने के लिए? फर्स्ट पॉसिबल नहीं है, फर्स्ट वाला बहुत गैप कर गया है। अल्टीमेट कैरम चैंपियनशिप देखें क्या? वेयर इज मुर्गी? आई हैव नो आइडिया वेयर इज अक्षुना। जस्ट जॉइन क्या चल रहा है अभी? क्वालिफाइड नो, नॉट येट, इट्स टफ। बट
हमारे सेकंड वीडियो में आप सबका स्वागत है।
तो यही सेकंड वीडियो थी नहीं? ओके, दैट वाज डिफरेंट। 3 गेम के बाद ये लोग ब्रेक बढ़ा लेते हैं ना।
कैरम, और कैरम में हम लोग खेलेंगे 4 प्लेयर जिसकी होगी चैंपियनशिप, और आखिरी में आप लोगों को मिलेगा सिर्फ एक विजेता।
और गाइस ये वीडियो का आइडिया है नन अदर देन
बहना।
तो गाइस सिंपल सी बात है, 1 वर्सेस 1 करेंगे, मतलब जैसे मैं और ये 1v1 किए और ये दोनों 1v1 किए, हम लोग का एक विनर फाइनल्स खेलेगा।
उसके लिए पुकम होगा, क्या होगा? जिसका ऐसे वो आया सेम, मतलब मान ले भाई का ब्लैक।
चलो आ जाओ 3 2 1 दाल भात। सो मी वर्सेस केतन और वाइपर वर्सेस अमन, हम दोनों के जो विनर्स होंगे वो फाइनल्स खेलने वाले हैं। लेट्स सी।
I don't know Rajput, I don't know where Akshu is honestly।
रूल्स है वो यही है कि हाफ सर्कल नॉट अलाउड। अगर इस
कैरम बोर्ड अभी भी यही वाला है ना कि चेंज हो गया चैट? सुमो वाला देखो,
लाइन पे कोई भी की रहेगा तो ये मैं नहीं मार सकता बेसिकली, ठीक है? मेरे साइड के लाइन पे रहेगा तो। और बैक शॉट्स नॉट अलाउड, ये सब अलाउड नहीं है, सिर्फ रिबाउंड्स और सामने मार सकते हैं, ठीक है? चलो लेट्स बिगिन।
स्टार्ट हो गया नहीं?
ओह बाय द वे एक और रूल, ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट है ये।
कॉक हंटिंग चैलेंज,
बूम भाग द बॉल ना।
कॉक हंटिंग देखते हैं।
लेट्स गो
दिस बिहेवियर,
लेट्स गो।
ये वाला मैंने देखा है बट आई रियली वांट टू वॉच इट अगेन। ये वाला आई रियली वांट टू वॉच इट अगेन, ये बहुत कूल है ये वाला वीडियो। दिस इज जस्ट सो कूल, ये वाला वीडियो इज जस्ट सो क्रेजी।
अगर किसी ने मेरे को मारा,
सुमो वाला टू फन। नेक्स्ट देखेंगे,
बहुत जोर से मारा यार।
नेक्स्ट देखेंगे नेक्स्ट। ब्रो ऐसी वाली वीडियो में मेरे को भी पार्ट करना है भाई, ये ऐसी वाली वीडियो में मुझे भी पार्ट लेना पता है।
वीडियो। और आज हम वापस से आ चुके हैं एक बहुत ही मजेदार वीडियो लेके, जिसमें है हमारी 2 टीम्स।
मुझे ना IQ चैलेंजेस, IQ वाले चैलेंजेस वगैरह में थोड़ा सा मैं फेल कर जाता हूँ, बट ये सब में बहुत मजे आते हैं भाई।
समझ रहा है पकड़ क्यों रहा है? सही है, अच्छा लगता है। ऐसे ही होगा।
और ये है हमारी दूसरी टीम, क्या नाम है आपका?
द कॉक किलर।
हम लोग डिस्ट्रॉय नहीं करते, हम लोग सीधा किल करते हैं।
पहले डिसाइडेड
गाइस मामला बहुत गर्म हो गया है, जल्दी से चलते हैं और सीधे वीडियो स्टार्ट करते हैं। लेट्स गो। सो सबसे पहले हमारे
इसका पार्ट 2 करवा दो।
डिस्ट्रॉयर टीम, ये पांचों जो है मार खाने के लिए आएंगे।
मैच शुरू हो गई गैंग। मैच स्टार्टेड गैंग।
Danes, man. Danes. Anyway, all right. Thank you very much, Martin, for joining us. I'll leave you
All
with
right,
that
the map
brilliant
is
poll, as we head on over and we're ready
Rondo.
to Rondo. Me and Mark will be bringing you the last 2 games.
Rondo match. Soham, thank you for the sub. Thank you so much, Soham, for the sub.
What a crazy circle, though, that this one might produce. It is the southeast and down towards the southwest. We do favour the south side of the map. Nemesis go out early. As everyone else, well, they're going to try and find, majority of them will be able to find their spots. I'm intrigued about this kind of test tracks hold. Everlong, obviously, the only one now going for that one. The commit might be too much for a double team.
Yep, they're stretching for it, and they did see Sosed's parachute.
They're dropping
Yulin for that, but Sosed, of course,
Yulin drop कर रहे हम
going
लोग.
for the cars, going for the compounds, not really stretching too much further forwards because Nemesis is way far away.
Here, chat, here, we are dropping here,
Yulin. Keep
Yulin.
my eyes on anything else that might get a bit spicy. I thought maybe
Guys, 12 से 15 point में हम top 3 आ
a
जाएंगे.
vehicle or a compound that Aduzi was going to, but it doesn't look like it's going to be the case here. So for the most part, looks like we're steady here. We're steady.
We are steady, and the zone give or take steady because it holds on to test track. Surprise, surprise. A doozy.
Let's farm points.
M16 in hand, gets a connection, but not a knock. And lucky enough for them, Phil First is coming for the reinforcements. I was saying this the other week ago with Scrims. Obviously, they normally
zone has been
from
crazy.
Here. They normally go to Hongxiang, and that's all where they play. VP playing this location a little bit more to the north. And I was concerned because for S8UL, a doozy on his own sometimes gets overrun from the teams in the south. So I like that we see
the thing is that zone to हमारे पे है.
I got to agree. And again,
but
right now for
I
them,
think this makes our play style more slower.
Slight minute chance that somebody's going to be near you and trying to actually knock you. You cannot afford to lose any players anymore. And the thing is that sometimes in the past you'd say, okay, yeah, but it's their IGL that's down. He can lead from the backlines or whatever. Yeah, but in the case of S8UL, if it's a doozy, you're still losing a fantastic fragger as well. Like, it's just, it's not worth it. He was leading some of the frags in some of the days that we had in these playoffs so far for the team.
Yeah, he's not.
Now, if we sit till the end,
I suppose the old school. I'm going to say old school IGL.
तो हमें
where it was
chicken ही
just about
निकालना
making the
चाहिए.
calls, getting the rotation, because we see so
अभी
many of
कोई
them now
point है.
globally actually being top fraggers because they've got to step up, and I like that. And Doozy is one of those. You got to remember, he was one of the first, not obviously the first, but one of the first also adopting things like the glider. So I'm surprised that they're here on a day number 3 because they normally embrace these changes and try and find the ability to expose them and use the tools to their advantage.
I said they come alive at some of those last games, some of these last situations. So let's see if they come
last में
alive
defend
here
वही तो.
today, against the rest
So
of this
staying
lobby.
till
As
the
Ghetto Gang
end
trying to
is
shut
not
down
wrong.
Max as he drives
But
away
then
here
they'll
from
have to
Go Next.
convert it.
Unfortunately, a lot of their MO here.
क्योंकि
so
being
far
in the
today
center of the
has
zone उनका
genuinely
playstyle
been
बहुत
Go
slow हो
Next.
जाएगा.
Only
But
only
then
11
end
points on
में
the
they'll have to
board.
convert it
But
like a
because of the
chicken.
sponging at the top, there's still an
वरना
opportunity.
फिर
You get
पूरा
away,
game
suddenly
जो
you're
बैठे
right
हैं
on
कोई
up there
मतलब का नहीं होगा.
here for the rest of the team.
I think that's what a lot of people have to kind of take on board, right? Because Team Nemesis has taken up so many points. The impact to that, yeah, obviously we're talking about one
कोई
place.
नहीं चाट
only gone,
उम्मीद
there's only
मत
2.
रखो मतलब
The
ठीक है.
impact is the rest of the lobby.
देखते हैं
Yes,
match
you want
देखते
to
हैं.
avoid them if you're playing
Match
against
देखते
them
हैं.
because you don't want to be coming across a team that's so warm that's on
Match
fire.
देखते हैं chat.
But actually, every point they take now from these penultimate
ठीक है, match
games and
देखते हैं
into
chat.
the final game is a point that we will get closer to potential.
Chill करो, आराम से match
tiebreaker
देखो. Let's
or
hope for
1
the
or 2
best.
points here or there.
And I think when you look at the center of this circle, I think X-Howl might want to get a little bit closer together. There will be some attempts at congestion on the middle positions like this, and I think that X-Howl obviously not safe, 14 points at the moment. Don't want to be losing players early as well here.
हमें I think अभी से figure out कर लेना चाहिए कि even if zone pulls in थोड़ा सा, हमें कौन सा spot एकदम locked in रखना है.
Just in the nick of time, just in case Everlong was to be one of the ones that was coming in from that east side.
Everlong though.
लूट तो बहुत रहेगा. यूलिन में crazy लूट होता है. लूट की हमें कमी नहीं रहेगी.
This lobby has produced at the moment. I'm really interested about that middle pack here. S8UL we've spoken about, but I look at these teams around them. X-Howl, massive potential. TMO, I'd argue to say having a much better day. Are they going to be able to do enough to go over that
This
line?
is the compound ना जो documentary में दिखाया था.
Tag team. They're looking really good. And as I
अपने
said, a little
वो
bit of an
I'm Soul वाली
underdog,
documentary में.
but, showing
This
their
was the
true colours
compound,
and
right?
actually holding on to a spot.
I think it was the myth of as well during Cups, correct me if I'm wrong, that went through quite a few changes roster-wise. So it feels like that they're keen to have, tried to strive for the top spot, right? They weren't afraid of making some changes week to week to try and find that top spot.
कौन सी कैप है ये न्यू एरा की है भाई मेरे को और कैप्स लेनी है यार मेरे को और कैप्स और मेरे को ये वाली बहुत पसंद है
last interview thing
मेरे को एक ब्लैक वाली लेनी है
from an outsider looking in it looks like it could be chaotic. You're making changes. How does that, because Justice obviously the IGL for the team and they're obviously trying to change things up, and they had Bad Boy 2K, really good player, great content creator. They replaced him out for Mika came in as a sub. Obviously it took a content creator which has transitioned to an esports player for an actual dedicated esports player. So that logically made sense to me, right? And then obviously then they parted ways with Sparta. The biggest thing I think
revive tower का क्या
scene है because they now filled their roster up. They have no
BGMI में तो खुद ही revive होते हैं, right?
change. So they have to now stick with what they've got.
इसमें तो revive करना पड़ेगा.
Yeah. It's not too
revive tower नजर भी नहीं आ रहे
वैसे. The issue is, of course, is that there is a ton of good teams in EMEA. And Baldinini right now is one of the teams above them after getting themselves that win against Nemesis. There's very few teams so far today that have been able to stand toe-to-toe with Nemesis, but they were definitely one of them. Given the position that they were in against Sunflower, will drive on away from the boys from No Attack Team as they have secured that spot nice and strong. And those two locations actually are not too bad.
BGMI में कौन से मैप में होता है जिसमें
and they'll be able to push people away.
वो जो
I think a lot of these teams be looking at the zone we had the other day where we're going to see Test Track play across towards the east, play into the open trade. This comes into kind of effect, and No Tag team showing their knowledge. Excel.
मरती वापस ड्रॉप नहीं होता बंदा.
Maldini, they're going to use the car. They're going to park up just to try and deny any shots coming in.
Auto recall नहीं भाई मेरे को लगा था कि वो BGMI में वो जो चार वो दिखाते हैं ना.
Mountains and these little areas that you can use to dig down.
चार lifelines type.
This is the one map that
अच्छा वो जब बिना शिप के रिकॉल होता है हाँ वो तो ठीक है. Makes sense.
Imagine start building a trench in behind bushes. There's no way you're going to be able to see him, especially in a car.
Okay, समझ गया.
Yeah, felt like they were making a dip within a dip, and you know what? I'm okay with that. Dipception for this moment.
Understood, Chad. I don't play mobile वाला तो मेरे को इतना मालूम नहीं है.
Construction workers though, a team that's not
classic
taken lightly.
Okay.
One pass in their, I suppose, line of sight as it has been.
Thanks for letting me know.
It's not kind of worked out all the games they
Thanks,
wanted.
Bhai.
They are sitting in top again. Another team that's on 11 points.
EWC के लिए top 3 आना है. अब 2 गेम रिमेनिंग है. ये एक गेम और इसके बाद वाली एक गेम. हमें top 3 आना है. top 3. अभी हम लोग
strong mental
9th पे हैं 12 पॉइंट के साथ टॉप 3 वाले 24 पॉइंट में मतलब एक गुड गेम एंड वी आर इन टॉप.
Need to be strong and have mental fortitude and they're still only 11 points. Currently tied.
ये देखो चैट इन्होंने खड्डा खोदना शुरू कर दिया है सेंटर जोन लेके.
In that position right now. So need a bit of a jump up, and coming in from the south side of a circle like this late doesn't fill me with a lot of confidence unless we get a far south shift. On a circle like this, because those middle spots, once they are taken up, man, they are taken up, and there are some big open fields in between a lot of those positions, which make it hard to play in between them. So for a team like Construction Workers, you might be playing Edge, and you might be playing it for a long time.
Yeah, especially they're not even moving over to go get the glider, so they are down on the ground, and they will be down in the trenches. I think maybe is there an element of aggression? Stratus is having a little repair, having a think. Maybe he's checking out the map. No, he's going to swap over. He's getting swapping the guns from the trunk over. Tactical pickup, tactical swap to ensure he can take more loot into late game.
Guys, subscribe दबा दो यार एक बार.
With the Pico,
94.5 कर दो. हम लोगों ने सोचा था 95 के करेंगे आज, but आज थोड़ा सा chill माहौल है. तो एक बार फिर भी देख लो, subscribe दबा दो guys. अगर तुम लोगों ने subscribe नहीं दबाया तो हम लोग बहुत करीब है 95 के करीब.
That makes sense now. Okay.
Give him a boost.
तो subscribe दबा दो यार chat.
Where's the Pico when you need it? I wonder how much electric that drains.
एक बार check कर लो अगर नहीं करा है तो सब. हम लोग के भी 100 के होना है यार.
Not a lot of people ahead of them because everyone has gone for that centralized spot. As we are just away, 24 seconds away before we see where this zone's going to go.
Construction workers getting
next mostly हम लोग Warzone की watch party करेंगे. Warzone के बंदों का play style मुझे मालूम नहीं है, but obviously they are like a good players. तो हम लोग Warzone की watch party करेंगे. मेरी chat.
I think they heard the single-eyed shots and the call was to make the crash.
EWC अभी बहुत दूर है. chat यहाँ top 3 आए तो finals खेलेंगे. वहाँ top 2 आए तो अभी EWC पे जा पाएंगे. हाँ. But यहाँ से अगर हम लोग finals में चले गए तो I think there will be having more chances.
They were talking about we need to hit the tires, get the tires delay, and they just got a tire there. They're going to try and collapse.
Next, how are going to be rendezvousing with one another on the Flores position, and Baldanini moving in on the east side of that as well. A lot of people driving at the moment, especially a lot of those teams on that south side, realizing now
हमारी fight हो
are going to be limited.
PBRU से fight हो गई हमारी.
S8UL.
And हमारी हाउल के साथ भी fight हो रही है.
This position. Maybe they even got a crate there as well. But if they take casualties here, it will be dire. They've not got a bad spot to be able to play this from to get things rolling on game number 4.
I really want to see him do well because the guys.
Okay, like we have a compound.
They work so hard and
let's shoot some people. Let's shoot some people.
Circle as a whistle passed on the shots, and then they over.
Come on, boys, let's shoot some people.
Center circle, but that didn't work out for them. At what point does the consistency turn to luck for them? Go Next Esports though, T-bone their own car.
भाई ये storm कर रहे हैं. Go Next is stomping शायद.
I'm gonna try and keep him in this fortification they're making.
Yeah, looking to see if they can.
नहीं. भाई आओ ना लड़ो ना. Go Next. बाकी मरो ना हमसे.
No, nothing for him right now. So like getting out of dodge. Where are we going to go?
कोई टीम आके free delivery कर दो ना यार 4 point.
They could go to just north of the center of this circle. But they don't know it just yet. They don't quite have the intel, so they're going to be stopping here alongside S8UL,
who's healing हम में से?
Which isn't in nade range of them per se.
We are getting shot from Howl as well. उनके पास थोड़ा high ground है.
A bit of deployable cover, a bit of car fault maybe if they want to stop here.
Yeah, we're going to keep these guys active, right? That compound that Exhal's in is going to cause these guys problems. I know S8UL is taking shots.
I mean, CS की international teams जो है ना भाई उनके तो भाई मतलब they are just so.
If they get the opportunity.
I think सबसे high payout वाली teams होगी वो CS वाली teams होगी भाई. Expensive as fuck.
One knock goes the way of the myth of, but I think just as his Resball there from where he is, it was just quite a long range. M24 shot.
CS की teams are like freaking lot of money भाई उनके players.
I don't think they need smokes too much just yet. Considering
CS and LOL.
Really looking at them right now, they've got a little bit of time.
LOL तो फिर next वो LOL फिर अलग level है ना.
Tag team down on the far south, so I think they were quite concerned about that. But they felt more like
yes, Vitality and Falcons
like extreme aggression.
उसमें तो भाई crazy big players भाई मतलब
shots might be coming.
Loaded होने चाहिए तुम्हें to have like a team of them.
At the moment, I think it might be more of a lineup.
Simple ones भाई. सिंपल ने इतना कमा होगा ना कि इस भी उसके बच्चे खा लेंगे. सेट भाई ने बोला था 3 करोड़ भाई क्रेजी होता है भाई.
I think okay, so it's
LOL and CS, Dota.
Next if they want to actually shout for that.
उसके प्रो प्लेयर जो टॉप में है.
Okay, we'll go a little further.
भाई वो लोग they are earning like crazy भाई.
But they need the bang bits.
Wait, did they not have any shells? Am I
stupid? No, it's 0, top left.
Okay, well, you know, I didn't even look at it.
Multi-million, भाई crazy भाई मतलब तुम सोच नहीं सकते कि ये फिगर तुम ऐसा सोच भी नहीं सकते कि ये फिगर ऐसी फिगर.
Maybe he's waiting for them to hold onto the zone, whoever backfills that location, or if Go Next Esports.
Biology बोलता हाँ भाई.
There he is. It's right next to it. He's ready to go. He's staged. Zone shift. They're right on top. They're in a prior spot.
Zone थोड़ा हमसे दूर शिफ्ट हुआ है वैसे. इसके बाद वाला zone हमें भारी ना पड़े.
Will always go for there. So well.
थोड़ा नीचे शिफ्ट होगा. I think next zone हमारी तरफ ही होगा.
Can find a kill.
Yeah, I guess there's a world where you hold on.
Next zone would be this.
You know, if the circle shifts there and you feel like you have to move, but I don't think so.
I think next zone would be this.
Or, you know, just in case
my
they
prediction.
shift all the way north and then they suddenly have to move
मैं दिख रहा
anyway.
है.
So you
मैं mouse नहीं दिख रहा.
if they actually roll on past, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see if or when they actually want to take those shots as Ghetto Gang now.
CS का भी Watchparty करो. CS का
has to make a bit of a crash on through. There is
3-4 करोड़ तो average तो above average रहता है.
As well though, with construction workers, good nade, but Nabat does knock Vex here. Needs to get some reply to this. Nailab, you've got to get.
This game's team are because too much players are in compared to
then went back again, didn't peek. Nade back, disciplined enough not to try and aggress, but the cover for him does remain. Here comes a confirmation. Vex is down. That secondary nade goes a bit too far.
तो EWC में तुम्हें for example 30 games होती होंगी ना अगर in total तो Falcons जो है ना वो 30 के 30 में participate करती हैं.
Pixel gets that confirmation.
Yeah, with the M249 from an alternate angle, not bad at all. Here comes more reinforcements though from PBRU. How's this going to actually work on out? April and Gang is going to move away from the myth of who now had to make it a bit of a
अपन edge पे होंगे but हाँ अपना zone होगा.
Considering that they were locked out a little bit, they knew that there was going to be some confrontations going that way as well though, because there was teams ahead of them. Vard hits
Liquid भी कर दिया. Liquid they are like crazy money.
Yeah, but Pixelic is down.
It's 22 from 25. हाँ.
So PBRU has some big guns on board.
We have some big guns on boards. Now they're in position. Know that they're going to provide more cover. Oh! Potential opportunity. Smoke comes out. Nailed applying pressure.
So much fight going on, but
has the hard cover.
no
now
fight for
potentially
us.
trying to find the angle, avoid any heavy utility coming through. Grenade does come out far. Again, now pushes his way forward. Though dodges the grenade.
It's crazy.
Oh, nearly gets him one over as he swings by, but he's moved forward. And that Famis, though, it needs to start connecting those shots.
He tried to push him even through the other side of the smoke here. Nail was there in waiting, but it wasn't going to be enough. Hoche takes him down with the FAMAS. This has gone not the way construction workers wanted it. Where is Vard? Is there another drive-by on the way here? Going up against the FAMAS, though, it's not too easy. Some shots go ahead against him here. PBRU also kind of scrambling.
We got some frags.
There's no way
We got some
really gonna be able
frags.
to get these reses off. They're going to be pushed by the blue. And here comes the third party from Vuptrox, potentially, if they come in from the north.
Voptrox want the kills.
Good,
Doozy
chalo,
finds the final blow, and best luck with the steal as well. So Pixel goes down, and Vard confirmed out.
Good,
Vard does get a point for his hard justice, and best luck though, knowing
Good, we've got 3 KB. Good. VPX भी आ रही हैं, 2 ही बंदे हैं. We can get them as well.
Like Voptrox, they went looking for the kills.
ये हाउल वाले ऊपर के हिल से मारे जा रहे हैं. ये ऊपर का हिल है भाई. ये बहुत बीटी वाला है. इसको मारो ना. Warix को मारो. Aduzi, Warix is so close to you.
Had 3 knocked, so surely there's great
Aduzi, Warix is
opportunity
too
over there,
close.
over them hills. But we do shift over towards X-Howl. This.
Look at Macintosh. Not की पोजी देखो. हाउल की पोजी देखो भाई. Fucking crazy. ये पूरा हिल है भाई.
X-Howl's position is. This is technically a fortress. It's on its own.
ये हाउल का देखो ना.
lonesome hill here. X-Howl should have a
Compound
game
है
of this
भाई.
one.
I suppose it's just gonna keep people at bay, right?
Alright, chat, make sure to subscribe. We are really close. We are really close. 94.5k होने वाले हैं. तो सब्सक्राइब दबा दो एक बार चेक कर लो बॉयज प्लीज. एक बार फुल स्क्रीन से बाहर आ जाओ. एक बार सब्सक्राइब दबा दो. वापस से फुल स्क्रीन लॉक इन हो जाना. कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. लाइक दबा दो. एक बार सब्सक्राइब दबा दो. Let's keep the sub count going. 100 के करीब आ रहे हैं. 100 के करीब आ रहे हैं. धीरे baby steps.
Enough, and with one blue zone, it's not going to be enough. They should be able to med through that.
Still about.
No place playing area नहीं. हाँ वो भी है.
Nemesis.
लड़के लेना पड़ेगा अब.
How much do you need, right? You've had enough. You've had your fill, Nemesis.
लड़के जगह लेनी पड़ेगी अब थोड़ी.
That'd be great. Hybrid scope at the moment, though, for anybody's here. Having a little bit of a look on over. And we'll just fall back to
Zone नहीं है. Zone
the craters.
कुछ ना कुछ तो थोड़ा पास में रहता है. फिर उसके बाद तो आगे बढ़ना रहता ही है वैसे भी. हाउल की देखो ना यार. ये अप हिल वाली पोजी क्या क्रेजी है भाई. बेस्टो गॉट GN. एक बंदा. ये इन्होंने हम पे मारी है शायद.
Odin finds arm 2, and it's right in the heart of this.
Yeah, I didn't see the range, but if that's around 170 or something like that, then that is perfect, dead on the money. They've got to know that there should maybe be more shots actually coming this way as well. But if the smokes do dissipate, oh dear me. Okay, we reversed around. Oh! Well, thank God you're in a BRDM.
If that blew up, that would have been insane. There's 1-2, he gets pushed forward, pays down to a one-shot. Habibi
GN का kill point नहीं मिला है अभी तक. बंदा revive नहीं हुआ है वैसे. Molo got down. DPX से Warix ने मार दिया. वो बोल रहा हूँ ना एक बंदा रैड कर रहा था पीछे. Molo down है. Low भी है.
Massive stuff coming in. It feels like they're having an absolute field day of
Nemesis.
this one. A lot of fun if you're kind of breaking people with a C4 on that side. Now they're driving all the way down south as well here.
Ilfis got Warix. I think revive possible हो पाएगा.
Destroys Vorix here from Voptrox. And mixing down as well. S8UL. Are they finally making a run of it?
They have to. It's a penultimate game here, James. They've got to get
Fine,
points.
revive
They've
हो
got to
गया.
get over
ओए
that
revive
line
हो
in the
गया
top
भाई.
three. It is tough.
हमारा बंदा जमा हो गया.
Now
बोलो जाओ.
up to 4 kills. They got 3 bodies. Molodok is down. Grenade comes through. Does he get the connection? As a doozy, well, shimmies himself towards the left. Gets his way out of the danger, but he's got a P90. All he has to do now is wait, because he's got the zone behind him.
P90. I'm scared, man. I'm always on P90.
He's cooking a nade,
watch,
chat.
like
He's
bird
cooking a
watching,
nade.
you know, like keeping an eye on exactly where they are. Oh, that's a lovely one. But it's always nice.
Aduzi got 2.
Ooh, that's a P90 double. Oh, go next. I really should be on P90 watch. More nades forwards here against the BRDM as well as the push coming in from Voptrox. Phil first doing a ton of damage. Oh, they lose him here to the annoyance of this BRDM.
No.
Oh, that car does not move. Jeez Louise.
Handbrake. That's what it was. Handbrake is on. Don't forget when you get your car, handbrake always has to be on. But for Voptrox, though, they've received a huge amount of damage.
Ek low hai, ek down
They've got
hai.
to go back and try and get those reds in. That gives S8UL opportunity potentially to get a few more kills. They're up to 5 here, but 5 is not enough. They need to get more.
Revive kar raha hai.
They for sure need more. I don't know where they're going to find it, though, if they're going to get bogged down in the quagmire of these fights on this western side.
Nice, Aduzi.
The P90 will give them more. Find down once again.
Not wala piche se dekh raha hai
He's just popping on up, saying P90, 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 and then lying down again. P90, P90, P90.
Max is like, let me go rest you. Okay. Oh, now you're down. Okay, let me go rest you.
Oh my God.
Oh, you're down. Another P90 shot.
Fir revive ho gaya, fir revive ho gaya.
The damage. Max playing medic for Team Go next at the moment as they have to try and find a little bit of safety in the zone. Well, it's starting to move in. It's going to force the guys forward, though, as they get their repair kit on. Hicks finds Melbourne, and now comes the great run, and it's the great migration. They can't go that far.
W, baby, that's smooth. That is smooth.
Guess what? A doozy, the
That is
IGL.
smooth,
He's
boy. That
back,
is
and he's on 4
smooth.
kills.
Yes, he is. It's a good job they were able to keep him up in this game.
That was nice. Heal up.
829 damage in 21 minutes in this game. That's insane. There's still 13 teams alive here as Voptrox.
Bro, ये बेस्टो को आने नहीं दे रहा. Aduzi got down. अरे यार.
Like a stink bug. Get out of here with your BRDM. Although that being said, you know, for Voptrox, right, having a BRDM like this, being a nuisance like this is also very important for them to try and get themselves into it. And that is going to be... Oh, a little nudge. Season. Okay, that's an easy cleanup. Sorry, Aduzi, you've done your most, but it's not going to be enough.
No. And obviously, no tags found the knock, and the guys just split from S8UL.
Get some
And then this is good to
placement.
see Exhale leaving the compound. I said, what can they bring to the table? And they've dug themselves a little bit of a foxhole outside. So I like this because they are going to be able to stage and slow down any teams encroaching on the east. Everlong, though, a team that needs to kind of get climbing up the leaderboard. 2 points at the moment in 16th place. But they had the Pico bus, and now they have a little bit of zone. But Exhale slightly distracted.
Besto got 1 kill.
Opportunity with this. There's 1. There's 2, though. And another 2 points goes in the way.
बेस्टो ने किसी को डाउन करा
Everlong
चैट.
needs a lot more than that, though, if they're able to get things going here against this.
Eliminated.
Against Redline, and they are donezo by the looks of things, unless they can actually survive some of the onslaught that's going to be coming in
उनके बारे.
from
एक
this
kill और
side
मिलेगा
here.
शायद हमें.
As Boars, all 4 of them, I feel like they really need to be paying attention to this. Oh, Boldenini actually did huge damage to Nemesis down on
नहीं
that
मिला.
south side. The east
Guys,
side,
subscribe
exactly.
दबा दो एक बार. एक बार
All of them
subscribe
on
दबा
just
दो.
this
कोई
one
नहीं.
little hill.
कोई नहीं.
One more nade. Who's
Good
got
average,
one
good
more
average.
nade
मतलब
to remove the Titans?
it's okay.
The one nade to stop them
It's
all.
okay.
Well, there's one for a red line as it goes out towards boards.
It's okay, Chad. It's okay.
Dive. It bounces
It's
good.
okay.
35 damage is done.
Hope is still pending till the last game, Chad.
Raids come through in
Subscribe
boards,
दबाओ एक बार.
charging away
Subscribe
through
दबाओ
the
Chad.
open terrain, no
We are
tension
going
on
in the
that.
last
That
game.
sits in front of them. They have to
And
get
hope
through
is
them.
still
They have
there
to get to
cause
zone.
24 points, 27 points. Not को मरना जरूरी है.
Shield in a crater at the
Not
moment.
को मरना जरूरी है.
Still needs to
Boards को
continue
मरना
that little
जरूरी है और
leap
बल्दिनीनी को मरना
forwards, as you
जरूरी है.
mentioned. Flash forwards.
ये लोगों को
Okay,
मरना
what are you gonna
जरूरी
do
है.
with the flash, though?
Nemesis
It looks like
इस
right
बार
now,
बहुत ज़्यादा
no
points तो
movement
नहीं ले
gonna be happening
पाएगी.
just yet.
But
Flash is
I
coming your way.
think
You're burning, Hicks. You're burning.
I think
You're
last
blind.
game पे बात
Go
आ
away,
चुकी है
go
अब.
away. Charred boar. Yum yum.
Last game पे बात आ चुकी है chat.
Panzer just falls short. Zico in his foxhole, waiting for the balls to come steamrolling his way. So Steve
We have 20 points.
Garaxo peeks up and over, gets the
बहुत
information.
मुश्किल है.
Smoke goes out, doesn't quite clear the foxhole.
मुश्किल है,
He
but
himself though, but he gets
मुमकिन
huge
है.
amounts of damage.
नहीं,
I think he knows
मुश्किल भी नहीं है. Technically 20 points है भाई. एक 10-15 pointer game and we are good.
Actually, a big push forwards here from Hello Senpai as well. Panzer
Good, good.
in here from Zico, but it's not going to be enough. Balls shut them down. Hello
नहीं, ये this is
Senpai
not
with
good.
a massive weight on his shoulders. That's
This is not good. ये not और boards और बल्दिनीनी STS ये लोगों को नहीं मिलनी चाहिए points.
And they started off in 7th place.
Evermore, just win this. Please, Evermore.
Every team that stands in front of him gets pushed over.
Come on, Nemesis. Kill people.
Team Nemesis, 3 kills for them.
Yeah, Baldini को out कर दो.
Confirmation has been done. Sunflower is there, but so Steed has the opportunity.
Not को out करना बहुत जरूरी है. Not और boards को.
They need them, James. But when you can hold a team out,
आरएल ने अगर आउट कर दी होती ना बॉर्ड्स तो काम हो जाता था.
The circle as well, understandably so, right? Nobody wants to have to push up on the X-Howl compound.
Nemesis और Evermore को करना पड़ेगा.
On the edges.
We can sit in BADM when opponents is driving. No, you cannot. When opponents is driving, when opponent is driving, you cannot.
It got PUBG there for a second.
जैसे ही वो होता था, you can
in
step
front of him, despite looking a little further on. And Baldinini is gone to the blue zone of all things. So now they've been pushed out of that top three.
चलो.
Now they're going to need to do something
Now
more
it's
in
time
this
for
last
Nod and
game
Boards.
here. As Boars, like
Boards को नहीं kills मिलने चाहिए. Boards ने भी 8 kill game निकाला है भाई.
is going to be trying to do something against Everlong in the north side.
Boards ने भी Boards की भी game अच्छी हो गई भाई ये वाली.
Element of pressure on, but they're expelling utility. Limitation will be.
भाई last game पे आ गई ये बात
वैसे.
वैसे.
Using bandages, Hicks got to get going, but smokes on their
Boards को यहाँ वाइप होना जरूरी है
यार.
यार.
To a degree.
Gang. Boards और Nod का वाइप होना बहुत जरूरी है यार. Gang.
Hicks though just double checking the molly.
STS वाला तो इतना कुछ उखाड़ नहीं पाएगा. I'm pretty sure.
The Howl compound
Boards
still in.
or
which means
Nod.
The rest of these teams now are trying to maneuver around it. No
Nice.
team
Boards getting
outside.
stormed by Nemesis and
alongside.
Ghetto Gang.
Good
This
shots
is nice.
there from
Boards
Nemesis.
gone.
And
Let's
Boards
go.
is gone. I'm not surprised that they couldn't really get him from that. I think that they
I'm
done
not
enough
and Howl.
on that side, considering that I thought they were going to go out earlier.
And STS
Well,
obviously.
they got into the top three as well, and that's what you need. No tag store in this one. They're in second place, 29 points though. As they have cleared their
BRDM ने game खराब करी ना वो बेचारा फंस गया अपना अंदर उधर.
Team Nemesis.
If we lose, we are gonna get any chance. I am not too sure. अभी के लिए तो यही एक रोड मैप था जिसमें EWC qualifiers में जा सकते थे. मतलब EWC जा सकते थे.
They're not quite in again. Starry
अभी तो
Sky's
इसके
not
बाद
quite
अभी
in
I
because,
have
as
no
you
idea.
say, X-Howl's compound just shifted out.
Nemesis saved our ass many times, हाँ ना.
A little. We'll see.
To 72 freaking points. Nemesis is just
I like
being
that
another
Nemesis is
VP.
still like, yeah, we'll hold on. We'll be annoying still. 72 points in 3 and 3/4 games, let's call it. So
Hello.
far, as Nitro and Star
ST versus Nord.
move on to no tag team. But Rafa does quite a bit of damage. 94 damage. Oh, and the Molly gets popped ahead of him.
He
Oh
shot
dear.
it.
Yeah.
He was just shooting his way. The Molly went straight into the line of
This
sight.
is good.
Some call it skill,
Or
others might
double.
call it luck, but it worked out for Rafa. He's gonna get
This
front
will
down
not
now, Charles has to
help
swing across the
Nord
other
to
side,
climb
spray
up.
towards
ठीक
the
है,
tree
STS भी
to try and
आ
get the
जाएगी,
connection,
but
see if anyone's peeking, but it's not gonna be the
ज़्यादा
case.
crazy
The
माहौल नहीं
guys
हो
have to
जाएगा.
launch forward. They launch forward ahead of
Nice.
the guys, though, from no tags, but they can't find sprinting at all. As Starry's guys refuse
Get
to go
that.
down.
Now, ooh.
Oh, what a leapfrog forwards. Brilliant
ठीक है,
stuff
ठीक
here
है.
by Vazo and the boys.
Now
Shutting down
STS
the
goes
tag
out
team
as
who
well
is
to
now in a little
28,
bit
but
of jeopardy,
Nord
right?
ने
I mean, they're
kill निकाल लिया
in
यार.
that top three. Yes, 31 points, but now Starry Skies, that's enough for him to start challenging the top three. Overleaping Boars at the moment. So said, well, Nemesis still being annoying on this side. But Mark, I am a sucker for an early molly pop. Like, whenever I see people shooting the mollies at the sky, that wasn't quite one of those, but I'm a sucker for it. I'll pop every time.
Skill, luck, it works out. That's all we need to
Yes.
know. A bit like XL. They're now working out the compound.
We are expecting too much on the last match. भाई ये तो last match पे बात आ चुकी है भाई.
Hard cover, right? We've seen the destructible train that's given power back to hard
Last
cover.
match पे बात आ
And as
चुकी
a
है,
result,
chat.
teams have kind of come around XL and they've held them at bay, unbreachable, so to speak. I think the winner so far has been Everlong. They started this
भाई
game
Nemesis दो
with
बंदे
2
अभी तक
points, they're
जिंदा है
now up
भाई.
to 12. They're now looking to try and climb that leaderboard more. If they can convert more from this lobby, they could be the victor.
Yeah, imagine if they make a run for it, similar to what we saw day 3 of our playoffs last time around.
Guys like कर दो,
That
subscribe
said,
कर दो.
one more death
94.5
as
करा दो
Vaso
बस.
goes down.
ज़्यादा
That's
नहीं
another
मांगूंगा
podium
कुछ.
finish for Nemesis.
ज़्यादा नहीं मांगूंगा.
So they're just kind of biding their time. They're very clear and keen. And there we go. There it is. That's another top 3 for the boys. First,
क्या कर रहे हैं भाई
second,
Nemesis?
first, and now who knows where they end up here. You'd expect... Well, actually, now that I look at it, there is a world where X-Howl and Everlong just fight each other and Nemesis is able to get more than a top 3.
I'm with you because I can't see where
Yeah.
Everlong go. Everlong, like you just saw the man
fighting.
looking at the race.
Nice, Everlong.
X-Howl needs some points. It's going to be his disruption.
Nah,
They are
Everlong
potentially handing
dead,
this
gang.
to a place so
Ooh.
He's already on the move. Everlong have gone, but they have bled here. X-Howl. The time is to get the res as quickly as they can.
X-Howl भी
And
आगे
Nemesis,
30 point.
They're already on the move.
Yep, so it's driving on up here, trying to go against the Rez's positions that's going forward.
Look at this Nemesis guy, bro.
He's insane! Oh no! It's all gone wrong for Howl! I can't believe it, Mark!
Oh, what was that? He didn't even wait for the car to stop.
No.
He's launched his way forward to getting kills. 8 kills for Sosa did, and now it's a 2
There's just a
versus
cinema
1.
for
No
Nemesis,
way.
man.
They showed up here on day 3.
There's no way. I really wish they'd won that second game now. Oh my god. This is absolutely barbaric. The Mad, actually a fantastic player on the side of X8UL. Maybe he can make something happen from all of this, but he's not even really aware of exactly where the Nemesis players are either. So he's working with limited information. He's going to peek on over, sees him in the distance, and actually goes for a spray. Doesn't quite fully connect. He gets so said. So now just needs to deal with another one, but he knows that the Mad's low, and he gets it.
That is good. That is good for us.
Wins on the day.
वरना नेमेसिस के हाउल के 30 पॉइंट हो जाते.
What an insane play that was. The perfect third-party timing, Mark, here. It was like we saw it in the stars as soon as those two teams moved. Nemesis knew exactly what to do.
Nemesis is just keeping our hopes alive, bhai. Just keeping our hopes freaking alive, bhai.
Nemesis reacted. At what point do I need to go put the Nemesis jersey on? Because this is insane, Martin.
Yeah, I offered you guys a solution at the start of the day, but no one wanted it. Just give it to Nemesis already, guys. And now here, they keep up the average. Another 21-point game, guys. That's insane. They might break the 100 points in just 5 games. Wouldn't that be something?
That would be crazy. I mean, I said in the previous cast, stop, they're already dead. But now the lobby is 6.
एक BRD अपने गेम खराब कर दिया वरना हाँ वरना कुछ कर लेते थे
majority of them, they're all gone to the wind. Nemesis is just riding high right now. And
15 से 20 पॉइंटर गेम.
we thought it was going to be
15 से 20 पॉइंटर गेम चाहिए. 15 से 20 पॉइंटर. Our last hope chart. Last game, last hope. 15 से 20 पॉइंटर गेम.
This is stupid.
This is a problem. Well, look, we put used to the pickaxe, right? We're burying everyone else. And it's Nemesis using the charge. But you're right. With Nemesis taking another victory, taking those critical...
Guys, subscribe दबा दो एक बार. 5 more subs away. 5 more subs away. 94.5 हो सकते हैं. 5 more subs away, chat. लगा दो यार chat. Subscribe दबा दो एक बार.
You have an opportunity. You're in grasping distance to get to a top 3. You've got 2 choices now. You go aggressive, or you go home, or you go passive, or you go home. I can't see a win out of either way. They're going to need a lot of luck involved in whatever game plan they want.
15 से 20 पॉइंटर गेम.
Win the next game and get yourself into top 3. Yes, that's a brilliant win for you. But is it a moral victory against the
Gang, you know you is very lucky because you have friends who got your back if you feel low. Trust me.
It's not just aggressive side-eye from that logo.
Gang, what happened to you, man?
Everything from Nemesis. 86 points in 4 games. What the is going on here, Martin? It's stupid.
Yeah, let's just get the 100 just for the fun seas. But
Please.
here, I will say this though, in this game here,
Chat, हमारे 20 पॉइंट है. थर्ड वाले के 28 पॉइंट है.
कुछ
गेम पॉइंट्स तो ये लोग भी निकालेंगे. कुछ पॉइंट्स तो ये लोग भी निकालेंगे. तो हमें एक 20 पॉइंटर या 15 से 20 पॉइंटर गेम चाहिए. 15 से 20 पॉइंटर गेम. मैं भी कर सकता हूँ चैट. हो देखो. What the? What the? मैं भी कर सकता हूँ. 20 plus needed. हाँ.
Even a ghetto gang with 11 points behind third, with a win, and 10 kills, could put themselves at that 3rd place.
Well, Nail Cop did a lot of damage in this one, but they didn't quite get as many
आज हम लोग far नहीं डाला.
from a compound like that. But again, it comes back to the fact that everybody's so good at negating the line of sights from a compound like that.
क्या रे तुम कुछ बोल रहे थे. तुम्हें खेलना आता है क्या रे?
In this game, Aduzi was doing so much work, Mark, over on that western side with that P90, but in the end, they do get taken down a little earlier than they would like.
So he found
आज
3
far नहीं डाला मैं.
ejecto seek from the car. But difficult. Like it was. He hit the 3D ejecto seat out. It's like James Bond moves. I want to put S8UL because I like their position. I like their play. I like they went aggressive to the south side. They crossed over the road, but they got caught. Once they came over, there was no coming back. And unfortunately for them, it went down to playing 2 solo games.
Things are there, but who will listen, gang? The Nemesis doing some crazy things, bro. Ana, Rahul bhai. नहीं,
Just
we need a
that
20
sort
plus
of
pointer game.
line for me
Yes.
that they have to have a win now.
8 I-10,
but
everyone
they
in life
also
has some
need to
sort of
potentially have
problems
a
going
stop
on.
to kind of no tag. They have to have a stop to kind of
कोई भी
Starry
ऐसा नहीं होता
Sky.
जो problem
With
free
those
होता
two
है guys.
teams remaining in for so long, it might be difficult.
What's
All in
potential
करना
Golden
होगा, all in.
who actually fell out now of that top 8, sorry, top 3, I should say.
First match 10 point. हाँ हम लोग एवरेज भी अगर 8-8 पॉइंट
They've done
8-8 पॉइंट
quite a
बाय
bit
8 पॉइंट भी
during the
निकालते
day
तो भी
so
हो जाता
far,
था पता है.
but, again, is the problem, Martin? They go up against Nemesis.
Yeah. So you're looking at Nemesis and saying, okay, we're dropping on the opposite side of the map. We're, doing everything we can to avoid you. You can take all the kills as long as.
How's the Josh? How's the Josh? दिखाओ guys. Share. कोई नहीं support करो यार chat.
Because again,
Hawk वाली
I said you need to win and some.
Let's watch this. Hawk वाली वीडियो चालू करते हैं.
और हमारी जो दूसरी टीम है
Last match all in है gang. All in gang. This will decide कि हम लोग next weekend मिलेंगे watch party में क्या नहीं.
I am a hunter, she want to see my gun. When I pull it out, women started run. She make me just do it. She make me just pull it.
आप लोगों की टीम में से सबसे पहले कौन आ रहा है?
मारने के लिए? मारने में तो एक ही आदमी है, माफिया। मारने के लिए
माफिया तो भाई हाथ ही घुमाए.
टीम सिनर्जी बिल्कुल नहीं है इधर पे.
आपस के कॉकी लोग लड़ ले रहे. हाँ? क्या? आपस के भाईचारा का कॉक लड़ ले रहा है.
So माफिया, are you ready?
Yes.
मुझे मत मारना, ओके?
ठीक है.
चलो नीचे झुको. बहुत लंबे हो आप. अरे बेंड हो यार. ठीक है. घूमो अभी. और ये कैसा घूम रहा है यार? ठीक है, चलो मैं जा रही हूँ बाहर.
आप बता.
अरे भाई दिया भाई.
9 सेकंड हो चुका है.
और कितना टाइम है? लगा इसको, लगा किसी को तो. किसी को लगी?
अरे माँ पड़ी.
एक और लगी. एक तो भाग रहा है.
ओए दिया. ओए
मारा, बहुत मारा मैंने इसको.
मेरे बहुत जोर से लगी है.
मुझे लाइन ही नहीं पता कहाँ है भाई.
इतना जोर से घुमा
भाई.
सुप करके हवा का आवाज
नहीं तो ऐसे आता हूँ मेरे पास. इसको कैसे पता यहाँ पे खड़ा हूँ?
यहाँ पे मेरे इधर से गई है पट्टी. वो मैं ऐसा हवा है, वो चाबुक का आवाज आता है ना.
चाबुक का
करके ऐसा गाल में आवाज है.
तो नेक्स्ट पार्टिसिपेंट आ चुके हैं मुर्गा के लड़के अमन. और मैं इनको घुमाने वाली हूँ.
मुर्गा के लड़के माँ की यार. हाँ बस. अरे मैं चक्कर आ जाएंगे, मैं मारूंगा कि
रेडी स्टार्ट.
2-1 गो.
अरे यहाँ पे क्या था? अरे थोड़ा सा.
अरे क्या मन. दिया तो दिया.
अरे कहाँ भाग रहे हैं? रुक.
किधर है?
डन.
यूको.
पकड़ लिया, रिफ्लेक्स भी नहीं दे सकता.
भाई इसका पार्ट 2 होना भाई. न्यू गैंग, न्यू जनरेशन वालों के साथ पार्ट 2 होना भाई. इसमें क्या बोलते हो?
लेटना नहीं चाहिए था. नूराफती बना दिया पूरा मेरे को.
हमारा निंजा है. उसकी हाइट के हिसाब से हम लोग जैसा अभी लेट रहे थे ना, लेट नहीं सकते, कूदना पड़ेगा.
सो हमारे थर्ड हंटर आ चुके हैं मर्सी द क्यूटेस्ट. और अभी देखते हैं वो कितने लोगों को नॉकआउट करते हैं. मर्सी, आर यू रेडी?
यस.
चलो मैं आपको घुमाने वाली हूँ.
न्यू जेन वर्सेस ओल्ड जेन, ऐसा कर सकते हैं.
1.
क्रेजी नहीं होगा भाई?
मार.
गेम एंडेड. एक और बात बची है.
कौन मारता घर में? आओ एक बार आओ.
नेक्स्ट तू बड़ा टारगेट होने वाला है, रेडी रहना.
ऐसा घुमाऊंगा ना.
तो भाई जितना जोर से ये लोग मारेंगे उतना जोर से हम लोग भी मारेंगे. Every opposite reaction takes another reaction to action to reaction. क्या है वो?
तो कुछ लाइन है ना. Every reaction needs an opposite
न्यूटन माँ
reaction.
तड़प रहा है.
Every reaction needs an opposite reaction to act on the action. Needs opposite reaction.
Every action has equal and opposite
Opposite
reaction.
पढ़ा है, बैचलर है.
रेबेल, आर यू रेडी? कितना पेलोगे?
मैं पेलूंगा. I'll try.
क्या पढ़ती है?
बहुत जोर से चपकेगी एक तो इसका है ना थोड़ा चर्बी है ना तो बचपन में है ना स्कूल में इधर मारते थे ना तो बहुत जोर से लगता था उसको उधर ही मारते अगर मेरे लगा तो मैं बहुत तेज घुमाऊंगा चलो क्या कर रहे हो सालू
सेकंड लास्ट आ चुके हैं रेबेल, तो देखते हैं कितना कॉन्फिडेंट है।
जी
कितना है?
मैं बहुत ज्यादा कॉन्फिडेंट हूँ आई एम रेडी घुमाए मुझे
घुमा रही हूँ
जी
3, 2, 1 गो।
ओए दिया भाई, दिया भाई। ओह, अब रेबेल घुमाएगा मेरे को लगता है। अब जोर से घुमाएगा भाई। ओए यूफो की तो पिटाई हुई। अरे यार यूफो ही पिटा है भाई इसको तो।
कोई बात नहीं यूफो।
थैंक यू
गली में मारा
बेचारा हर बार ये लोग मार रहे हैं और वो तड़प कोई और
भाई क्यों भाई दिए।
एक बात बता बाप, बोल बाप, वोट किया
ऑब्वियसली बाप तुम की है
मालूम ना तुम लोग को फिर से हम लोग नॉमिनेटेड हुए S8UL कंटेंट क्रिएटर ऑफ द ईयर
और हमारा नुमून
मैच चालू हुआ,
पर्सनालिटी ऑफ द ईयर
मैच स्टार्टिंग गैंग।
बैक टू द वीडियो
मैं जा रहा हूँ वोट करने।
क्या सीन है, तुम कितना मार
मैच स्टार्टेड गैंग। हाँ प्लेन उड़ा है।
Our last game, it's going to be game number 5 of the Nemesis Global.
All right, we are
Open,
back.
to figure out
Erangel.
get second and
We are
third.
back, Erangel. A banger
Mark will bring
game.
you this game.
रॉकेट आन दो, स्पैम कर दो, फाड़ दो, चैट फाड़ दो। JMD, JSR, इंशाल्लाह जो भी आप लोग सपोर्ट करते हैं, जो भी रिलीजन से हैं, जो भी मर्जी है, बस बेस्ट विशेस पहुंचा दो बॉयज को।
Yes,
This
he
is
would.
the final
Yes, he
thing,
would.
भाई.
You know
This has
what? I'm
came
all
to the
for it,
last
considering the fact that Nemesis has
match.
done what they've
Last
done
match
today.
पे आ
I
चुके
know
हैं
that
भाई।
we
अब
constantly are beating
यहाँ
this
से
dead
do or
horse
die है
now,
भाई।
but also they're beating
यहाँ
the
से
dead
या
horse
तो
that is the
banger
rest
game
of the lobby.
चाहिए,
So you know we've
या
got to give
तो
them their flowers. And I
घर
think it's
घर हो
fair.
जाएंगे, घर वापसी,
As we see all of these teams
घर
drop
वापसी।
on across, there are so many teams now that have a legitimate shot of getting second and third place here.
चलो
to be able
let's
to get
hope for the
themselves
best.
onto the final because the
वैसे
cutoff
प्लेन
is
पाथ
going
इधर
to
से
be
गया तो
so
आई फील लाइक
close.
जोन भी थोड़ा इस तरफ
Here we
बनेगा।
go, a quick fire question for you, gents. I know you like to host. I get to ask you
Zone
questions
में
now
थोड़ा इस
before that
तरफ
hot drop
बनेगा।
kicks off, though. Is S8UL going to make it?
सी
Yes or no?
सी कास्ट है सी।
I'm not hopeful at this point. I know that is a damning indictment, but I mean, I've not seen it in these past couple of days, right? I really wish I had done, but not just yet. It's going to have to be a big effort from them, I think is fair to say, and maybe a big effort on a hot drop on Military Island. Where's our circle? Oh my god, it's straight on S8UL.
They need it, but the thing is, they're in the centre of the circle. That means they might not be getting
changing
those
my
points. No, not the point. Beep, bleep. It's locked in now. It's locked in.
Lord, look at the zones,
There's a
gang.
possibility, but they need to farm kills.
Look at
because
the
they're in
zone,
centre of the
gang.
zone, and it doesn't mean that points are coming their way. So I'll be interested to see what they do on this one. Go next esports. Find the guns and they find obviously
गाइस सब्सक्राइब दबाओ। अभी मैं पूरी गेम कुछ
just
ज्यादा
find it
वो नहीं
difficult now
कमेंट्री
for
तो
both
नहीं
these
करूंगा,
teams to get
मैं बस
through.
तुम लोग को
Obviously,
लाइक और
going slower
सब्सक्राइब
down
के लिए
that
बोलता
leaderboard,
रहूंगा,
15
रिमाइंड
for
कराता
drops
रहूंगा
from
क्योंकि
12.
4 सब्स हवे हैं हम
They're on
लोग, 4
14
सब्स
points. They need more than just a
हम लोग
hot
4
drop. They
सब्स
need to
हवे
clear a loss of the lobby to
94.5
get
के
through.
लिए,
It's a
तो
bit of a
मैं
shame
वो
'cause
बोलूंगा
actually,
एंड लेट्स
I really
let
like
boys
sort of
do
root
the
for
thing.
Vox. I think they're a great team.
Let
great
boys
bunch
do
of
the
guys.
thing.
Just haven't quite got the magic that they've been able to produce here, and maybe some of that is because of Team Nemesis farming so many points.
Yeah, now I think what's interesting about this circle is that technically, I think if you've done your homework and if Nemesis sticks to what they normally do, Nemesis will wide wrap on that north side, come in just north of the bunker and probably on the edge, right? And if that is the case, you don't go anywhere near there. You stay away from there. You go elsewhere. You go to Lumberyard Hill. You go anywhere else but there if Nemesis sticks to their normal game plan from this kind of rotation on this kind of circle, Mark. What do you think?
Yeah, I think these guys are well rehearsed. They've got the muscle memory to do that, and I don't think they've changed the game plan. Their coach won't want them to change the game plan. I know that there's a be breeding some confidence here. And I think Martin has a valid point, especially around S8UL. If they can kind of stick it to them, I think they will. But for the risk of going all the way through from the top to the south of the zone, I don't think it's worth it.
Thanks for the subs, guys. Thank you so much for the subs. 94.5k. Thank you so much. Means a lot, mere bhaiyo.
Still going on. If there's a world where Nemesis would want to push S8UL, yeah, good nade. I think that they wouldn't do that rotation that I just suggested. I think they would do something crazy like an emergency pickup and try and get into the heart of this circle and see if they could actually find them. Because that's probably the only way that they would get close to them in the early to mid game, I would think. But this is like super theoretical.
I think the guys are too nice. I just generally do. They're just so nice guys. Like, you met them as well. Like, I know they're competitive. I know they want to get a win, but there's a win with a smile on the face half the time. But, we'll see. We'll wait and see. At the moment, Codex Esports looking for the flush. Where did he go? I swear I got someone.
Somewhere.
He's finding the guy, bro.
Blist has closed the gap slightly, mixing those moves around as he's more in that sort of now northwest section.
Red line is coming this way from the West Bridge, by the way.
And they're coming down as well.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think Ivers was doing a little bit of okay, he's not as deep as I thought they could be, but they're coming along here for the West Bridge. I guess maybe they thought that there was going to be some barrier teams, and maybe this was a better way forwards. But this is a little bit unexpected for me. Their route.
That's an interesting mode of transport as well. Vorax has been confirmed. I suppose, even if you come up late, you've got the recall system. So I suppose for Red Line, whoever the victor is, even if they're a little bit late to it, they know exactly where to go because expectations
This
are
is the last day,
they
last
might
match.
lose
Yes,
dozen
last day,
sides.
last match.
Sorry, I actually, considering
We need like a 15-20 pointer game.
I kind of really like this because
We need like a 15-20 pointer game.
If you've got any shot of being able to advance now in second and third, you've got to go balls
Can
to
we
the wall.
convert
You've got to be
there?
hunting every
Ilfist
single
is
goal you
alone.
possibly can, as well as maybe getting the win. So I don't mind them trying for this.
You have to wait and see. Pains is hand up a couple shots, kind of goes down. Not good though for no tag team.
Ilfist थोड़ा सा went back.
See them obviously progressing through to the final. If they can hold on at the moment, 31 points
हमारे पास
definitely is
मिल्टा है,
not
मिल्टा
safe
power
at the
है.
moment.
मिल्टा पावर का वेयरहाउस एरिया क्या बोलते हैं उसको?
Not at all. Just hanging around at the moment. Still slow and steady here as this hot drop. Neither
अभी
team
फाइट करना
wants to
ज़्यादा
give
बेटर है
up
पता है?
stuff.
And क्योंकि ज़्यादा थर्ड पार्टी नहीं
Gonna
होगी.
get done here. Blist just peeking on around these corners. That's the problem sometimes here. Some of these hot drops can stagnate.
रेड लाइन वाले जोन
and
के
that
बाहर
really
से
will
इधर
cause
मिलिट्री
both
आए
teams
and then
problems,
they
right? 'Cause now
are
look what's
camping
happened
this
here.
guys
The
और
third
ये क्या
party,
कर रहे हैं?
which hasn't really been super aggressive, a third party.
What are they
It
up
means
to?
that there's an
Just
entire
Dixon.
barrier. Oh my god, he sees him.
Just as well. There was nearly a well where he's going to be midway across the road, and they could have been like passing ships in the night.
He missed the opportunity.
In the corner of his eye, picks up Mixer. Now he's got the information. There's one on the wide wrap. Now he's trying to piece his puzzle together. A couple of shots come over. Bliss takes some damage though. As he's taking towards the higher grounds, trying to get again the information.
Stick together and trade
Next
people.
have to kill. They've got the numbers. Bliss though trying to hold the angle. Then he goes back, and Bliss gets a bit of a connection.
इन लोग की फाइट तो बहुत लंबी चलने वाली है जोन के
I
बाहर.
feel like nobody wins from this scenario now.
No, not at all.
Yeah. if you'd have been able to
इनकी
wipe
फाइट
straight
तो
away,
इट्स खत्म भाई.
cool. But
इसमें तो कौन
right
है
now,
कौन है?
I feel like everyone's stuck. Even Redline, I feel like to a
Props,
degree, right? If you can come
Red
and clean up
Line
and mop some of this
और
up,
GN, right?
But you're conceding
सब
such
बॉटम है भाई, कोई लेना
potentially
देना ही नहीं है. ये लोग
circle
मरे
favor as time
जिंदा
goes
रहे
on.
कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता भाई हमें.
And I've got the map feed open as well.
This is not the fight
This
we
one's an
really want to
interesting
watch.
read for me. G2G, they've actually gone, or Ghetto Gang have actually gone to the position that Nemesis like to move in on. So that is a real telling sign. It's outside the zone. They know that they might be coming that way.
Yeah.
भाई इसमें नॉक बंदे को मारने के लिए कितनी गोली मारनी पड़ती है
Same
ना?
time though, they have not stopped up no lean. We still have this fight going on. Zico and the boys
Even
from
BGMI में right?
got themselves two
नॉक
knocks
बंदे
out
को
of
फिनिश
so
करने के लिए
far.
ज्यादा गोली
Got
रखती है
the
ना.
follow-up
रशद भाई
just
क्या
yet,
ले
though.
रिद्जी
He's been
भाई?
able to
शेर
counter
वेलकम टू द
watch that
स्ट्रीम.
kill.
क्या लें?
Position Ashley Fine was one of the ones.
क्या ले कुछ बोले
that
आप?
happened. Look at how high up Zico is over on a very
Sup, gang,
synonymous
Rizzi
spot
bhai?
with being able to hold out certain locations on military.
He's farming information now. He's just piecing this puzzle really quickly together, finding where the team's
ना knock हो गया.
They're on 2 kills
ना
as
knock हो गया
well.
भाई.
They know exactly where the remaining bodies are of some of the team. I think they're trying to figure out where kind of
अपना knock हो गया
Vopdrop's
gang.
final player is. And again, a team which I would have picked
Revive
up
हो
higher
गया
up the
वैसे.
leaderboard, but as things fall,
Revive हो गया.
PUBG games unfold,
WhatsApp
been
देखना.
unable to claim those kills. that they
WhatsApp
needed.
देखा ना? क्या हुआ
I
भेजो?
don't know what else to say about the top drop. I feel like anything that's
I
really
didn't
going to come
WhatsApp
from it here. As go next. Still only just one on the board. Red line. Okay, another knock. Another knock. We've got up to 3 kills so far. If we can get a confirm, that'll be great. Maybe another one.
Another knock.
Jeez. They're actually doing a really good job of getting all of these knocks and maybe some follow-ups on a kill, but they need some of these off angles. I think down towards the bottom, carcasses are trying to move into an off angle to try and clean that up.
Yeah, Zico. So he took the tire and then he actually went to the car. He pinged the car. So the guys know exactly where it is. That's why they're full sprinting now to that pinged location, expecting for the rest to be happening. But it's allowed them the opportunity to kind of tick off a huge amount of zone and close the gap. Nice move from Go Next Esports, though. They tried to get away from that one. No damage, but it doesn't matter, though, because they're already in the grasp of red line.
Yeah, I thought maybe that nade was going to tip them off as to exactly where he's moved here, but he's going to try and spray around the left-hand side of this smoke. Not doing too bad against it. Max is also down as well to the blue as quickly as that. I think he took some damage from guns and then took the tick of the blue, but yeah, that's a nade forwards. Hey, go next. Valiant effort in the end. I appreciate the idea of going for your hot drop, but you've been out-thunk by Redline, who is just coming in for the cleanup.
Interesting that Bliss of Updrox hasn't left. He's staying here. He's fighting. He's not even gone to ground. Again, it's a phase 1. I suppose if he had the meds, he could have got a little bit to ground. Redline.
Might be waiting for the blues chips or something if you can sneak them.
Yes, but that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, that's my logic.
Alright, gang, can we have some subs going? Subscribe kar dein, gang.
After Red Line clear this section, they're going to now draw their attention back towards the north, and then we see it. They're going to now try and make the play, and now we see the clash. The zone shifts. Oh my God, the zone shifts down to the southeast. We got a huge amounts of water in.
क्या zone shift हो गया?
On the other side, Ghetto Gang, well, they did wait it out for Nemesis, and they backed themselves
Bro,
too.
chat.
That's more water
अभी
than
playing
land.
area
And yes,
देखो
they
कितना
predicted
बचा है भाई.
exactly where they were going to be moving. We were talking about it much earlier on.
Playing area देखो कितना बचा है भाई.
Studious minds would have been able to punish this defects though with a Panzerfaust. Looks like we won't be getting a 4th win from them as April does go down. Unless they were able to get all the blue chips on and then somehow win, which would kind of be insane. But it looks like here Ghetto Gang was
guys,
trying
like
their
दबा दो,
very best
subscribe
to
दबा
punish
दो और अब
what
बस
should have been and
let's
was
hope
a predictable
for the
transition.
best.
Yeah, I think that's the problem when you
अब defend करना है क्योंकि
consistent
team
in the
आके
way you
मरेंगे
approach
हमारे
the
पास.
game, especially the early game teams that do the VOD reviews get the opportunity to try and deny. There's one, but you might do as many VOD reviews as you want, but it's difficult. And this guy packs a punch. He now tries to deny the information on one. There goes for a 1 versus 1. He has the opportunity now to disengage and get SoCD back up.
Crazy stuff.
Team आगे मरे तो हमारे पास अच्छा
I
है.
didn't even get a chance to talk about the circle. It's more water than land, Mark. This is, of course, of all things. Now, Construction Workers actually has an amazing compound in that. So maybe they can make a crazy dash themselves for as many points as possible.
Not
we'll
पहले से आके बैठ गई अपने
down
पास वाले
here.
compound में भाई.
But at the same time, S8UL has moved in north of that.
अब
Maybe that will work
STS
on
भी आ
out,
रही
but
है.
there's so many names, so many teams, so many
15 टीम है
chances
भाई
for
और
these teams
15 के
to be able
15
to
टीम
get
जोन में
second or
है.
third.
एक बस रेड
because
लाइन आ रही है
literally
लेट.
anybody winning this game at this point in that circle could be jumping on in.
Forget a gang. They've got a call now if anybody's. Which res station does he want to go to? Because he's going to have to try and pick one, and there's many that Team Nemesis could potentially go for.
This is where
that zone
we
as
are,
well
right?
is pretty chaotic, though. TMO going for that rotation round.
TMO just entered in. Aduzi is alone.
But we have a split here. S8UL claiming as much as they can. We know they've been exposed on their own a few times in the doozy. Well, he cuts loose. He's going to jump out, but no tag might be able to pick him up. He's got to be careful. He's got a car waiting. It's a James Bond exit, and a doozy looking to escape.
I think that is extremely smart. You've got to get out of there, but it's not going to be early enough. Mika and He-Man do take him out. That's a disaster for S8UL, who lose their IGL. And again, one of their top fraggers. That is a disaster. There's no way they're going to be able to recover the blue chip. There's no way they're going to be able to get him up from there. Being divided across Mini Milta Power and these two compounds feels like in this lobby, in this circle, with all of that water in there, Mark, it's just too much to bear.
James, it's not been just this game, though. Every game, think about the kill feed. They're always one of them's a bit further out. Anybody's get a gang has been found.
Okay.
It's always one of them out. They've always gone for a flank. They're always trying to hold a bit of train. It's just
गाड़ी
not
सीधी निकल गई होती तो भी
unfortunately for them, they
हो
had the
जाता,
exit plan. I
but
like
गाड़ी
it,
जो दीवार पे
but
ठुकी
they should have been thinking. Should have seen these cars coming in and going, do you
और
know
reverse
what?
मारना
Let's not
पड़ा,
hold this much train, especially
इसमें भाई गेम
like,
बच
what
गया
we
फिर
saying?
से।
I'm going to argue 60% water to a 40% zone, maybe 50-50, give or take. We add the little splash at the bottom.
Yeah, this is crazy. Just so you know, Nemesis has got the res off. So
the gods are back.
yeah, that's a problem. That is definitely a problem. Circle shifts. We still have a lot of water in play. Red line's coming over the bridge here, now trying to enter some of the circle as well. This is a terrifying and terrible circle for all of these teams to have to play. Vis now moving along the coastline as well, trying to sneak on in on the shoreline of the cliffs, which actually usually I don't mind playing as much as, yes, you know eventually it's going to go away from water. The cliff side does give you a bit of a reprieve from some of the worst spots in these circles for quite a bit.
It's just that ticking time bomb, right? You might feel safe for a little while, but God, someone
Nemesis ने अपने बंदे रिवाइव कर लिए।
Rotate in. Foxtrot's come back. Guess who's back?
Nemesis के बंदे रिवाइव हो गए।
As well, and that might expose some of the teams.
What the fuck?
And they get the opportunity.
Nemesis के दो बंदे थे, दो बंदे और रिवाइव हो गए।
Nemesis stuck up. They're going towards power.
And TMO got the Milta power
So they're
compound.
going to have the opportunity now to get all
चलो वो तो
gear
जोन
and
में नहीं
looted.
है, that doesn't matter, but
God, I wonder how much milk power still got left in the tank here.
Phil first down.
S8UL does get Phil first knocked. Best lost arena, and I don't know, man. I think they're a bit disconnected from one another. They can't even get Phil first back up unless they make a big move for it. You've got to try and make a crash and see what you can actually get done here from this, but because
चाहिए भाई
is in
बंदा
that
रिवाइव
compound
चाहिए
already.
हमें।
I don't know how S8UL does this as two, man.
We've seen crazier things happen, but
true.
yeah, I'm with you. It was just such a shame. I think the expectation for
Phil first भी revive नहीं हो
the
सकता।
expectation for the teams and obviously the individual players, they should be up there. But this is going to have an impact now on the global stage, right? Because the qualification, because the points, this story is going to continue now throughout the whole year.
No, it will. I need to check their PGC points and see exactly where they're at already. But again, if they were like 5th or something like that in that first final, it's quite a good chunk of PGC points. But yeah, they're going to have to make a really good run of it in the next PEC later on, after EWC, after the PGSs have gone down as well. So very, very brutal indeed, as now we have ourselves, but it's still an incredibly difficult circle here for these teams to try and deal with.
After EWC.
Well, we are phase 3. But
After
that's 14 teams
EWC.
at least. 51 players are up on the battlegrounds, and there are still a huge amounts of water. Nabat does get Ivis, and
After
obviously
EWC.
doesn't want to play anymore, so Dino runs him over.
हम रिवाइव क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं भाई? वो बहुत दूर है कंपाउंड में, वहाँ पे
Make
दूसरे
the
बंदे
run
बैठे
across
हुए
the
हैं।
beachfront. PBRU already positioned up here, looking for the swap over. Clicks dry on one, needs to get a connection. The tire's already gone, and he just jumps out at the end, and Nabat gets the final blow.
Yeah, for everybody else now, with it basically being 60+% water, everyone knows where the circle should be going, and indeed it does. It centers straight up on construction workers compound. Now, construction workers compound
भाई अभी 4
is
बंदे हम लोग
a
जिंदा होते हैं at
fortress.
least।
It's really a great place to play from. The only problem is that, again, in a lot of lobbies like this, a lot of teams know how to negate the lines of sight of that lobby. So you might think, oh yeah, we're dead center, we might be able to get a lot of kills from here. Oftentimes teams will try and avoid those lines of sights like the plague.
I don't know if the Mad's going to find the medic that he needs to get out of here, because he's stuck in a bit of a bowl. He might have to go for a swim here, the Mad. So he's going to go for a run up. Maybe he does. Maybe he uses physics and goes a little bit more to the left. Go on the left.
He's done it! He's done it!
Let's go.
That's so cool.
There you go.
Good.
Don't go straight up the hill. Make sure you go for a
C4
little
लगा
bit
रहा
of a
है
different
बैश।
approach.
Yeah, a little wiggle at the end.
He's going for a wiggle himself. And the Breeps one
Yes, like कर दो, subscribe दबा दो एक बार।
Be forever long, that they can stay in the
I
compound.
think this would be it for the watch party gang. मतलब अभी नहीं।
No tag team here. Trying
Obviously
to
we'll
secure
watch this
themselves as
match.
well. How many Molotovs do
But
you
PUBG
have?
PC
Set
का
that entire
सफर-
balcony on fire if you want. Duffy with the C4 as well.
PUBG PC का
Everyone
सफर is
gone
very
here.
खतरे में भाई
There will
अभी।
be no hello. Well,
yeah.
Okay, sorry, I'll go back to what I was saying. There will be no repeat finals for Everlong. Oh, hello, here's full force team Nemesis once again.
भाई Nemesis को
Oh,
देखो
no.
gang।
Here come the problem.
Oh, I feel for anyone that has to
नेमेसिस को
stand in their
देखो
way.
बे,
They're on 91
100 मारेंगे
points.
ये,
I know
100
Martin
मारेंगे
is
नेमेसिस,
sitting there
100.
counting, watching, waiting for them to clear 100.
गाइस सब्सक्राइब दबाओ एक बार
Right, they
आखिरी
have
बार
two
चेक कर
downs
लो,
now.
सब्सक्राइब
Been
दबा
able
दो
to
एक
get the
बार.
res off here. Once again, the fact that this technically actually does have 3 still in this circle ahead of where Nemesis is might be a bit of a blessing here for them. It really depends where Nemesis wants to go once again.
अभी भी
Nemesis
टॉप
knew
3 में
after
देख
they
रहे
had to get that two res
हो,
off, they're going to be playing
there
ace
is
forever
like
in this game.
8 point
And
diff,
they're
8 point diff.
quite happy about the idea of going for those big fights.
Oh, well, we need some big fights now, and the big fight is still going.
8 point diff है अभी भी.
PUBG RU taking on Redline. Redline trying to climb as much as they can. They're on 6 kills, but again, I feel like it feels bad. Every kill that Redline take, they got such a mountain to climb. They're going to need to get a win and
21, 29,
a chance to
7. मैं मैक्स भूल गया हूँ.
This has been a
घुस के
This
मारी
has
नेमेसिस
been a
है
day
ना.
of PUBG, and it doesn't even stop yet. It's still got PAS to actually watch when all this has gone down, but jeez Louise. EMEA has
No
not
EWC
disappointed.
अभी के लिए भाई अभी
Tries to
fingers
keep
crossed.
Trucks alive and kicking.
Fingers
here.
crossed.
They've only got themselves 14
अपने
points.
दो
Now
बंदे
they
जिंदा
are
हैं.
stuck.
अपना अब एक ही बंदा
Totally
जिंदा है.
stuck on this western side here with all of these teams that are just
अपना अब एक ही
trying
बंदा
to
जिंदा
claw
है.
for it. Molodoc's down. S8UL's hopes fading into non-existence.
Everyone's unfortunately it does come to an end, as all great things do. Upchuck's got the bodies back, but they're back down to a duo. Good. He was got a level 3
Right,
vest.
gang.
Hasn't got the ammo ready to
ये
expel.
क्या
He's
कर रहा
got
है? C4 लगाया
C4
हुआ
if he can tactically place that. Oh, there's another one. That's a way to clear out. S8UL, they're now on the run. As best locks the final player.
Yep. Yes,
This could be an
indeed.
explosion ending.
Starry Skies, no tag team. Yeah, now closing in and locking in that jaw-like grip. There goes S8UL. They will not be making it to the finals here for the second one for PEC. A disaster for S8UL. Considering
gang,
a
make sure to
fifth place in the
subscribe.
previous finals,
Subscribe
looking
करके
so
जाना.
good in
If
day
you
2
guys
and day
enjoyed
3
days
of that
of
final as
stream,
well.
I know it
But anyway,
was
our attention
not
turns elsewhere now. No
the
tag team
way
still trying to keep
the
themselves
team
alive. But
performed,
one of these
but
teams,
if you
if
enjoyed
they
my company,
eliminate each other,
make sure to
or one of them
subscribe.
eliminates the other, that could be
Make sure to
hope's
subscribe.
gone here, Mark.
Nothing much we can do here, gang.
Qualified.
Nothing much here we can do, gang. That's not, sadly, that's not going to be a watch party next weekend because we didn't qualify. I mean, technically we can do watch party, but क्या मतलब है when our अपना team नहीं है तो. But if you enjoyed my company, make sure to subscribe. Like कर देना. हम लोग भी 100K के रन पे हैं. चलेंगे, कुछ करेंगे. आप लोग की तरह मैं भी मायूस हूँ. और past 3 days टीम के लिए बहुत रफ थे. बहुत ज़्यादा रफ थे. I think there was not a single good game past 3 days. All 15 games were a little rough. All 15 games were rough. Oh, anyways, chalo yaar, chat. I think that's sad, bro. कोई नहीं चैट, कोई नहीं. कोई और रास्ता लिखा होगा, कोई और डेस्टिनी लिखी होगी अपने लिए. हम तो ऐसे 12 को सपोर्ट करते हैं, राइट? तो कुछ और रास्ता लिखा होगा. सरप्राइजिंगली हम लोग ग्रैंड फाइनल बहुत अच्छा खेले थे. नावी, वाइटालिटी, उन लोगों के सामने भी क्रेजी खेले थे भाई. This 3 days was not up to the mark. अपना कभी गेम था तो जोन नहीं था, कभी जोन था तो गेम नहीं था. बट जी हाँ ठीक है राहुल भाई. आई थिंक those all 15 games was tough भाई. मतलब was tough. I don't know. On all 15 games we only hoped कि we would go aggressive. At least one single game. कोई नहीं यार, कोई नहीं चैट. लव एंड सपोर्ट स्टिल स्टेज. कोई भी प्लेयर क्यों ना हो रोस्टर में, कोई भी प्लेयर क्यों ना खेल रहा हो ऐसे ड्यूल के लिए, वो तो हमारा लव एंड सपोर्ट तो रहता ही है एनी विच वेज. बस मैं तो यही बोलूँगा भाई, किसी को हेट मत दो. गेम है, नहीं चली तो नहीं चली, क्या हो गया. हेट मत दो यार, हेट मत दो, किसी को हेट मत दो। आई वुड से नहीं चली गेम, दैट इज इट। ठीक है ना, कोई नहीं, कोई फायदा नहीं हेट देके। कोई जो बंदे को हेट दे रहे हो वो बंदा खेल रहा है या नहीं, राइट? जो बंदा खेल ही नहीं रहा उसको हेट देके तो कोई मतलब नहीं है। जैसे कि तुम लोग लिख रहे हो अलीशा या जो भी है वो उसकी चैट में हेट हो रहा है। शी इज़ नॉट इवन प्लेइंग भाई, हेट देके क्या मतलब है भाई? और ऐसा भी नहीं है कि प्लेयर्स को हेट दो, इट्स नॉट द गेम। तो उनका नहीं चला इस बार भाई। उसकी हेलमेट उड़ के गई है भाई। Nemesis didn't cross 100 भाई, Nemesis didn't cross 100. But 92 points from Nemesis, that's crazy,
They
no?
can't have the safety. No one's crashing in. Everyone's got a home at the moment. They're getting the shots, but not getting the connections all the way. They're getting a few steals. Starry Skies, they send it all the way towards zone. That's what I'm talking about. That grenade's going to finish it. What a grenade from Naylor!
बॉर्ड्स नीचे आ गई, STS ऊपर, स्टैरी स्काई क्वालिफाई कर रही है भाई। भाई ऊपर की 3 टीम आउट हो गई है। देखो एक अच्छा बैंगर गेम होता ना, 15 पॉइंटर गेम में भी हम लोग जीत जाते हैं। 15 पॉइंटर गेम बॉर्ड्स आ जाएगी।
Can they make an insane hold? And everybody's just coming their way now.
यार 15 पॉइंट आ जाते ना गैंग। 15 से
get above the line. They hear the bounce come in. Fexo, he goes for the pre-fire. Grenade needs to come out. The boys are going to stack up. Is it going to be a drop and gone? It's a dropper now, but they still remain. Pixels there.
कौन करेगा क्रॉस? 32 30 29 भाई ऊपर की दोनों टीम बाहर हो सकती है। नॉट भी बाहर हो सकती है और स्टैरी स्काई भी बाहर हो सकती है। बल्दिनी है, बॉर्ड्स है, हाउल है। कंस्ट्रक्शन वर्कर ने 9 किल निकालनी है। ओ भाई
This is construction workers likely getting everybody, unless somebody posts an insane nade, but it's not going to happen. That is construction workers somehow surviving here. Oh,
STS और नॉट भी नहीं ले पाएगी, कोई और ही ले जाएगा।
This is going to be. I'm just trying to work out was Baldy's.
बॉर्ड्स करेगी, बॉर्ड्स तो कर जाएगी। बॉर्ड्स 4 मैन है, जोन है।
From boards.
बॉर्ड्स का इजी है।
I think so.
It's going to come
Yeah, I
back
think
this time.
the smoke cover had to happen for them
Boards
to
का
try
easy है
and
भाई।
kind of negate that line of sight there from Balls. I think Balls has got a really good shot in this game, considering it really depends on this next circle shift. It goes the way of construction workers compound. Oh my god.
Okay, what do? Do you stay tight? Vex goes back to that south side, so he's now trying to watch for the information coming through. Vex needs to try and get as many kills as they can. Baldini's not in, so they're going to have to try and push in. So you kind of have to look over towards that east side, that northeast corner. And look, we know Vex, he's got big shoulders.
जोन नहीं आया भाई, बोलते जोन नहीं आया भाई।
Looks for the reinforcements.
कंस्ट्रक्शन वर्कर्स पे जोन आ गया। कौन करेगा चैट? तुम्हें क्या लगता है? तुम्हें क्या लगता है कौन करेगा? दो बॉर्ड्स या कंस्ट्रक्शन वर्कर्स या बल्दिनी?
Like I don't know any other
Bro,
way
they are
that they could
fighting for
possibly
life,
have
भाई।
done,
सबके
right?
25 पॉइंट हैं।
Considering how their things have been playing out.
When our
Not
Cowboys
quite
are
the way of
playing,
construction workers
Cowboys are
here
playing
so far. But right
16
now, they
16
are
March
9 points
16
shy
May on
of
DreamHack
getting
खेलेंगे वो
into
लोग।
that top 3 position. And again, a lot of those teams on the south side, they're going to have
DreamHack खेलेंगे, DreamHack।
for construction workers is some of those teams are going to shoot at one another when they have to make the move. And you've got to be concerned about the fact that eventually, if you're looking that way for too long, Baldini surely might actually want to actually make a move on this compound too.
Bro, look at the construction workers भाई, क्या प्यारा स्पॉट है भाई इन लोगों पे।
In 14th place, people. 14th place. So this would be a climb to fame. As much as Pixel climbs to the fame towards the top, that's definitely one. They're not going to be able to hold out. He doesn't even have to go for
बल्दिनी नहीं तो आउट हो जाएगी।
So he's okay. He can just provide pressure. That's the target now. They'll be looking for 10. The spray comes through. Pixel has to be careful from the south side, but they are going to be, I suppose, annoyed at each other because they can't take the break to take the shots of construction workers.
I think a problem becomes that the Boars will survive for quite a while now here, and then they become the moving goalpost on that top 3 if construction workers
Somehow
doesn't do
they
something
made
about
in the
them.
zone,
That
but
said,
पीछे से
though,
गोली पड़
Kano
गई।
also down. Construction workers making a mad dash for it right now here for all of these last points, just spraying into these smokes. I think they've got to be very aware of Boars. You've got to be doing something about them, I think.
Boards made their place to number 2, putting STS down.
Boards go in, that means Starry Skies, unfortunately, they fall out. So they are not in the top 3. That's unfortunate. They are not returning.
नहीं बॉर्ड्स भी नहीं कर पाएगी पता है हाउल और बल्दिनी नहीं आ गई क्या हो रहा है ये ब्रो कितना कम कट ऑफ है भाई कितना कम कट ऑफ है भाई
This is kind of big. A huge nade! No way! What? 2 nades! Massive stuff for construction workers here! Are they making the dream run, Mark?
They are. They've laid the foundation for the last 2 days. Now they're building the
Oh
cathedral.
my
They're making the doors
god.
up. They're on 35 more points to win a victory here. Puts
Construction
them over the line.
workers
And
made
notice
their
that,
spot.
Despite being up here the whole time, they get set aside.
No way! I can't believe
बल्दिनी
it.
से पहले अगर
construction workers
अगर बल्दिनी डाउन हो गई तो हाउल्स ऊपर आ जाएगी
last playoffs, not making it to the final,
But हाउल मर
getting into
गई
this compound, being able to make the run, 14 kills, and no
14
way
ये
how
मांगता था भाई
are
अपने
somehow
को
going to be able to make this move for it. They are composed, they are calm, they know this
ये
game,
मांगता
this
था भाई अपने को
qualification is theirs, Mark. They've got to convert.
It's so. It's. Do you know what I really like about this? All 3 of these teams, if they convert, they get in.
How
Right?
needs 1 point?
The Howell needs 1. Like construction workers,
yeah.
Baldini need a win. Construction workers got the numbers.
Oh my god.
And Baldini might be a little bit of a snake in the grass. Pixel coming back towards this way. He just needs to swing
भाई
the line
सब
aside. But
सब
it comes back to that
क्वालिफिकेशन
point.
के लिए लड़ रहे हैं
Does
भाई
he know? Did he pick up the player crawling out towards that side?
If Shimada goes down, if Baldinini go down, Howell gets second place, construction workers wins the game, those 2 teams go through, right?
Yeah.
This is a
वो दिख गया बंदा दिख गया
game. They know where Shimada is. They know.
चलो बल्दिनी is out
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I can't. Unless Howell somehow wins.
Get out of it! Get out of it!
हाउल 1v3 कर दे तो कंस्ट्रक्शन वर्कर का जीजी हो जाएगा बट दैट इज नॉट पॉसिबल
They have had a run-in, not just the zone, but this stage.
Construction worker, Nemesis, construction worker and Howl.
16 kills, and they're looking for 1 more.
No, we need to somehow interview
bro,
construction
they
workers.
played so
this
good.
Is crazy. I've never seen anything like it.
Wars
here.
out.
Odin, you've done so much work for X. How congratulations to
What
them.
the
For
fuck?
construction workers. I cannot believe what we just witnessed.
17 kills chicken.
Let's just get this super clear, guys. 27 points. That team just
17 kills chicken भाई
into the top 3. What a show when we talk about the foundations.
एक मैच में क्वालिफाई है भाई
The cathedral has been
27 पॉइंट एक मैच में भाई
Guys, I'm
And 35 was the cutoff. Just 35 points.
I'm actually so happy that Nemesis got delayed for so long because that meant they didn't have a chance to destroy this great game we just had. What a crazy circle. James, you pointed it out. 60+% water here in this one. And there is not much to play. And then we have that northern shift that makes everything possible for construction
kills आपने 3 दिन में
workers.
नहीं आया अरे यार ब्रो एक ऐसा गेम होता ना अरे यार ब्रो मेरे को तो नींद नहीं आएगी यार अब मुझे तो नींद नहीं आएगी भाई ऐसे I would have loved to watch them playing grand finals भाई PG gang PUBG PC runs India mostly अब पता नहीं देखो अब चैट अब क्या हो सकता है ठीक है अब हम लोग कुछ लॉजिक लगाते क्रेजी ठीक है हम लोग कुछ क्रेजी लॉजिक लगाते हैं अब हम ये लॉजिक लगा सकते हैं कि वीपी ट्विस्टेड नेमेसिस और नावी ये लोग यही पोजी पे आए और ये लोग सारे बॉटम कर जाएं जैसे कि नो स्लैक क्वालिफाइड है वाइटैलिटी क्वालिफाइड है सेंट भी क्वालिफाइड है फकिंग पीजीजी भी क्वालिफाइड है Viz is not qualified. Bushido Wildcat is not qualified. Not qualified, right? तो अगर चैट अगर ठीक है वीपी ट्विस्टेड और नावी तो इनवाइट हो जाएंगी, ठीक है। बचा नेमेसिस और हमारा स्लॉट, ठीक है। अगर स्टैंडिंग में यहीं रहते हम लोग तो शायद से हम ईडब्ल्यूसी जा सकते हैं, बट अगर नो स्लैक वाइटालिटी असेंड पीजीजी या कोई भी टीम हमारे ऊपर आती है अब अमेरिकाज में कौन कौन आ गया है? अमेरिकाज में आ गए, अमेरिकाज में कल कल फैल्कन्स क्वालिफाई कर गई, राइट? फैल्कन्स लिक्विड क्वालिफाई कर गई। गॉड लाइक 3 पॉइंट से रह गए। अब उनका भी यही वाला रन है जो आज हमारा वाला रन था भाई। उनका भी अमेरिकाज में यही वाला रन है जो आज हमारा रन था, टॉप 3 आना है। एटलीस्ट हो जाए तो एक टीम तो जाए ईडब्ल्यूसी इंडिया से। भाई हमारा तो गेम हो गया भाई, इधर 21 पॉइंट पर अटक गए। प्लेसमेंट पॉइंट ही नहीं आया इस बार, देख रहे हो चार्ट? इस बार हम लोग प्लेसमेंट पॉइंट में 2 आए हैं हमारे, 19 तो किल में ही आए हैं बस।
They're already 120 mark. I think they'll be all right with it. It's all right.
I think they're more all right with their performance, though. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
A definite reset button. Forget about the PGC points. But it is good to see more names are starting to appear on this leaderboard.
I suspect my name.
अडूजी ने मारा जितने भी मारा है। ओए चैट चिल मारो यार, एक दूसरे पे मत लड़ो यार अभी। दिस इज नॉट द टाइम कि हम एक दूसरे में लड़े भाई। स्ट्रेंजर थैंक यू सो मच फॉर द मेंबर। स्ट्रेंजर थैंक यू सो मच, थैंक यू सो मच स्ट्रेंजर फॉर द मेंबरशिप। शेयर लड़को, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ऑल द लाइक्स एंड ऑल द सब्सक्राइब्स। थैंक यू सो मच। इफ़ यू आर स्टिल न्यू एंड मतलब अभी भी स्ट्रीम पे हो और सब्सक्राइब नहीं करा है तो कर दो। अभी हम लोग का प्लान क्या है वैसे? क्या टाइम हो गया? 1 बज गया ब्रो, 1 बजा है। आरपी में हो क्या रहा है अभी?
मैथ्यू को बोला मेरा बर्थडे है। कह रहा हैप्पी बर्थडे।
अभी रेसिंग रूसिंग हो रही है। W वॉच पार्टी, इफ़ यू एंजॉयड द वॉच पार्टी स्ट्रीम सब्सक्राइब दबा देना आप। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ऑल द लव एंड सपोर्ट यू गाइस हैव शोन पास्ट 3 days. It has been crazy. क्या शायद अभी भी देखा, अगर हैप्पी फील करा दो, हाँ ही करा दे। ये क्या आवाज़ आ रही भाई बाहर? एक दो रेस के लिए वी कैन गो। आई डोंट नो, मैं ये वॉच पार्टी वाली स्ट्रीम कंटिन्यू नहीं कर सकता ना, या कर सकता हूँ? Would it be like a problem? Would it be like a problem? जयेश भाई को पूछूं क्या? अभी आउट ऑफ ईडब्ल्यूसी है, मेंबर ओनली कर लो। नीड टू स्टार्ट न्यू स्ट्रीम, पूछता हूँ। पूछता हूँ। जयेश भाई भी अभी थोड़े से टिल्ट हो गए होंगे, मैं भी या सैड हो गए होंगे। अभी पूछना अच्छी बात नहीं है वैसे। हाँ यार न्यू स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट कर लेता हूँ। थोड़ी देर ही करूँगा, 2:30 से 3। चिल करें चैट, चिल करें, इट्स ओके, इट्स ओके गैंग। आओ माइंड फ्रेश कराते तुम्हारी अगली स्ट्रीम पे। आ जाओ आ जाओ, हा ही करेंगे, हा ही बकचोदी करेंगे। आओ बकचोदी करेंगे, बकचोदी करेंगे। आ जाओ आ जाओ गैंग, आ जाओ गैंग, आ जाओ आन दो। आज का चैट रेवेन्यू 0 है गैंग। 0 क्या होता है यार? दैट इज टफ, दैट इज टफ, बट ऑल थैंक्स टू उमंग भाई शेर। आ जाओ गैंग, उधर आ जाओ। आ जाओ चैट, वी आर इन आरपी, लेट्स गो गैंग, लेट्स गो। आ जाओ आ जाओ चैट। न्यू स्ट्रीम, न्यू स्ट्रीम, न्यू स्ट्रीम, न्यू स्ट्रीम, न्यू स्ट्रीम, न्यू स्ट्रीम, न्यू स्ट्रीम गैंग। Thank you so much for amazing all the love. 3 days you guys have been given. Thank you so much, means a lot by your share. Thank you so much for all the love and support. I'll see you guys on next mostly Warzone Watchparty stream. ठीक है?